Brought to you by the radnetwork.com.
Mars is launching a new ghoulish flavor. Oh, good, at least a flavor. Of freeze-dried skillets called Skittles,
I
sorry.
was going to be like, skillets. Bacon involved?
Yeah, they're taking a cast iron skillet, they're freeze-drying it. Here, chomp on this. No, it's freeze-dried Skittles. They're called Skittles Popped Creepy Crunch.
Ooh.
Don't know what those are, though. They're just teasing them.
I do like the freeze-dried Skittles. They're delicious.
Fun-size Snickers pumpkins, which are miniature Snickers pumpkins, basically. The smaller ones. Okay. They were easing us into spooky season. They're rolling out the new Halloween offerings in stores and online as soon as this summer. You'll start to see all of these. The Twix Skull and the...
All right. Well, I'm still not buying it until it gets close to Halloween.
Oh, yeah. You show them. Yes, yeah. Really. You see the Twix Skull in July on the shelf. You're really not going to buy the Twix
Since
Skull.
we talked about it now, I kind of have to, so I can be relevant.
One more.
Ahead of the game.
All of these sodas are back. Sodas are back. And it's not just the prebiotic, the probiotic. I mean, everything's back, right? The 90s are back, soda's back, things like that. Well, do we all remember Crush?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
And Slice?
No. Yeah, okay. Now with Crush, though, Kyle, because you're an enigma. Because I know you love orange soda, and Orange Crush was huge. Mm-hmm. So for you, is it Orange Crush or my favorite, which was Grape Crush?
Yeah, I like both equally. Yeah, I love a good grape soda. I loved Grape Crush growing up as a kid. Just depended what mood I was in. I didn't differentiate. I don't have a pick one over the other.
Oh, very good.
I like them both evenly.
I think we've talked about this too, is that grape is one of the, it's like we were talking about with the Doritos. Grape is a flavoring that they can get wrong.
Yes.
It could be very, very bad. So I always liked Crush grape soda. Well, Crush has a new limited time soda. Following last year's Back to the 80s electric blue Raz soda that Crush released, they now say they're taking us back to the 90s with its new Big Troppa Punch flavor. Now, to be clear, no such drink ever existed. So they're not bringing back Big Troppa Punch. That's what they're calling this, to bring back the 90s. So if you're going, wait a minute, I was 90s, there's nothing to remember. Fruit Punch was all the rage in the 90s, High C, Kool-Aid, etc. This new Crush flavor is a play on the previous released rare Crush Sparkling Tropical Punch soda. Okay? It was so rare, nobody had it. Big Troppa Punch is labeled as a tropical punch soda. Bold, fruit-forward flavors. Now, they don't tell us the fruits, but if you look at the can, there's a strawberry and a pineapple.
Okay.
So that's what we're going with.
All right. Well, hopefully I'd like to taste it, but nothing I don't think is going to beat Shasta Tiki Punch, because that is the superior fruit punch soda. I had one yesterday. I went over to my dad's house to borrow his truck, and he had some in his fridge. I don't know when he started drinking it. Maybe it's the roommate that lives there. Maybe it's his sodas, and I stole one. But goddamn, it was so refreshing and good. I don't think anything can beat that. So I'll be surprised if Crush does trump over the Shasta Tiki Punch, but I don't think it's going to.
I'm not sure why. Maybe it reveals too much about myself, but this looks like a beer can to me.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, like
it does, like a Montucky lager almost.
Yeah. And then the birds, I'm assuming those are birds in the top. It looks like the McDonald's.
Yeah, it does.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah, there's some drugs involved in the creation of this product. The new Crush Back to the 90s Big Troppa Punch flavor hits retail shelves in July.
Cool. America's RAD Cast, only on the radnetwork.com.
Welcome back to America's RAD Cast. It's Rob, Kyle, sometimes this guy named Jeff, and whoever's desperate enough to join them. Call the show at 888-587-5355. And remember, you can watch or listen to everything anytime at the radnetwork.com.
We got this email, radcast at the radnetwork.com. We've had this recurring theme today. We're talking about video games and our video game, playing video games. Is it childish in and of itself? Yeah. Versus the extreme version of gamers who maybe stay up all night, Red Bulling it, ignoring their wife, ignoring their girlfriend, ignoring their family. Yes, I'm making them men, you're right. Their kids, their job. whatever. So there's two different things. Okay, the second one is you're spending too much time doing something that's not productive in life. Whether it's a video game, it's alcohol, it's staying out with your buddies all night, whatever. The other one is are we just going to say, yeah, that's childish? Yeah, it's like you're sleeping with a stuffed animal, isn't it all? It's like you're coloring in a coloring book. I think we kind of worked through this, but here's what Felipe said.
Hola, Felipe.
And this goes to like Kyle's initial reaction was he was envisioning from a family experience gamers and getting deep into it, right? And you're talking about the ones that talk to each other and stay up all night.
Oh, they stay up all night. Yeah, they don't look for jobs. Their main focus is leveling up on World of Warcraft, and it was sad.
Felipe says, I think Kyle's take is perfectly fine considering his experiences, and I've known people who are like the people Kyle describes. It's cringeworthy and sad. However, I think it's because he knew a lot of losers who then had the association with video games. I'm 34. I still love playing games with my friends often, have a great job, getting married in October, working on getting a home within the next year. My gaming friends have their lives in order as well. The issue is crappy people. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
No, exactly right.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you golf, okay, you golf. How much do you golf? You have everything else you're talking about. You're getting married. You got friends. I don't know if you're going to start a family. You have a great job. You're going to buy a home. That takes up a lot of time and expense. But you're a golfer. Well, how much are you golfing? You golfing once a week on the weekends for 5 hours with buddies? Or are you golfing both weekends and then 3 times a week during the day when you could be doing it? It's always the crappy people. Now, Kyle, I had a follow-up now because you said it again. No jobs, and they're up all night, and they're gaming, and they're talking to each other. I don't need you to be specific with the people in your family, but just in general, like I always envision that's the stereotypical I live in my parents' basement thing. Yeah. How do people have no jobs and they stay up all night? Like, I understand sacrificing, not doing good at your job, but having no job?
It was seriously like they had a drug addiction. I mean, they're both slobs. They were disgusting. You look in their rooms at my grandma's house, and it's just full of trash, laundry everywhere. And they're being constantly told what to do by the parents, and they were told to go get jobs, and they tried. Like, they go get them for a week or two, and then they get fired, or they'd quit, or something would happen, and then they're just back in their little room with their computer desk, and it's just a filthy mess, and they're just in there being like hoarders playing video games. And it was just, as a kid, I wanted to like play the video games a little bit and see what was going on, and then I was still afraid like go in the rooms because it was so gross and disgusting. Like there was
Jeff,
slobbiness connected to it too.
Why were you giddy, Jeff, like a schoolboy for a part of that story?
Oh, I think I was like, I kind of, in my head, kind of just like seeing the same things that Kyle says or sees. I mean, like people who are just like lock themselves in their room and they don't come out, and they have like, a bunch of chips and stuff in there. I laugh because I think I know that a little bit, from friends and family, and it is kind of, funny.
It's familiar.
Yeah, okay. Familiar. Yeah.
So a variety of topics we follow, and whenever we get updates, we bring them. AI has been big lately, and health, how we're supposed to shower, but we've also been talking about naps. Most recent update, it was the nappuccino, which is not a new thing. We just got to have a name for it. It's the idea of consuming a stimulant right before you nap, most notably coffee. So you down a cup of coffee at 1 in the afternoon, and you lay down 25 minutes max. You set an alarm. That's the amount of time it takes the caffeine to get into your system, is the theory. You wake up, you're not groggy, and then you go on with the rest of your day. Again, nappuccino, blah, blah, blah. Sleep in general. Everybody knows, God, a horrible night's sleep. Just one horrible night's sleep, right, can just screw everything up.
Yeah,
if you get into two, right? No, it does. Yeah, it's a real thing. Yeah. I mean, and if you have more than one, or if you build them up, and the thing I find about it is, how cranky you are, what a dick you are, and you want to get out of it and you can't. It's like, God,
yeah.
What do you do?
Okay. Me yesterday.
Now, scientists have now discovered, a disturbing list of problems in the human brain after as little as one sleepless night.
Uh-oh.
A team reviewed a large collection of medical studies focused on sleep deprivation, memory, and brain function over the last 25 years to examine how missing sleep damages the brain. They found that even a short period of insomnia or restlessness can cause widespread problems, weakened connection between brain cells, sparked memory-damaging inflammation, allowed more toxins to build up, and created fewer new brain cells. Here's the punchline without all those words. Okay, that happens. You have one bad night of sleep, and that's why you feel the way that you do. All of those things that they're describing. And right, if you toss and turn all night or you can't sleep, that sounds about right, doesn't it? Your brain doesn't seem to be working in the morning.
Nope.
It's not connecting.
Coffee can only do so much.
Right. And maybe your memory is a little foggy and it's not alcohol related or something like that. It's just I didn't sleep. Oh, was that yesterday? What day is today? I know we can all get that anyways. And then you have toxins are building up. And fewer new brain cells have been created, and that's why you're like, oh, God, I hate. Okay, that's from one bad night of sleep. What they found was that those issues mirrored, the more they happen, the long-term degenerative condition known as Alzheimer's.
Oh.
So the more of these you build up, the harder it gets for your brain to regenerate and recover. And this can be maybe one of the things that leads to Alzheimer's. The study's authors revealed that all adults 18 to 64, they sent a baseline of 7 to 9 hours of sleep each day, acknowledging there are variables. Not everybody does, but they went with that safe pattern of 7 to 9 because they wanted to compare it then. Okay, so we watched you, and you know, they put them in these, I don't know if you've ever seen these sleep treatment rooms. They're very weird, like all these bedrooms and people stare at you all night while you're asleep, usually for sleep apnea. It is. And they hook you up to stuff so they monitor when you're sleeping, when you're in REM sleep, rapid eye movement sleep. So they come back and they go, oh, well, you only got 5.5 hours. Okay, so you're outside of the norm. Now, some of us, 5.5 hours were fine. Yeah. But that's where they can't account for the individuality. The review found that people had more trouble learning new things, forgot more easily, had more false memories, suffered from mood and decision-making issues, and had a harder time processing emotional memories after one bad night of sleep. Yeah, that sounds right, right?
That sounds spot on.
And if it keeps happening, it can take a toll on your brain. While many young adults, even older adults, pull the infamous all-nighter for work or school, the researchers showed that strategy doesn't help humans retain more information or think clearly. Of course not. It's a psychosomatic thing. We learn that as kids if you're going to do it. And it builds up like this adrenaline for those that it does work for. But the rest of your testing, like your other cognitive testing, would just be off the charts awful. Unlike Alzheimer's disease, which has no cure, the study revealed that this is the good news. Taking short naps and getting more sleep in general can help reverse many of these issues.
Okay, well,
the bad news is none of us has the time or ability to do that. I love that.
I find it.
I did do a sleep study in LA. I was like 25. And I didn't sleep very much at that time. I sleep a lot better now. My schedule, I take it very seriously now. But at the time when you're younger, I think that you feel like if you can push yourself, you should push yourself. Like if you can stay up and if you could do this and this and that and function the next day enough, then you should do that because you're getting more done. But it definitely affects your cognitive functionality. So that was pretty much what I went under. I had a friend, I did some research, UC Irvine, and he was in a program that he asked me to participate in the study, which was they pretty much just like monitor your cognitive functionality while you sleep. And I had to do it 4 weekends in a row. So it was like on a Friday, 4 weeks in a row. And you would come and they would give you this whole lecture about sleep. And it's kind of exactly kind of what you just talked about, Rob, as far as how important it is. And like, if you miss this and this can happen and blah, blah, blah. And I even at then, I didn't believe it. But after that report, or after like the whole study was done, I did understand a little bit more that getting a normal sleep pattern going was like one of the most powerful things I've ever accomplished, was being able to have your full capacity of your brain going all the time. And when you start experiencing that, you start realizing, little naps, like I talked about this before on air, whenever I feel like I lose a couple hours, I'm going to try to figure out how to get that back that week, like really quickly. So if that's going home and sleeping for a couple hours right away and then coming back and doing something else, I try to accomplish that just because I feel like it does work.
Yeah, what was it? Tuesday. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, Kyle. Tell you.
Was it Tuesday? I had that experience because I closed Monday night at the bar, come into work early in the morning, and it was Tuesday into Wednesday. I'm sorry. And so I had to nap for a few hours yesterday. I swear, changed my whole mood completely. I went from grouchy asshole Kyle to, I feel a lot better. Okay. This feels good. And I got a dream in too. Dream was sketchy, but the sleep was there. I felt so much better.
The sleep deficit thing is real, and unfortunately, it takes a little bit of self-awareness. The basic premise for sleep deprivation or the sleep deficit is how much quality sleep do you need every night? Not what science tells you, not what Johns Hopkins tells you. At a certain point in your life, you can figure it out. Now, Jeff's right. In our 20s, we're not that good at deducing, well, what exactly do I need? But also, that is the time when we're supposed to push it a little because you can, and et cetera. But at some point, you go, okay, I do know if I behave in a semi-healthy and responsible manner and I get 6 solid hours of sleep, I'm fine. Like, I'm fine the next day. I'm fine all the way through the day. I'm fine in the morning. I'm good. If that's your baseline, great. Your sleep deficit comes in when you only sleep 4.5 hours of sleep. You got a 90-minute sleep deficit. This is what Jeff's talking about. How do you get that back? It's real. It's real. Do you take an hour-and-a-half nap? Okay, good. Now you've caught up, and then are you able to sleep again? Or wait a minute, you can barely get a 30-minute nap in. You still have an hour deficit. Oh, and then you have a 5-hour night of sleep. 2 hours.
Right.
And this is where it builds up.
And I think that I've found that when I push myself to a 2-week, like 2 weeks or over without trying to catch up, you'll start seeing those things that we were just talking about. The shortness, the moodiness, the people, I react differently to things, so yeah, I think, being responsible and monitoring my sleep is the best thing I could do for me and everyone around me as well.
And it is such a discipline, right? Because there are those nights, for whatever reason, evenings, late afternoons, evenings, nights. And it can be your significant other. It can be something you're watching. Jeff was talking about you want to binge these documentaries or the new season of Pitt or whatever. Something's clicking, and everything feels great. I mean, it's so good. And you're like, I can do it. If I'm just going to stay up an extra 2 more episodes. Because it's not until you do it enough times to where you go, no. I'm not going to do this to myself because tomorrow me will hate today me. That's how I always do it. Yep. I always use the 3 me's. Yesterday me, today me, and tomorrow me. I'm a little pissed at yesterday me because he was a jerk. He kind of didn't do a few things to set me up for success today. So he's a dick. So I'm trying to not do that tomorrow me. Here's what they wrote. In the Journal of Neuroscience, the researchers said that memory consolidation is taken care of in the brain region known as what we all as kids pronounced as the hippopotamus. It's actually the hippocampus, but hippopotamus is what we all remember it as. It's critical for converting short-term memories into long-term memories, and the review found that the time when someone is asleep is when the brain is actually strengthening and storing memories made during the day. Remember back to the Alzheimer's thing. Alzheimer's is all about forgetting, right? Forgetting who people are, where you are, what you're doing, things from a long time ago. And then you get these flashes of, wait, and they're suddenly remembering. Without enough sleep, the hippopotamus quickly begins to work poorly, leading to weaker connections between brain cells and harmful waste buildup. Even one night of poor or missed sleep can start the downward spiral, causing weaker memory replay, higher levels of toxic proteins that then show up later in Alzheimer's. So it's not if you don't sleep well, you're going to get Alzheimer's, but it could be a major function of this is how the brain literally breaks down.
It runs in my family too.
That's what made me think of the sleep study that I did, was that they gave me that same similar lecture of my sleep, like my habits, and that it could lead to Alzheimer's or my mentality of how I was like, no, push. It was like, no, it's going to catch up with you really quickly. And so I think that was what made me actually do the study, because I was against it right away. And I was like, oh, maybe I should try this. Maybe it's going to teach me something. I had no confidence that I was actually going to lead to anything, but it did. It was very, very positive experience.
America's RAD Cast, only on the radnetwork.com. Remember that today will be yesterday tomorrow. Think about it, maggots. You can't argue with logic. Call America's RADcast at 888-587-5355.
Every day, 11 a.m., we do the Rob and Steve Sports Show. You can watch it at theradnetwork.com. Follow us on YouTube, and we may or may not have an end to our long national nightmare in 2 hours from now. just because it's a name a lot of people know, you throw it out there on this show. But Aaron Rodgers, this scumbag who every year takes the entire NFL and the fan base on this trip of whether or not he's going to retire or play again, all reporting this morning is he's going to play for the Steelers again this year. Yay.
Ooh.
We'll elaborate
Too bad for
on
the
that.
Steelers.
The Steelers, they weren't going anywhere anyways. This is such a joke. We've let this guy hold the whole league hostage. And anyway, that's what the indications are. So we'll see where it's at in a couple hours on the Rob and Steve show at the radnetwork.com. All right, nothing like three grown men who don't have children to talk about childhood and raising kids. But that's not a sarcastic statement, because we were all kids, and we also know what society should look like. You don't have to be a parent to know this is wrong. It's not okay that your kid is riding their roller skates through the Outback Steakhouse while you wait for a table, you fat bitch. That's bad. Okay?
That is really bad. That's when you trip that kid, make him learn his lesson.
No, I don't want to hurt the children.
Well, just a little. No, okay, yeah, you're right. That could lead to bad things.
No, I may or may not try to figure out who their waitress is and have her do something to the fat woman's steak or something. But
there we go. Ooh, extra tip.
Okay. The Cleveland Clinic, I cite them all the time. They're almost always voted the second best medical facility in the entire world. The Cleveland Clinic, Mayo Clinic, Johns Hopkins, the three in America that stand out above so many others across the world. There are others, but the Cleveland Clinic says that educating kids about sharing in early childhood helps them build empathy, fosters social skills, and helps teach them emotional regulation. Does that sound right? You should teach kids in early childhood. So that's what, toddler to 5,
I was taught,
6.
and I still didn't like it. I remember because I had a sibling, so I had my younger sister, and it was always like, you got to share, you got to share, you got to share. And I still didn't like sharing. I was so happy when I didn't have to share.
Did you do it?
It depends. If I liked the kid, yes. If I didn't, no.
I'm a good sharer.
So you're a good sharer. That doesn't surprise me, Jeff. Now, but do you have a vivid memory of being taught to share as a kid?
I think what was taught to me when I was young, my dad was in a military family, was proper manners, and so that kind of comes with, I think, being nice to other people and sharing stuff, and even if you don't want to, go and helping other people out. That's what I took.
But there's that thing in your child mind, and even in our adult mind too, of, but it's mine.
Yep. That was me to a T. Yeah. So
Yeah,
we were just talking about my stuffed animal Nala. I remember I had to share her one time with at kindergarten. They were like, we had to exchange toys, and they wanted me to exchange that one. And I threw a fit, had a huge meltdown about it, and I didn't have to share it. I had to go home and get a different animal.
I think with brother and sister, it's a little different. Because I think that's a little bit more possessive, and you do, like, you feel like, things are unfair. They get this and you get that, blah blah. But out and like with other people, I feel like I was a little bit better. I'd be the one that would go and go, hey, can you go ahead and play with my toy, make yourself feel better because you're sad right now. That's how I was when I was a kid.
I was very possessive of my toys.
And nobody's surprised at that either. Here's the thing. You don't have to have been taught about sharing in early childhood to have these qualities. But they're saying that it does help build them. So, Kyle, he was taught about sharing, but he hated it. So I don't know if he learned any of these qualities. But I do, Kyle, you are empathetic. You have empathy. You're really good at empathy.
Yeah, I'm
so
empathetic,
that one I'm giving
sure. So it just depends on the situation. It really does.
Now it says that teaching kids when they're in their early childhood to share, it fosters social skills. Well, I mean, you're a social guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I remember them doing this in kindergarten. I remember losing my mind over they wanted me to share the knowledge. It was like bring a toy to school kind of thing, and you're supposed to share it with the other kids. I didn't realize it was a sharing thing. I was a little kid. I was sent to school with my favorite toy. That was all I remember. Go to school with your favorite toy. So I brought the stuffed Nala. They wanted me to share it, and I lost my mind about it. I was like, it's not happening. And so they made me switch out the toy. I don't remember what it was, but I remember I shared something with my buddy Andrew. He got to take home something that I had, and he gave me this cutout of this really pretty rock star, and it was made out of red gems. It was really pretty and sparkly, but he had a hard time doing it too. But we trusted each other, and we got to exchange the toys and come home.
You had to give away?
No, you just had to share it for a day. So he got to take whatever I had. I can't remember what it was because it wasn't the Nala. It might have been like a Batman action figure. I have no idea. It's kindergarten. I remember the red star, and I took it home. I remember coming back, and I'm like, I took care of it for you. Nothing happened to it. Don't worry. Here it is. And he was super happy that I took care of it. Didn't break
And
it.
people would argue that built exactly that for both you and he, the trust and the empathy and all the blah blah.
We were actually best friends right after that too.
There you go.
A woman has gone viral for insisting that her kids don't have to share.
Oh.
Her name is Lottie Weaver, and she explained this is one of these, you go on one of these mommy blogs, whether Facebook, TikTok, whatever. You put up a quick little video. The right people hit it, especially on these mommy blogs, and it goes nuts. She says in her video, quote, "Why? I said it and I'll say it again. Why? I don't make my kids share." In other words, why should I make my kids share? Why? I don't make them share. She starts by stating that her kids don't have to share their toys or their snacks or literally any of their things with your kids.
I like it. I love it.
If
I love
we
the
are out,
stance.
she goes, and it's this general, like she's doing this, she's venting. She's doing what we get to do for a living. She's not targeting somebody in particular. She's saying you, whoever you are, your kids. Okay. She goes on to say, if we are out and about at the park or a communal play place, if my kids have a scooter or a toy or bubbles, they're not sharing with your kids.
Perfect.
They don't have to.
Nope.
I will never, ever make my kids share their stuff that they brought with another child. End quote. Then she goes on, quote continues actually. Number one, you should have brought your own shit.
There we go. Yep.
Number two, that's their toy, my kid's toy. They don't have to share it with you. Number three, you don't have to do something just because somebody asks.
So-
Whoa, I mean, she's like throwing it down. And she did have a caveat. For two caveats, actually. If my kids want to share. I encourage it. So if the kid of their own volition says, "Mommy, I want to share my G.I. Joe with Billy," she claims, she goes, "Good, go ahead." But she's not going to force him to. The second caveat is the venue matters. She says, quote, "If you come to my house for a play date, that's different. We are welcoming them into our space. But if we are out and about and we don't know each other very well, even if we do know each other very well, and my kid doesn't want to share her doll with your kid, she doesn't have to."
Yeah,
I think
I
so.
totally agree with that. That sounds perfectly fine with me.
Here's the caveat. I mean, I agree with that too, especially her caveats, because she's saying, "Hey, we're okay with sharing. I just don't think it should be forced upon us." And I get that. I think that if it's going to be a possibility that her child might not have very many friends when he gets to be a certain age, if he's not able to like socialize and be like, "Hey, we can play with this together," because like, yeah, you don't want to force it, and if they're willing to do, they learn that stuff from their parents though. So I think that like when you're out and you're going, "Hey, I got a football, let's go play a football game," you're going to get a lot more friends or a lot more social that way. But
Yeah.
if you're saying, "I don't share my football, I'm going to go play with it by myself. My mom says I don't have to share," then you're going to be the person that doesn't have very many friends. So I think that's the caveat. I think you're not going to be that fun to hang around if you're not going to be like willing to like play with your toys. Like, I'm going to take my ball and go home.
See,
type of
it
thing.
was me. I always ranked my toys of like how possessive I was of them. That Nala toy, that stuffed animal, no one was touching that. It was mine only. Same thing with my Game Boy. No one was touching my goddamn Game Boy. You could have your own Game Boy, and we had little link cords. If you had one, we could team up and play. But I didn't trust anybody with it. I didn't want it broken. I didn't want anybody screwing it up. My mom, remember, I had a friend come over to play, and he was addicted to Pokemon, and I had it, and he just sat there. He ignored me the whole time and just played my Game Boy. My mom let him, and I remember just being so furious about it. Oh, my CD player, too. No one touched my CD player. I don't care. I'm not letting you touch it. I didn't want it broken. I didn't want it stolen. I didn't want anything messed up. But if
you
I had a
shared
football,
something.
yeah, I would share my football.
And now you have a long friend
basketball,
over it.
football. Yeah, we haven't talked since then.
See, it is experiential though too, because like if you're already, let's say you're already playing with a friend, you're in a sandbox, you've got a bucket and a shovel, and some other kid that you don't even know or you barely know comes over and says, "Hey, can I don't know, build castles with you?" We're trying to use the dumbest
that's
example.
fine.
Okay. Now, okay, it could be, yeah, that's fine, and that's a neat thing for adults to see. But what if the way the kids are like, "No, we brought all of our stuff, and we're building a special stormtrooper." Can they do that?
I think it's more up to the kid. I mean, like she said, if her kid wants to share, that's great. If you want to come play alongside with me, I have no problem saying, "This is my shovel. I'm gonna use this shovel to build my sandcastle," right? Like I think that's a big difference between, that saying this is mine, and then you saying you can't be around me or you can't, you know,
it's teaching like when you have to share, it's teaching other kids to be mooches. That's what it is. They're like, oh, I don't have that. You need to share with me. Like, I get this lady who's talking about, like, we're at a park and there's other kids around. I don't have to share the scooter. The other kids are like, I don't have a scooter. How come I don't have a scooter, Mom? They have a scooter. They have to share with me.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm okay with that.
No,
they can keep their own stuff.
Now
like
you're
that.
teaching kids to live off the government. And that's not acceptable.
It's a jump, but I get it. I get what you're going there.
Whether it leaps that far or not, the overwhelming majority of people did not agree with this woman. There were a couple that said, one person wrote, adults don't have to share, so why do kids? Another person said, I'm a nanny. I 100% agree with you, Lottie. We've gotten to the point where people expect they can just use your stuff at the park. It's not your toy, ... But most people wrote things like, I'm so sad as a teacher. This is literally the foundation of learning. Your post made me unfollow you.
Shut up. No, that dumb bitch. No, she's only saying that because she has to deal with kids who throw temper tantrums in her classroom because they're not sharing correctly, and she has to deal with screaming kids. She just doesn't want to deal with that. She just wants it to be everybody universally shares, so she makes her job easier. She's a shitty teacher.
Yeah, I don't know her motivation, but I would love to ask her, because she uses the word literally. So sharing is literally the foundation of learning?
Yeah, shut up. No, it's not. Retaining information would be the center of learning.
Studying, applying yourself, being open-minded, listening, asking questions.
Yeah, you know what sharing does in school? It teaches you to cheat. You share your cheat sheet.
It's the exact opposite. Another person posted, I tell my kids, don't... Remember, these are the ones that disagree with Lottie and her 12 million views or whatever it is. I tell my kids, don't bring toys if you're not willing to share them.
Oh,
all right. Up. You ain't even leaving the house with your favorite toy unless you're going to share it with that kid who's going to wind up on government assistance, according to Kyle.
Yep, he is. Yep, because he's not cool enough to get his own toy.
And then another one wrote, what an odd thing. So she's talking about what the parent wrote. My kids don't have to share. What an odd thing to say out loud and be proud of. My kids will always be expected to share. Some kids aren't fortunate enough to have the nice extra things, and I want, legacy time. I want my kids to be remembered as the sweet ones who were kind to others. Not what her kid wants. It's what she wants.
Oh, yeah, because that's lovely for child development.
Want my kids.
You're going to be this way.
Yeah. I mean, I think she's got a fairly decent foundation that in the right situation, like we've laid out, kids should share. But this whole don't even bring your toy if you're not willing to share it thing with anybody.
Yeah, here's the thing. You don't have to teach a kid to share. You need to teach them not to be a jerk. What happens, like, if the kid doesn't want to share, he or she needs to tell the other kids politely or in a not a mean way, because some kids will be like, no, that's mine. You can't have it. You're stupid. Like, you know, if they get like that. So
right.
If
and
you
the
be
problem
like, hey,
is,
you know, this is mine. It's my personal toy. I'd appreciate not sharing it. Like, sorry, I'm not going to share it with you. But they're children. They don't say that.
Even if they do, though, we've devolved to the point where the crime is the not sharing. There is no okay way to say it, because I want my kids to always share. I want them to be known that they're going. That's the problem. You're right. There's a right way to do it. But what they're upset at, what people are saying, no, it's just the fact they won't share. You're raising the next Hitler, because eventually we have to get there. So we might as well just get Hitler thrown in there and move along.
America's RAD Cast, only on the radnetwork.com. Okay, I guess I'll take over here. Call America's RADcast at 888-587-5355 or email us radcast@theradnetwork.com. Bob, are you really not coming back?
All right, well, this is perfect. We were just talking, wasn't it just yesterday we were asking about elbows on the table, right? What is the deal with it? Can you have your elbows on the table? Is it only when the food's there? Should you never have an elbow on the table? Can you have one on the table? Can you put your chin in your hand? Is somebody going to say anything? Is it rude? Why is it rude? I never did quite understand. Right? Okay, so that would be what we would call at some time. Like, but what did we decide? Is that's
It's
over,
not.
right?
It's fine.
I didn't understand it either. Yeah, but I was always told not to do it. So, but I do it all the time now. So
I was only told by my
Right.
grandparents. My parents didn't care.
yeah, but it was my grandparents.
And that's kind of sort of a little bit part of this thing that's gone viral, where people were asked about the societal norm that they have decided to stop abiding by. So, okay, some of these are more overt, some of them are more private, but these are things like, we've all, at some point, obviously, we all went, whatever, I'm putting my elbow on the table. I'm not abiding by it. And it doesn't seem to cause any problems. Okay. Some of them that are a little more basic, okay, that I noticed that made the list. We're not having an expensive wedding. We're going to buy a house instead. Okay, this is big. Yeah, this has become really big in the last 10 years, where people are realizing, wait a minute, the wedding's a day. It's the marriage that's supposed to be the lifetime. We're going to do that. Okay, that's a societal. I don't know if that one's going away or if it's just kind of ebbing and flowing.
Sure.
Another person said, I don't eat 3 meals a day at standard times. I just eat when I'm actually hungry.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
I mean,
yeah.
That's how I've always done it, but now there's diets and things. But okay, yeah, societal norm. It used to be breakfast, lunch, dinner. I think all that's
It's
kind of
still in
changed.
my head. Like I still, if I miss lunch, I'm like, oh, I need to eat. But if I'm not hungry, I just brush it off. I'm like, whatever. I'll just eat an early dinner.
Right. Yeah, no, I think that, and that is a good societal norm that a lot of people seem to be rethinking. This one, I thought this was rethunk decades ago. I've stopped thinking that I can only eat breakfast food for breakfast.
Eat whatever you
I've
want.
never felt that way. Yeah,
No, omelet for dinner, whatever.
Yeah, pancakes.
I do breakfast for dinner pretty often.
Yeah, it's good.
Here's one. Okay, now here's one that this has come up before. This is a societal norm you're breaking. No one would know if you didn't answer a survey online about it, though. But this is new. I'm a man, but I sit when I pee. Why? Because I stand all day. That's my time to sit.
I don't know.
I don't think I've ever met someone like that, or at least that they told me.
I mean,
that.
I sit down and go number one if number two's happening, because you just do
Right.
both at once. But I don't know. Once in a while, okay, I'll admit it. I sit down and just go
think I've
number
ever
one.
done
Like if
that.
I'm lazy and tired, and I don't want to stand up, like if it's at night, middle of the night, and I don't want to stand there and turn the light on in the bathroom because it's too bright, I'll just sit there and let it go.
See, that to me, that's totally different. That's like okay, you're super tired. Maybe you party too hard. Maybe like I remember right after my back surgery, whatever, 15 years ago, it's like you're sore and you want to move as little as possible. That's not I sit when I pee. This dude's saying I broke the societal norm. I always do.
Okay, well, that's fine. If you want to be a woman, that's fine. Have fun. You sissy lava.
And stop talking about it. By the way, if you
Yeah,
care
right.
about being called a woman, no one would ever know this. Another one. Okay, this is just the societal norm. Somebody said they've stopped abiding by being on Instagram and Facebook. I deleted my accounts. I have felt so good ever since. Okay, first of all,
Yeah.
yes, the unplugging, that's becoming more popular. There is also the I'm starting to revolt against this a little bit. And I was the guy that years ago was saying, "Oh my God, I love vacation. I get away from social media, the news." But I'm revolting because these unpluggers or whatever we're calling them now, they're becoming vegans. They have to brag about it. Oh, I stopped being on Instagram and Facebook. I deleted my account. I have never felt this. Doesn't that sound like a vegan?
Yeah, it
I've
sounds like,
never
I'm
felt
better
this
than
good.
you. You are still stuck looking at Instagram, you childish human.
You will never feel this good as long as you're on social media. Okay, enough. All right, societal norm you started to stop abiding by. Let me make sure, because those were kind of the whatever ones. Okay, so here's some others. This one again has been around for a while. Most people would never know. My husband and I have separate bedrooms. We have for years. We get the best sleep. I've heard of that.
Sure, I couldn't do it.
Never did it. The idea is you still use one of the beds for communal time. It doesn't have to be sex, it can be cuddling, but when it's time to sleep, you sleep separate. You don't have to worry about the Jimmy arms and okay.
I get in trouble for this because I like sleeping on my own a lot, and I have my own little guest rooms, like my nap room. So I get in trouble when I'm in my nap room more than anything else.
Well,
Girls
It
really,
really bothers me.
the women love it when you sleep next to them for the most part.
do.
I start napping on the couch late at night, and I'll get woken up by my girlfriend. She's like, "You gonna come to bed?" I was like, "I guess."
See, this is the keeper. This is a woman that posted this. My husband, and well, unless it's a gay man, doesn't identify. My husband and I have separate bedrooms, and we have for years. We get the best sleep. There you go. Because you're right. Usually it's the woman. I want you cuddle. I want to feel safe. I want your body warmth.
Yeah,
I
mean,
don't mind, though.
I do think back to like what was it? I don't know, like the 50s maybe, because they had like wasn't it more common that they had separate beds? I don't know if they have.
Well-
if that is it. Do I need to go back farther? Is that like the 30s?
That's what they portrayed in TV because it was viewed
maybe
as,
that's what I'm thinking of.
ooh, it's too edgy. That's why the Dick Van Dyke Show, Dick Van Dyke and Mary Tyler Moore, they had separate bed. No, it was like because TV at the time. Oh, you can't show two people even though we're all lying in our same bed. Yes, it was more common, but it was never like common. Is my understanding. Other societal norms we stopped abiding by. There's another one. There's another vegan. I sit on the train with my phone in my pocket, no AirPods, just staring out the window.
boring-ass
Boredom
ride.
is an enriching experience.
No, it's not. No, it takes forever, and you're sick and bored out of your mind. Oh, I went on a plane ride to Hawaii once with no Wi-Fi, and all I had was my phone wasn't on, and I had an iPad, and it had like 4 songs on it. And I was so bored because I couldn't do anything without the Wi-Fi, and it just drug on and on
I think
and
I'm
on.
more on the side. I mean, like I'm not a vegan, so I'm not going to go that way. But I can isolate. I can not have movies on and stuff. I could just think. I could just stare out the window and
I
think
can
for
too.
hours.
I'd just rather not. I mean,
When
with
I
the
drive.
train ride, it might be better because the views are kind of cool. Like, if you're looking at pretty landscapes, that's different. But as soon as it gets boring, I want to put media in.
People always ask me like, because I'll drive to Vegas, like I'll do that. Even like we'll be flying. It's easy to fly. It's not hard to do at all. But I like driving. I like the 8 hours of isolation. I like to think the drive back's a little bit more monotonous, but I can sit and think about what we're doing here, what we're building here, what I need to build, and that kind of entertains
Yeah,
me.
and
a little
taking
bit.
a road trip is fun.
Yeah.
I don't mind either, especially if I'm driving. I do like that.
Yeah, because I do think people look at me weird a little bit when I don't have my like on a plane. I don't have my earbuds on watching a movie. I'll be like just kind of almost like spacing out, not bothering people. I don't talk to people.
You don't
Right,
keep the radio on?
and the same thing like with I was talking about being in a waiting room earlier. It's the same thing for me. The only I might actually have my phone out. I'm not looking at it. I'm actually zoning out intentionally. I'm just using the phone so that hopefully people won't bother me.
Yeah.
I'm good with the zone out occasionally. The way this guy writes this, I sit on the train with my phone in my pocket. But how long is this train ride? Is he an East Coaster? He's taking the 20-minute train
Right, yeah.
from city, or what are we talking about here? Because it does, at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm all for checking out, but doing the David Putty thing where I'm just staring,
Yeah,
I'm in my
right.
airline seat staring at the headrest in front of me for 5 hours.
No, I'm good.
I'm going to go nuts.
Yeah.
Societal norm that you decided to stop abiding by. Somebody wrote, saying bless you when people sneeze. Like, what are we doing? Does it really need to be acknowledged?
No, they said it because they thought your spirit was jumping out back in the old days, right? And that's why they say bless you.
I heard that on The
That
Simpsons.
sounds right. I don't know the etymology of it. I think, I don't think there's not unquote a reason to do it other than it's just become kind of standard. I mean, you do notice, right? If you sneeze and you're in a room with 3 other people and nobody says bless you, you do kind of notice it. Like,
Yeah.
am I dead?
I don't know. I mean, it's just a polite thing, I guess. I don't know. It's like
It
saying
is.
please and thank you.
Right.
I mean, they're right. It's silly. What are we doing here? But come on, we don't have much left.
You can say excuse me instead, or excuse you.
Oh,
Make them feel bad about it.
No.
Oh my gosh, people!
Yeah.
I don't like that when I cough or sneeze and they go excuse you. I'm like, screw you! It's not like I farted in your face, bitch. Shut up.
Did you in those scenarios had you covered your mouth or something?
I can't remember. I'd like to think I
because-
did. Yeah, I'm usually pretty good about doing that.
Look, people should mind their own business anyways, but certainly if you're sneezing into your arm or into your hand, some jerk, excuse you. I realize COVID made everybody scared to death of a sniffle, but come on. I mean, that's really ridiculous. Jesus. Yeah. Another one. What did they call it? Oh, societal norms that people are rejecting. Here's one I was lucky enough to catch on to early. The sentiment that family is everything. Well, says this person, not if they are toxic and judgmental. I protect my peace at all costs. That's
true.
a hard one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to do it though. It is. It's like hard even to recognize. Oh wait. And then to execute it later.
See, I do the same thing with like my toys as I do with my family. I prioritize them in importance. I'm like my mom and my dad. I'm always going to try to keep that relationship good. I don't like if anything goes wrong. I'm always going to try to rekindle it or try to fix it in a certain way. But second cousins, they can go screw themselves. I don't care about them.
No, sharing a blood type or part of a blood type, that in of itself is not a reason. It's what they said. Decent people, positive people to your life. I didn't know this was a societal norm, so I apologize for my decades of ignorance, but apparently it's not okay if you're an adult to sit on the ground.
What?
I never heard that. Yeah, people are saying
What if
the
there's a
societal
blanket?
norm that they've rejected. No blanket. No. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm disgusting, like, because the societal norm they've rejected is not sitting on the ground. In other words, if I'm tired, I'm sitting. I don't care if other people think it's a weird place to sit. Yeah, it's probably dirty. So are a lot of things, like just taking a seat on the sidewalk. Okay, I didn't know that was a societal norm that I'm not allowed to do.
I don't know. I just haven't done it in a while. I don't know. I'm a
Maybe
tall
like in the middle of
person.
a restaurant or something. That'd be weird. But no, so on the sidewalk, I think it's fine.
Oh,
I
yeah.
sit down a lot.
I used to sit down a lot inside the clothing racks when I was a child at like Mervyn's or the mall. They had those big round clothing rings. I go inside the middle of those and sit in them.
Yeah, but you were playing Fort.
Yeah,
or
I
whatever.
was. Yeah, played for hide and seek, something like that. Yeah,
He had his Game Boy and his Nala, and he was good to go.
I was. Hell yeah. Give me a good clothing rack to sit in and we're good.
I mean, this is just a guy or a girl or whatever. They're walking down the street, and all right, I'm tired. I'm just going to take a seat. So you sit on the sidewalk. First of all, I didn't know that was a societal norm. Second of all, it's an odd one to mention when somebody says, "What societal norm have you given up?" Like, of all the other things we've talked about, family, no matter what, everything. I'm not buying. It's okay if I sit on the sidewalk. What?
Yeah, I don't know. I never really sat on a sidewalk. I can't remember the last time I did. Usually there's like a little curb or something you sit on, or like a little.
Well, they're saying the same thing. Curb, sidewalk, curbs on a sidewalk, whatever. Another person said the societal norm they reject is they do not care if their fitted sheet is wrinkled or not. There's all these online tutorials about folding fitted sheets. I don't do that. I'm going to sleep on them. What do I care? All right, odd flex.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's just
Wrinkled like it just like you didn't fold it right, so it's wrinkled.
that's what I'm thinking.
Yes.
You know, like
Not
your
like
jeans,
literally.
you let them.
But when you put it on the bed, it kind of straightens out, yeah.
Right,
you
you just
think
straighten
so?
it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think,
mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I,
I know. I guess I know what they mean. Ideally, you're supposed to have that perfect linen closet that when you open up, all your sheets are folded so neatly.
Yeah, well,
I'm very proud that I
my
have
house.
a linen closet. It's not very professional.
yeah, well, mine is folded well, but I don't handle that. The girlfriend does, so she keeps it nice, which I don't mind. I don't.
With some
It's lovely.
Chelsea.
Right, and if she wasn't there, you wouldn't bother. It's like, fine, whatever.
Yeah, they'd
Go ahead, do it.
probably be wrinkled and like barely folded up. Probably wrap them up like this into a ball and then shove it in there somewhere.
Similar, somebody said the social norm they don't that they are rejecting, so they don't follow it. Is I don't fold or iron any of my clothes. I put my shirts on hangers. That's enough. Screw that ironing shit.
Sometimes, yeah, I like ironing my well, I have some shirts that are ironable and some that I don't have to. Like this one right here, I'm going to have to iron it for sure. But I have other ones that just hang up there and they're fine.
I have a steamer that I use from time to time, and then but also all the clothes that I need to iron, I usually send out for like laundry. So
I don't like
it comes
when-
back a little bit better.
Yeah, if you wear a nice shirt and it's wrinkled, it doesn't look good. It looks tacky. It looks like you don't care.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Exactly, because you don't. Because screw that ironing shit. Okay.
Okay, look like a slob.
Yeah, I mean, really, and be okay with it, I guess. Oh God, another one said I stopped shaving my legs. I'm not a fan of this
If that's
trend.
a woman, ew. God, no one wants
Yeah,
to
it
see
was.
your,
Yeah, sorry,
your,
yeah.
your legs, you Sasquatch.
And then here's one for each gender that I picked out. Societal norms that people are finally rejecting. A dude wrote, "I am rejecting that as a man I need to care about sports. They're just overpaid grown-ups playing games, which always struck me as stupid." Okay.
Whoa.
I wonder
understand.
the age a little bit here.
Somebody
but,
didn't make the football team.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I feel like
Always
it's-
picked last.
Yep.
Nobody won.
It's more common like these days with the kids that are growing up and they're getting in their 20s. I feel like they're losing out, and I think like sports and the NFL is actually making a big jump to try to get those people back. But yeah,
well, they're not trying to get them back. They're trying to keep growing it with this flag crap.
Yeah.
Because some of that is overblown too. Because with this looks maxing thing, these dudes under 30, they're all in on. God, the NFL, that's like their lightest thing, right? They're in on UFC and cage fighting and all the stuff going on in Europe and things like that. Look, you don't have to care about all sports. That's ridiculous. But you can. There's something going on there. I mean, I don't know if Kyle's got it, but I was thinking the same thing. Oh, okay, you were never good at it or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's not just, I rejected a man as to care about sports. It's his overpaid grown-ups playing games. Strikes me as stupid.
Yeah, he probably majored in theater. He's probably a little theater fairy.
Yeah, and by the way, why are they overpaid when there's so many people that disagree with you that they're willing to pay these exorbitant amounts of fees and money and advertising rates, etc., to watch them play as grown-ups a game? They're not overpaid. They're actually getting paid their fair share of what they're earning for people that care about it. You jerk. You just
Jealousy. That's what it is.
And then, so that's for dudes. The one for women, I could have nominated the not shaving legs thing, but this is a woman who said the societal norm she's rejecting is wearing makeup. No more. She's done with it. Says, for the first week, I had multiple people ask if I was okay because I looked sick or tired. I almost caved, but I held out, and I've already saved a surprising amount of time, sleep, and money. I'm never going back. Okay.
I didn't know it was a social norm that women had to wear makeup. I just thought they did because they liked it.
Yeah, I mean, overwhelmingly they do. And you know why they like it? So that they're not called sick and tired.
I mean, or ugly.
Right, that's code for, right? Hey, Janice, you look really sick and tired. Yeah. Oh, you're neither? Okay, you're just ugly. Gotta go.
America's RAD Cast. Only on the radnetwork.com.
Is the RAD Network, home to America's RAD Cast. Why is it still called RAD? Because, shut up. Email the show, radcast@theradnetwork.com.
Every Tuesday and Thursday, 10 a.m., we post at theradnetwork.com a new episode of Kyle's Food Factor.
Yes.
We have a new Food Factor coming up mere moments, 10 a.m. at theradnetwork.com. But it's also a follow-up because we had met Rob in a previous Kyle's Corner, and this boar came up, and now it's food, and that's the Food Factor thing.
Yep, and there's going to be more episodes to come because now we have more creative ideas coming after we made these cheesy pig meatballs, and there's more exciting content to come now, and I'm really excited, man. This was a fun episode.
Nice.
Now, so this is the food portion of the kill. Will there be at some point a Kyle's Corner or something episode of you actually hunting?
Oh, I wish. Yeah, we talked about that. Yes. He told me I need to hunt because I've never hunted an animal besides fishing. I've yet to shoot a duck, a quail, a deer, a boar. I don't want to do the deer hunting. I think that's too much work. I don't want to gut the deer and take everything out, but I'll do the boar.
Too much work.
I don't want to get messy with the guts. I want somebody else to do that. I don't want to rip a deer's stomach open and take everything out. I just don't.
So I don't hunt, not because I'm opposed to it, but my understanding is if you gut it in the field, then obviously it's lighter and such. But it depends on how far in you've gone, because you can't just take it to the rendering plant. And go here, you gut this, turn it into a head.
I was told you have to do it to preserve the meat because apparently the meat rots in some way if you don't do it. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So
especially if it's hot out.
Yeah, and they're big ass animals. I want something that I can carry back. Like I think duck hunting is where I want to start off for sure. I want to shoot a duck and I want to eat it. Absolutely. Oh, or pheasant or quail, something like that.
I've always had this weird thing about. Again, I'm pro hunting. Do whatever you want. I eat meat, but I just don't think I want to be the guy that's pulling the trigger. I like the simulation games, the video games. Yeah. That I don't. Like the deer. See, I thought you were going to say I don't want to do deer hunting because the animal represents too much like a dog or another animal that you might have an emotion.
No,
you just don't want to.
I have no problem. Yeah, I have no problem knocking it down, but I just don't want to gut it. I don't want blood and guts everywhere. No, and especially if there's another predator nearby. If there's a mountain lion nearby and I'm gutting a deer, I don't want to interact with that. Nope.
Yeah, I'm the same way, Rob. I don't think. I mean, I again have no issue with it. There's a lot of my friends hunt, and I eat a lot of meat. But I don't know. I also have no passion in it. Like going out and spending the time to do it, and sometimes I watch. What do I watch? Those like game warden shows, like where like they come and they like ask for your license and all that stuff. These people like will cry if they get their license taken away from them for like a month or 6 months or a year because they're so dedicated. It's like such a big part of their life. So I kind of like I can understand it when it's like that where you want it, you want to hunt as much as you can, but I've never had the passion for it.
Trust me, I'm not going to be one of these guys who wants to go hunting all the time and puts all these like heads up mounted on walls or anything. But I'd like to try it. I just feel like, part of my man card needs a hunting experience added to it.
We can stuff your duck. Had one. You can shoot a duck and we'll stuff it.
No,
put it behind you.
I want to eat the duck. No, we're not stuffing it. No.
There's nothing wrong with scratching the itch and trying it. You feel like you want to do it. But yeah, my thing with, and Jeff, you bring it, you're so right. I mean, one of my best friends in the world is a hunter and has been. They get so into it and they're mapping trips out. You got to apply for tags months in advance. And you're right. I've never had the passion for that. And in fact, conversely, I've been a gun owner since, I don't know, the mid 90s. And I love to go out and shoot, target, even if it's just at a range. Especially depending on where you live, you don't have access to a lot. I'm bored in 20 minutes. I'm like, okay, great. The only thing that keeps me unbored is if I have an issue with my stance or my shot or my sight that I have to work out. And then the minute I work it out, I go, oh, that's what I was doing. Okay.
See, that's why I like going shooting up in the woods and you bring your own targets. Like you get some watermelon, some apples, a phone book, a big old dresser. Just blowing stuff up is a lot of fun. Because you're right. So when I go to the shooting range, I'm like you, Rob. I get bored pretty quick.
20 Miller Lights.
No comment. No comment.
A new poll was released, and you got to do this. This is how the poll, because this is such a weird question. You don't get to ask any follow-up questions. Somebody just asks you. Just says, hey, you're in the mall. Hey, would you mind taking a poll real quick? No, sure. Okay, I'll eat a muffin while I do this. So, because if you take too long, if you ask the follow-up questions, you're going to get because this is not something, I don't even know how I would answer if somebody just asked me this. So, Kyle.
Yep, I'm excited.
How often would you want there to be music playing when you go to a restaurant, cafe, or bar?
Oh, yeah, every time. It just depends on the volume and what song's playing in each setting.
But you do want, your mind is, you do want, like always, you want music at a bar, a restaurant, or a cafe.
I never gave it a lot of thought until just now, but yeah. If I go to a bar and there's no music playing, it seems eerie and this is the problem we have at my bar in particular. I have a TouchTunes account, which is the jukebox app, and if the music isn't playing or there's not a game on, I go through credits on that thing and I play music because it just doesn't feel right. And in a restaurant, I want there to be like light ambience of music. I don't even care if it's piano music in the background. Yeah, I want. Now that I think about it, yeah, absolutely. Every time I go into something like that, I definitely want music in the background.
See, I'm with you. I don't think I had ever literally given this any thought until I saw the survey, and I had the same reaction after I thought about it. I was like, I always want some type of music, background noise. The only issue I have is if you're in a really, really, like some restaurants are really loud because of the way they're designed and they're packed. And it's even without music, it's hard to hear across the table, which that's a bad design flaw. But to then add music, other than that, I mean, yes, I would prefer music to nothing. It's just now that you've asked me this question, I never gave any thought to.
I've thought about it a good amount just because I've helped a couple different businesses, and when I say a couple, probably like 8 at this point, like rewire their speakers and their TVs and sync everything together. Because I more than music, I love live sports. If I walk into like a sports bar, I mean, you don't even have to be a sports bar, just a bar in general, and they're playing a game, I'm like, this might be the place for me. Like immediately, I think that. And then, usually sometimes people will lower their music and put up the TVs and stuff during big games and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm the same way. Like I think going in and just having dead air, just people talking and stuff, I think it's a little awkward.
Yeah.
They did clarify, by the way, in the question that they're just talking about music in general, just to try to get people to stay focused on, do you want noise or not. They found out, obviously, people do have different opinions on the genre of music, how loud it is, that kind of thing. But they said, no, look, music or not. So in the end, 18% of people, and they didn't even have time to kind of talk it through like we did. They're just like standing there going, 18%, 1 out of 5 said always. They always want music playing when they go to restaurant, cafes, or bars. 28% said usually. I mean, that's kind of an always.
Yeah.
Usually. Yeah, what weird little specific example is that jerk going to pick out to go, well, not in this one case?
Yeah, probably the cafe. Like, I don't know, maybe you want peace and quiet if you're going to read and drink your coffee.
See, that's what I needed.
Yeah,
most.
especially if you're outdoors and it interrupts the birds.
But still got noise going on. There's still ambiance.
Right, with the music. Right, so that's why I don't want music, because the ambiance. They've said those the no music people. 18% always, 28% usually, 28% sometimes, 9% rarely, 5% of weirdos said never. They never want music. No music, ever. No music at a restaurant.
Why?
No music at a cafe. No music at just nothing. Okay.
Psychopath.
I want them to go in and experience it and just see if they can tell the difference.
Oh, I can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to do it with different people. So you had 5%, so there could be, you could do it, first we'll do that. Okay, well, let's just see if this person notices. The other thing, too, is you want to take somebody that says never, when they're asked this question, and go, why? What is your thinking? What is so bad that you immediately said you never want any type of music at a restaurant, a cafe, or bar? Really, never. Never's a big word. You never want any?
Right. They were trying to get out of there, trying to get their muffin, get out of there.
They're not even taking the survey,
Yeah.
or they're just trying to, they just don't even notice.
Get their freebie, whatever the freebie is for taking the survey, and be like, yeah, never.
Yep.
Nope, I'm good.
Never. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. White people, they're the worst. Whatever. Gotta go.
Right.
We're back tomorrow.
Today's live episode of America's RAD Cast is minutes away. So go sit on the toilet to hide from your family that hates you anyway, and enjoy whatever we could find from the last show that qualifies as best of segments. And to make it more enjoyable, after you wipe, do a line off the seat. You do wipe, don't you?
Longtime advertiser Sue Berry, that's Berry with an A, is more important now than ever. Sue and her team have been serving Northern Nevada and the outlying areas for 30 years, and her experience in both commercial and residential lending is vital, as every day we're bombarded with news of interest rates, the market, the economy, and a bunch of other stuff that Sue can actually make sense of while everyone else's eyes glaze over. Now remember, it's Sue Berry with an A, B-A-R-R-Y, SueBerry.com. Most people think berry is spelled like a fruit or Halle Berry, but no, it's Sue Berry with an A, like soul singer Barry White's first name.
I've heard people say.
Stop that. Sue is a broker versus a retail lender, which means she can shop over 150 different lenders to get you the very best rate possible. And on average, someone who uses a broker like Sue saves over $10,000 per loan, which includes refinancing. And if you have a rate at 6.5% or higher, call Sue for a free quote now on a refinance. Sue Berry and her incredible team from Barrett Financial can be found at SueBerry.com. That's Berry with an A. I've been working with Sue and recommending her to you for years. All you need to do is call her now so she can get you pre-approved. Just call your residential and commercial lending expert, Sue Berry, at 775-843-9983. Oh, Rob, stop. You're going too fast. What was the number again? 775-843-9983. Or just head to SueBerry.com. The number's right there. Berry is B-A-R-R-Y. Sue Berry with an A.com. That's Sue Berry, B-A-R-R-Y.com. SueBerry.com.
Disclaimer, Sue Berry, NMLS number 366040, Barrett Financial Group, LLC, NMLS number 181106, Nevada 5091, Equal Housing Opportunity.
Longtime maggots will remember Greg from MAP. MAP, as in maximum athletic performance, which guides you to better output through better ingredients, also known as nutrition. Greg has been on the RAD show many times and will be again, as he simplifies nutrition and helps us all understand what actually works when it comes to fueling our bodies, almost all of which can be found at maptrition.com. Every product is formulated with clinical precision and backed by science and purpose, and maptrition.com has something for every fitness level, even those of us who barely have a fitness level. With nearly 20 years as a nutritionist and a specialization in sports nutrition, Greg works with athletes and everyday individuals to optimize performance, energy, and overall health through smarter fueling strategies, all of which starts at maptrition.com. At the very least, we should all be taking daily multivitamins, and Greg has his formulated for exactly what a man or woman's body needs. Protein is in, but maybe instead of getting yours from mac and cheese with extra protein, you get it from maptrition.com. And of course, all things workout, training, and exercise are available as well. From pre-workout to creatine and other muscle builders to recovery supplements and more, all at maptrition.com. From morning breakfast essentials to post-workout recovery and everything in between, maptrition.com's full range of supplements, proteins, and wellness products are built to power your journey from start to finish. Check out all the products and find what's right for you and order it shipped to you all at maptrition.com. That's maptrition.com. If you've never heard of microseal, let me tell you what it isn't. It is not a really small marine mammal. Get it? A microseal? Oh, fine. Just ask AI. AI describes microseal this way, with a bunch of AI words. Microseal is a premium, eco-friendly, and biodegradable fabric protection spray that penetrates deep into fibers to provide permanent stain, soil, and sun fade resistance for rugs, furniture, and delicate fabrics. It uses nanotechno blah 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 and blue 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 blue. What AI is trying to say is that microseal is non-toxic, non-allergenic, safe for pets and children, and, although AI doesn't say this, it should, you need to contact longtime maggot Joel from AdvantageSteam.com right now to get him to apply microseal for you. You can even make appointments online at AdvantageSteam.com. We've had microseal for years at Williams Manor, and it treats a lot more than carpets. Microseal protects virtually all fibrous materials, including wool, cotton, silk, suede, leather, and synthetic fabrics. It protects upholstery, carpets, rugs, draperies, and clothing, including wedding dresses. And ladies, you're going to need what? 3 or 4 of those in your lifetime. And it protects against stains, moisture, and UV degradation without changing the texture. Also, if you're an interior designer, Joel has a special program just for you, and all you have to do is say the password, which is what? What? There's no password, I guess. Never mind. Whoever you are, contact Joel at AdvantageSteam.com. And if you're an interior designer, tell him, I guess. I don't know. That's AdvantageSteam.com, where you'll learn more about microseal and everything else that Joel offers. At AdvantageSteam.com, that's AdvantageSteam.com, AdvantageSteam.com.
Remember, life is hard, but it's harder when you're stupid. We're here to help. And now, back to the RAD Network's presentation of America's RAD Cast.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Rob.
And there's some element, I don't necessarily go to do I have to wipe you thing, but maybe that's kind of a turn on.
Kyle.
When I cough or sneeze and they go, excuse you, I'm like, screw you. It's not like I farted in your face, bitch.
America's RAD Cast.
All right, well, big news, I guess. Big news. You know, they've been doing this to us in the entertainment world in Hollywood for years now, where they tell us something's coming out, but it's not coming out for years. So they get you all excited. And then you go, what? I have to wait 3 years for it to come out? So we do this now with everything. Not that you're supposed to be excited about this, but we do have an official word today. Trump is getting his plane. All right.
A plane? He hasn't had a plane yet? He doesn't have his own plane, a private one, and the big one. What was the goddamn Air Force One? Jesus Christ! I need my brain to work. Come on.
It's early. Okay. So here's how this goes. Yes, Trump still has his own private fleet, you know, the big plane with the Trump along it and that kind of thing. That's his plane. Then there's Air Force One. That's the president's plane. Now, technically, any plane that the sitting president is on is Air Force One, but we think of the iconic white and blue, President of the United States, or whatever the hell it says on the side of the plane. Those are Air Force Ones. But you may remember the story from last year that the Middle Eastern country of Qatar donated a 747 to Trump and said, here's the plane. And I'm sure it was for nothing. There was no return favor involved whatsoever.
It was a $1 billion plane, wasn't it?
At least. I mean, these things, they ain't cheap. Oh, I'm sorry. How about $3.9 billion?
Oh, holy smokes. Way off.
So this was a story right away of it is the largest gift ever given by a foreign government to the United States. And this began, if you were paying attention, it began this really fun little back and forth of, is it a gift to Donald Trump or a gift to the president? Because obviously they're two completely different things, and you can't take personal gifts, and then you've got tax implications. So the Trump administration accepted the plane as a gift to the United States of America. However, they've also said that when Trump leaves the White House, this plane, the Qatari 747, they're calling it, will wind up in Trump's presidential library. So
cool.
He's the only one that's ever going to use it.
Right. Yeah, it seems like an easy way around that, huh? Just take everything to the library with you. You get to keep everything.
This is the cool thing about when you write the rules, there's always a way around them. This has always been the joke about Congress and politicians. They write the rules so they can get around everything, and there's always something easy. And of course, that's not even what most people are upset over. Most people want to know is, wait a minute, does this jet have like stuff on it, like bugs? Like is there?
Is it
Qatar
wiretapped?
is an ally of ours, but are they? You know, no ally is a real ally. They have listening devices, anyways. So, the new Air Force One is set to arrive this summer. Now, this is the Qatari one. They're building 2 new Air Force Ones. They're not going to be ready until 2028, the official ones, the Boeing ones. So, in the meantime, Trump gets to fly his Qatari jet beginning around July. It's been converted with all of the fun stuff we put on Air Force One, the special communications equipment, the hardened against nuclear blast metal or whatever, defensive measures, the ability to refuel in air, all that stuff. We don't have the exact date, but it will tie in right with the summertime of America's 250th anniversary. It will feature a new paint scheme designed with, of course, Trump's input. I can't believe it's not just his face, but it is red, white, blue, and gold. A major shift from the white and two-toned blue design that we currently have that was put in place by Jackie Kennedy. There you go. Trump's getting his plane.
Woohoo. Do you know what kind of food is served on that plane? Is it regular airline food, or do you think it's like 5-star?
Whatever he wants.
Yeah.
It's 5-star. It's 5. This plane is, it's not a new plane. This plane's been around for Qatari for a while. So there is footage on it. And it's a gorgeous plane. It's like 3 stories, and there's a full culinary kitchen.
Holy smokes.
And the new 747s are gorgeous too. I think the new Air Force Ones, if I remember correctly, because I saw some footage, I think there's 3 culinary kitchens on the new Air Force One, so that they can better host. Okay, this is for the president, any dignitaries, cabinet members. This is for the press.
Yeah,
And
right.
then this is for the staff. I don't know. They're going way over the top. Yes.
Man, it'd be fun to fly on that first class.
Look, whatever we think of all these people and everything, first class. I mean, this is like beyond first class.
Right?
It's
There's
the
no
president.
economy in that plane.
No. And it's the president of the United States. Whoever it is, man, woman, Democrat, they should fly in style, for God's sakes. I mean, we're supposed to be still it in the world. And commercial airliners in Qatar are better than Air Force One are right now.
Oof.
There you go. The news is that Trump's getting his plane sometime. That's the news. So that people can get worked up. You have to have something Friday morning to get mad about. Go to social media. I can't believe this son of a bitch is taking this airplane from these guys.
Jealousy's a mother sucker.
Okay, so this went viral this morning. You know me, I try not to ruin these things with words, but so I'm going to need your help to get past this. Just have a good time. A Twitter X user, whatever, from California is going viral for a thread packed with advice. Here's what gets me: for what people should do before they get married. This is the part that's the word, because I'm reading it, and actually it's mostly good advice. I don't like before married. This is like before engaged. This is like maybe even before you're, I don't know if it's before boyfriend, girlfriend, but it's before engaged for sure. Like you don't propose to someone. I wouldn't think. Like let me throw you an easy one. You don't propose to someone meaning I want to marry you, and you haven't at all discussed kids, like having them, not having them, how to raise them. Shouldn't that be even before you get engaged? See, this is how I can ruin it.
It's like first date
for
talk.
me. It's not about marriage. It's engaged. It's something that should come up, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it comes up earlier sometimes.
Yeah, I think it should come up early.
Right. Well, what do we were talking about this the other day, Jeff? You were talking about this new thing, especially with guys, but with younger people. This I forget what they're calling it, but it's basically like first date, you vomit everything. Here's all the bad stuff about me.
Correct. Yeah.
That seems a little much.
Yeah.
But if you're pursuing anything beyond a casual friends with benefits relationship, fairly early on, won't kids come up?
Yeah, you would think so. I mean,
Right.
Unless they're both trying to avoid it for some reason.
Somebody should still bring it up.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that one, it's like you should at least talk about it. Yeah, do you don't? Yeah, okay. Well, this is how, and it's not just kids, but raising them and such. You would think should be on the list of before you commit your entire lifetime. That's the theory of marriage to someone. All right, so we agree that's a good one, right? At least,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that should be brought up pretty quick because if you have an oopsie accident and you didn't talk about it, oof, that's going to cause a chaos storm that nobody wants to get involved in.
Now, see, that is the way that it does need to come up, even if you're just doing friends with benefits. Like, neither one of you gives a shit where either one of you is going to be in 3 months. However, we do need to establish how we're going to make sure there won't be a child produced out of what's happening tonight. What are you doing? What am I doing? How are we doing this? That's a good point. I don't care what happens if the kid's born. I ain't going to be around. That's...
Where's the fire department?
Papa is a rolling stone.
Jesus. Okay, so, all right, so take marriage out of it. These are personal relations, things you should talk about before committing to a long-term personal relationship. And I think most of them, who was it? Was it you, Kyle? Most of these come up as you're dating, right? It's like as you're getting to know each other. Debt, talking about debt. What all money stuff. How much debt do you have? I mean, that one, how much debt you have, maybe that's later on, but still,
Sure.
How do you handle your debt? What are we going to do about money?
Yeah, that evolves with the relationship, I believe. Like, you start off fine, you have your own separate bank accounts, you start living in together, and then you find out where the finances are.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think
Unless-
that should be something that, it's definitely talked about. Maybe not like date 1, 2, or 3, but after the couple first months or so.
Yeah. Well, if you have a lot of lingering debt, then that's a big problem because that can change things, especially if you're moving in with somebody, or if you're going to get super serious with them. You don't want to be tied to somebody who's massively in debt.
All
Or you
great
do.
points. You
Fine.
left out a few steps though, Kyle.
Did I?
In the
Uh-oh.
beginning, in the very beginning, it starts with the man paying for everything all the time with no questions asked or offers otherwise. And that continues for many, many, many months until it doesn't. And then at that point, you have your first finance talk. See, you left all that out.
Oh,
The
there's a
investment
finance talk? Oh, yeah.
that men have to make those first many dates. And then, well, at some point, like you said, if you're going to be serious, you do need to know where each other is in their financial long-term relationship with money. Oh, you have $800,000 in credit card debt. I should know that.
Yeah.
As we
Oh, my God.
move forward, things like that.
How do you get
All
approved for
right,
that much? Jesus.
Hey, guys like the big ones. Elon's carrying debt 18 times that amount. Well, what do I care?
I'm sure he is.
All right. Before long term, this one too comes up though. Even if you're being casual, talk about STDs and get checked. Really, I'm going to wait till marriage for that. I mean, you're going to have to broach that at some point too, quickly.
Yeah, that's before sex. Absolutely.
Again,
That's second, third date.
However you
That's
approach
probably
it.
second date. You bring that up. Yeah. First date, maybe be quiet, fill them out. Second date, yeah.
this is the problem though with what we're talking about. What if the first date goes really, really well?
Well, then
And you
if you
haven't talked
have
about
one, you better speak up real quick.
Right.
Yeah.
But see that this to me is the as I try to think about this more, because I haven't had to think about this for almost 2 decades. This is where it gets more weirder. I like the premise of we're gonna share some bad stuff about us, or here are like my surface level annoyances, as opposed to maybe you don't go right to the worst possible thing that you're gonna share. But and you don't want to share everything at the same time. So let's say first date, yeah, it's probably not appropriate to just bring up, hey, I got an STD, or hey, I don't want to get an STD. But what if the first date is going really well, really well, really well? When does the opportunity present itself to bring up, oh, we never talked about this without ruining the mood kind of thing? See, it's like,
I mean, it might ruin the mood already, but I think you have to do it anyway.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, if you have one, it should be like one of the first things to come up. Be like, hey, before we get any further, here's what I have or whatever, and these are the protocols we need to have in place in order to move forward.
Well, what if you don't have one? What if you're just concerned about having safe sex?
What do you mean if you don't have it? Hold on. I'm confused now. If you don't have one, then what would you say? Anything? You just go for it.
But you're framing it from the standpoint of a person who has one. And by the way, in certain states, including California, you legally have to divulge that before you sleep with someone. But I'm talking about the other person.
Well, yeah,
they don't have any diseases, but they don't want any. So don't.
Yeah, you always.
Are they going to bring it up?
In my case, I've always asked, "Are you clean?"
There you go. I mean, that's the. So you are broaching it.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. First time it happens, you double check. You go, hey, you got anything? Are you clean? You don't just go into some tampered water like that.
And that's, by the way, where a lot of these laws came from, because a lot of people would just lie. No, yeah, of course I'm clean. I get checked every month. Yeah, of course I'm clean. And it turns out, no, actually they do get checked. They know they have something, they lied, and that's why they create these laws to where they have to be honest with you. If they knowingly have sex with you without divulging they have an STI or STD, then it's some form of crime in many states, that kind of thing. Otherwise, yeah. But this is all very new too. This was not something that in the 80s and the 90s, the whole "are you clean" thing wasn't. It was like, it was one thing: pregnant. Are you on the pill? And if you weren't on the pill, then, oh, you mean I got to use one of these terrible things? I mean, that's how it was.
Even
it's
with
totally
the
different.
big AIDS scare in the late 80s, early 90s, that wasn't a topic that was brought up in conversation when you were dating someone?
My experience is all I have. I was a teenager. And for the way I was raised, the way I grew up, the friends that I had, AIDS, and Reagan played a part in this. AIDS was a gay disease.
Oh,
if you weren't gay, you got nothing to worry about it. And we were much different sexually. We weren't out there being bi, and I'm not saying there were bi people. I mean, it was not openly embraced.
Understood.
Being bisexual, being queer, that kind of thing. So it was like, well, I don't suck dick. Do you? No. Okay. Then I guess we're good. I mean, it was like that infantilely, not even paid attention to.
Okay.
For the most part. But point being, they're writing this article as, before you get married, you should talk about STDs. How about for the end of, like Kyle said, the end of the second date? If it hasn't come up already. Jesus Christ.
Is this a shotgun wedding?
Next up, you should talk to each other, long-term serious relationship. 5 to 10 year timeline regarding career. What are these people doing when they're hanging out? Isn't that if you're dating, if you're boyfriend, girlfriend, if it's at all serious, isn't this stuff that dominates what dates are? So where do you want to be in 5 years? Oh, I love San Diego. I want to live there. Doesn't that stuff just come up organically, not like you're on a job interview?
Yeah, you would think so. I mean, I would think, just based off of what I know, and I haven't been in the dating pool for a long time, but I mean, I think now they talk more about like what's on Netflix and like what's, that kind of thing, more than like your life plan. I'm not sure if they have that many life plans in the early 20s these days. But I think that, yeah, naturally that's what I remember is, after a few first dates, you're going to definitely talk about what you want to be when you get older, or your next 3, 5 years, 10 years, that kind of thing.
Well, even if, and I don't know who this article is written for, it's just the things you're supposed to do before you get married. Even if you're divorced and you're going on to your second marriage, you still kind of want to know what's the 5-10 year plan. How long are you paying this guy or girl alimony?
Sure,
what's the fee? I mean, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how, but again, I don't see it coming up as a job interview question. It doesn't have to come up as you're eating dinner. Okay, next on my list, what's your 5 to 10 year plan? That's just, you're lying on the sofa. You're lying on the beach. You know what I want to do someday? What, honey?
Right.
This is how we get to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
I thought. But again, I've been out of the game even longer than you, Jeff, so I don't know. Maybe I'm an idiot. Is this not how it is? We don't just talk?
It's nice when, you talk enough for it to come up naturally. Like when you say, I want to, you see a movie and you say, I want to be a marine biologist. At least you get some information out of that person.
And by the way, that's neat. That's a fascinating thing to know about someone. Right. I would hope it would come up.
Yeah.
Other things. for your long-term relationship. Your level of religion, of course.
No.
Yes, that has to come
That
up.
needs to come up quick.
Duh. I mean,
Real
I
quick.
guess
Oh.
it needs to come up real quick if one of you has a really strong opinion on it, for sure. Now, if you're kind of going along and you notice it never comes up and you're both available on Sunday morning, I don't know. I mean, it still has to come up eventually, but you can kind of tell, like, okay, I guess neither one of us is really into this thing.
Yeah.
Okay, she doesn't insist that we pray before we eat. You know, there's little signs like that. But yes, if one of you is staunchly, that needs to come up immediately.
Yeah, it does.
And then I think that families matter too, because even if you and your spouse or your partner isn't care too much, your family sometimes really do.
Oh yeah, if you get like
then you-
involved in like a big Catholic family and you're not Catholic, oh boy, there's some shame right there.
Right.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
if it's
Or any
another
other religion, yeah, it could
if
be
it's-
anything, yeah.
If there's Catholic
Right,
and another religion too, then the families might have an issue with them going
Oh
to
yeah,
church or
I
whatever.
have a problem with you if you're not even involved. You're looked at as a heathen. How dare you be involved in
Okay.
this family? Nuh-uh.
And branch it out again. If we're under the guise of you're dating, because you're dating, like, I don't know, you met on eHarmony, which by definition is we want a relationship, or you were set up and so you're dating, or you've gone out a few times where you're dating, so you bring up family. Yeah, religion's one. There's all sorts of things that pretty quickly, if you're going to be invited to the family or to a holiday, like you're at like 3 months, you better have tabled all of this shit, not just religion, but like Jeff, you maybe have seen. Just because, Kyle, you don't have as much time. I don't know if you get the volume on at your bar, but if you're a sports fan, there's a hysterical commercial running. I have no idea what the product is. I think it's a cell phone. But dude shows up to his girlfriend's house, and his girlfriend is a North Carolina fan. That the whole family is North Carolina grads,
Oh, I
and he's
have
in his
seen this,
Duke
yeah.
stuff. Relationship over.
Right.
It's funny because little things like that. What about politics? I mean, if we're talking like
God,
you've been
yeah.
together a couple months, maybe you two don't care. Maybe you two are like, maybe they're like kind of the three of us. We're like, look, we have opinions, but this whole thing, okay, so you're dating. She's like that. You're like that. But, we've been going out for 3 months. Memorial Day weekends, they want to have you over for a barbecue. We should probably talk about the fact that my dad's going to be grilling in a MAGA hat. And he's going to want to know your opinion on the Straits of Hormuz. Things like that have to come up fairly quickly as well.
God.
I mean, that's probably one of the more toxic things right now that's probably in there. Because I'm sure that happens every relationship.
Oh yeah,
Or vice versa.
I'm thinking of the conversations that don't happen. The people that go over to these parents' house, like say you have a liberal stance, and you go over to MAGA Dad's barbecue. Whoo! Someone's leaving early. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, so like the religion thing right away, Kyle, you're like, that's got to come up early. And I said, well, definitely if somebody's staunch religious.
Yeah.
This is the funny scenario. If neither one of you is staunchly political, it doesn't really come up probably. You might casually say, so do you pay attention to world events? And you kind of both find out neither one of us care. But can you imagine exactly that? You don't then prepare the person for the fact that neither one of us are this way, but my entire family is a radical, pro-leftist, rightist, whatever you're walking in.
Yeah. Oh, and it doesn't even have to be that. It could be the stance on COVID. Like even if you wear a mask, like that's still prevalent in today's world. Oh my gosh,
Yes.
I have a family member that still gets tested for it constantly. And then they're like, oh, we were carrying this. You need to wear a mask when you come into our house. I'm like, I don't care about getting sick, and I still need to wear a mask coming into your house? You guys are fucking Looney Tunes.
No, I mean, yes, it's their house. So you have to follow the rules, whatever. But yeah, no, how bizarre would that be? You dated somebody 3 months, 6 months. We'll use the Memorial Day barbecue thing. Oh, by the way, you're going to have to wear a mask. Pardon me?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because grandma, she's I don't give a shit. We're outside, and she's the one with the problem. I'm wearing a mask. I mean, you got to know.
Oh,
because
I've
otherwise,
cancel plans now. Oh no,
Your
sorry, something came
scenario-
up.
what if she doesn't say anything, and you get there and they hand you a mask?
Yep. Then I'm calling. This is where it's good to always have a backup plan with maybe a sibling or a best friend, where you have a get out of jail free card, where you have a plan set up where you can text them and say, set plan in action, and they call you with a family emergency that's fake, and that way you can get out whatever you need to.
Can I just ask a question? What would be wrong with just turning to this girl you're dating and going, this ain't cool, you shouldn't have put me in this situation, I'm gonna bounce?
Oh, because that starts fights later, and it disturbs the peace, and you're making the waters rocky, and it's better just to lie and get out of it really quick.
Seems a lot more work to set up a whole backup plan, and you'll still probably get in trouble anyways.
Either way, it works well in the moment. Everybody feels sorry for you.
Okay. Other things for a long-term relationship. Oh yes, you should discuss anger management issues. Do one of you struggle?
God.
That's important. Okay, good. Thank you so much.
Oh man, those are fun to find out real quick. And it's fun to find out how much more anger management issues you have because you get so upset.
And at first you're like, wow, this must really be passion because I've never been this angry about a girl. Like, I mean, it must be that connection. You try to rationalize it, you realize, oh, she's just nuts and I'm losing my mind. Oh, okay, cool.
I didn't know I could get so angry sometimes until I got into a long-term relationship. Like, I have never gotten that mad before, ever. And vice versa, probably.
Let's see what else you bring. Yes, sexual compatibility. No kidding. That should be coming up while you're dating. Good Lord. Okay. Well,
That's before you go on the first date.
Right?
You know you want to drive the car. You pick the car you want to drive.
This is, yes, to a certain extent, especially this is one of the benefits of texting. If it's somebody that you got to know, I don't know, online, whatever, you barely met them, the lead up to the date where you can actually discuss, hopefully they're of your like mind and you can talk about some things. You break the ice that way. So it's not all weird in the moment. This one, again, before marriage is stupid, but at some point, if you're going to be serious, you have to define what exactly is cheating. You know, the old friends thing. Okay, so we're going to be exclusive. Is that right? Is that we're exclusive? We can't sleep with it. You have to define what cheating is. Really? Do we not know what cheating is anymore? Is that where we've gotten to? Is it?
I mean, it's been clear to me. I mean, I feel like there's an easy line to know.
I mean, that's what they mean is you're a psycho and you're telling me that if I talk to my female coworker that I'm cheating on you, well, then good. I'm glad I know that you're a psycho and we won't go any further.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Absolutely.
Okay. I didn't know what.
Yeah, the people who want to know like where you are at all times and who's around you at all times and that stuff like that. That would be like a warning sign. I've seen that a little bit.
This one's got to be discussed early. Social media. Like people, this is up there with politics. People will break up over this. How much do you post? What are you going to post? Oh, you're posting. This is our first date, and you're posting that we're out, or what?
Or why are you posting? Who do you want looking at your story?
Mm-hmm. And what's the caption? Is the caption "future boo?" question mark? What?
Right.
I forgot your name. What? Let's see. What else should you talk about? What is considered abusive language and decorum? Really? Yes. Okay. In the bedroom, out of the bedroom. Right? Isn't that?
Yeah.
What? I mean,
that just comes out during your first few fights. I feel like you establish it then.
I think it seems like, quote, all of us have that word. Like a word. Everybody thinks that with women it's the C word. Well, a lot of women don't want to be called the C word, but it can be other things. Some women are much more offended by being called a bitch. Whatever. It doesn't matter. You know, dudes don't like being called anything like pussy or anything that emasculates them. But it is different for everybody, and you're right, Kyle. It's going to come out because you're going to be having a good disagreement, and then you're going to realize the other person, you really just got them. Like, it hurt. And either you're going to be like, or you're going to be like, oh, God. Why was that so bad? But it does come out.
Oh, it comes out.
Oftentimes in a way that makes you go, what did I say? Because it's like you called her a frog or something, and you don't understand how that's making her cry.
I do say that sometimes. Like, I don't even know what I did wrong.
Oh my God, I say that every day, man. Sometimes I feel like I just wake up and I'm in trouble sometimes.
I mean, that's like an old. I don't even know if this has ever happened, but that would be an old 90s sitcom bit. Dude comes home from work and just drops his bag and says, all right, honey, tell me everything I did wrong today.
Dude, for real.
No, sometimes.
America's RAD Cast, only on the radnetwork.com.
Longtime advertiser Sue Berry, that's Berry with an A, is more important now than ever. Sue and her team have been serving Northern Nevada and the outlying areas for 30 years, and her experience in both commercial and residential lending is vital as every day we're bombarded with news of interest rates, the market, the economy, and a bunch of other stuff that Sue can actually make sense of while everyone else's eyes glaze over. Now remember, it's Sue Berry with an A, B-A-R-R-Y, SueBerry.com. Most people think berry is spelled like a fruit or Halle Berry, but no, it's Sue Berry with an A, like soul singer Barry White's first name.
I've heard people say.
Stop that. Sue is a broker versus a retail lender, which means she can shop over 150 different lenders to get you the very best rate possible. And on average, someone who uses a broker like Sue saves over $10,000 per loan, which includes refinancing. And if you have a rate at 6.5% or higher, call Sue for a free quote now on a refinance. Sue Berry and her incredible team from Barrett Financial can be found at SueBerry.com. That's Berry with an A. I've been working with Sue and recommending her to you for years. All you need to do is call her now so she can get you pre-approved. Just call your residential and commercial lending expert, Sue Berry, at 775-843-9983. Oh, Rob, stop. You're going too fast. What was the number again? 775-843-9983. Or just head to SueBerry.com. The number's right there. Berry is B-A-R-R-Y. Sue Berry with an A.com. That's Sue Berry, B-A-R-R-Y.com. SueBerry.com.
Disclaimer, Sue Berry, NMLS number 366040, Barrett Financial Group, LLC, NMLS number 181106, Nevada 5091, Equal Housing Opportunity.
Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right after America's RAD Cast, Rob pulls out his soapbox, stands on it, which is the only way he can be a member of the 6 Foot Club, and passionately, forcefully, and in Rob's case, self-importantly, expresses his opinions about subjects that truly matter, like how all people who live a plant-based lifestyle should be rounded up and used as mulch, or why people with no upper lip can't be trusted, and that anyone who thinks the series finale of The Sopranos was anything better than having your own genitals removed, fed to a goat, and then force-fed to you should be immediately institutionalized. Ah, yes, the stuff that really matters. Rob's Soapbox. It's for people who know that RFK Jr. is nuts, but need someone to tell them why. Listen or watch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning right after America's RAD Cast, only at theradnetwork.com.
If it's Wednesday, and I have no idea if it is because I'm recording these on a Thursday in February, and I don't control what Rob does with them. And speaking of control, have I ever mentioned I worked with Rob in Reno for a decade, and he is the ultimate control freak? Talk about a psychological need to constantly be in charge of things and people around them. Anyway, if it is Wednesday, Kyle's Corner airs at 1 p.m., only on the radnetwork.com.
Have you asked yourself if a turtle has no shell, is he naked, homeless, or both? No? Good. Then other than enjoying this show, you're not completely insane. Back to America's RAD Cast.
By the way, I was looking at the rest of this. Things you should discuss before you get married. It's so stupid. These are all things you should discuss long before you get engaged, and in some cases even go out on a second date. Debt and STDs and kids, religion, politics. Where was the one that I was laughing at the end? Oh yeah, so the idea was, right, things you should discuss before you get married, and most of them were like, no, this is long before marriage. This one, okay, what are your dying wishes? Okay, I don't, you know what, do I need to know that before I marry you, or just while we're married?
Well, maybe it's to death do you part, right? So I mean, if you got some dying wishes, it'd be cool to have like a checklist of things you want to accomplish.
Sure, but do I need to know it before marrying you? Remember, that's the premise.
I don't think you need to know, but
No.
I mean, it'd be cool to know, because that way you guys could plan some bucket list trips.
Fine.
I guess.
But you can plan bucket list trips anyways. We're all going to die. But I don't need to know your dying wishes, like how you want to be died. Or how you want to be.
Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, I guess that's, I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't really bother me. Like if I found out she's like, oh, I'd rather be cremated or I'd rather be buried. Like either one, there's not a whole lot of options there, is there? Oh, want to be put into a tree? Isn't that an option now? We can be a pod and they put your ashes and stuff in the dirt so the tree can grow with your creepy ghost.
All of this will be covered, though, in the conversation we already agreed had to happen earlier when you do discuss things like religion. Like you're not going to be if the person when it comes up says that they don't have a formalized religion, they follow the hippie way, and they believe in that the earth, or you're not going to be surprised when she says, by the way, when I die, I want you to plant me as a tree. You're like, okay, that tracks. The idea that they're carving it out separately, that I need to know your dying wishes before I ask you to marry me, that one just seems weird.
What about the
I don't
pull the plug question? Like, if I'm in a coma, how many days should you wait until you pull the plug? Does that need to come up?
That one
first?
came up for me pretty quick.
Before you even ask her to marry you?
I don't know. Yeah,
Okay.
maybe.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. To me, it seems like it would have come up otherwise. It's an odd one for me to put on the checklist of all the things. Yeah, these are things I need to know before I'm going to marry you. Oh, I need to know how you want to die or what you want done with your body. That one just, I don't know.
I guess it wouldn't be a deal breaker. So, I mean, yeah, I guess it wouldn't. It's not like a necessity to do it for.
Clearly, it made me laugh more than others. So we'll just go on to food news.
Yes.
Food brings the people together, both in good times and in bad weather. Sharing a meal, sharing a laugh, raise a glass. It's a simple pleasure we all have. Food, oh glorious food, it nourishes my soul and mood. We're now serving food news.
Food news is news about food. We will begin with today is May 8th, and that is National Coconut Cream Pie Day.
Oh, I love coconut cream pie. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, it's
not
a
easy
great
to
day. I didn't
find.
know that was a day. Oh.
Every day is a day. That's why I say it. It's a day. You tell me something you love, and I will find the day that it exists on. It's just, it gets buried with all the other things that May 8th is, and it's Mother's Day on Sunday and things like that. So,
What about boobs? I love boobs. Is there a National Boob Day?
there's a boob day.
Oh,
well, I
excellent.
mean, there's a whole month for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but I mean, to just celebrate boobs, I bet there's a boob day. But see, now you're not thinking of coconut cream pie, which is what I need you to focus on here.
Okay.
Because it's
Pie.
It's Coconut Cream Pie Day. It's a day devoted to the ultimate custard and cream concoction. Basic ingredients for coconut cream pie: custard made of coconut milk, sugar, egg yolks, cornstarch, and butter, topped with a pile of fluffy whipped cream and toasted coconut shavings. Sounds like
So good.
you need to like coconut.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
good. It is. I have found coconut goes a long way though. Like a coconut cream pie. Like I can sit down and eat an entire Sara Lee cheesecake from my grocery store freezer. Like
Those
in
are
one
good
sitting.
too. Those are delicious.
It's disgusting. It is. They're delicious, and it's one of the things that haven't, as far as I can tell, changed since I was a child. It's the same. But I couldn't do that with a coconut cream pie. It would just after a while, like, too much coconut.
Oh, see, I don't mind. I love coconut flavoring. Pina coladas are delicious. I like the pina colada 7-Eleven Slurpees. Anything that resembles anything with coconut. Oh, man, even like a good curry, coconut curry. Oh, bomb! And then you put it in a pie. That's like one of the best flavored things ever because it's sweet and it's delicious. Oh, and the texture's creamy and soft. Oh, and it's similar to creme brulee, which is my favorite dessert. They can make a coconut cream creme brulee. I'm sure they could.
I see. I was thinking more of a wait, why was I thinking this? Creme brulee with what in it? With coconut in it.
Yeah,
Is that what
coconut flavored creme brulee. Like if you do a coconut. Yeah, I don't know if it'd be
Is the creme brulee-
flavoring or
is
if you
creme
make it with
brulee the one they
coconut milk,
fire?
maybe.
I
don't
knew
know,
what
'cause
it
the
was.
coconut shavings on top would be easy after you burn the sugar, but I don't know how you would incorporate the coconut flakes into the cream because I don't know if that would be good or not.
It's a conversation that I was having in my head while you were talking. And so I was trying to figure out what was said that made me think of what I was about to say, and it was said only in my head. So as you were going through all the great uses for coconut, and today is not Coconut Day, it's Coconut Cream Pie Day, but we're talking about all the great uses for coconut, and coconut shrimp came to mind.
Oh,
because, delicious. So I'm thinking in my mind, how about coconut shrimp inside a coconut cream pie? There you go.
No, maybe I'll try a bite. Have to be fresh
You?
and hot.
You
I'd dip
of all
it. I'd
people?
dip it in the pie. Maybe it'd be like a cream dip. I don't know if I could eat like the pie crust with the shrimp though. The textures there aren't lining up right in my mind. I need my mouth to try it.
The coconut cream pie has been around since the 18th century, when it really exploded ultimately in Philadelphia in 1895. There's no actual person who's credited with the first coconut cream pie, but once it was out, it was out. So today is Coconut Cream Pie Day, so celebrate. Speaking of coconut shrimp, maybe this is where this all came from. It's also on Sunday, National Shrimp Day, held once a year, every May 10th, commonly known as the day to celebrate the fruit of the sea. You know, I have been cooking for 40 plus years. I have never heard shrimp referred to as the fruit of the sea.
Yeah, it's not a fruit. It's an ant. It's like a bug, if anything.
Well, it doesn't even have a flavor. I mean, okay,
Yeah,
there's
it
always
doesn't grow on
sweetness
a
to
tree.
shellfish, but like lobster and crab, they have a sweet, but it's sweet. The fruit of the sea.
Yeah, lobster would be sweeter.
Shrimp, by the way, is eaten more than any other type of seafood. People like to. Well, wait a minute. Then we get into the poll here. All right, so 2 different polls about how to eat shrimp.
With
If you
cocktail
ask
sauce.
for a specific dish, so now you got like coconut shrimp, that would be like a specific dish. Favorite way to eat shrimp?
My favorite way is shrimp cocktail with a little lemon juice on top, and they got to be good size shrimp and like a prawn size, and they have to be butterflied just perfectly enough to where you can see they almost look like a lobster tail. Do a little squeeze of lemon on top, and then you have a good spicy version of a cocktail sauce, possibly with some horseradish. You dip that sucker in. Oh, it's my favorite way to eat it.
I don't really eat shrimp, but I would have to have it like breaded and fried if I had to pick the best way I would want it.
What? Why do you not eat shrimp?
I thought I already talked about
Do you
this,
have like
yeah.
a slimy texture problem?
It's just a texture thing. Yeah, I mean, like I'll eat them
Maybe
too,
we
but
have
never
new
do I like
people-
them.
Maybe we have new people listening, Jeff, so I have to have you reestablish the story. See?
Sorry. No, I mean,
So
I'll
it's
eat.
slimy. Really?
Yeah, the hibachi
Really?
place that I go to, they always give you a couple shrimp with your meal.
Yeah.
And I always like every once in a while we'll try it just to like see if I like it differently, but not so much.
Okay, so,
So is that-
Yeah,
is that-
it's just the texture, I think.
even if they're cooked,
Yeah.
like the little shrimp cocktail, you won't touch that?
No, not really. I mean, again, I just don't get much out of it. I don't really eat much.
All right, so
Oh, man.
it's sad to say, you're normal, if you will. Fried shrimp, like all forms of fried shrimp, is America's favorite way to eat shrimp. And then when you do the specific dish like we were doing, that would be tempura, right? So you got things like coconut shrimp are out there. Kyle mentioned shrimp cocktail, tempura. And I'm on this shrimp cocktail kick. I don't know what the hell started a couple months ago, where I just get the raw shrimp, I boil it myself in the seasoned water, and then you ice bath it, and then you peel it, and then I make my own cocktail. So I can't stop eating this crap.
Yep.
And yes, Kyle's right. Minimum size of the 21-25 should be the 13-15, the jumbo size shrimp.
Yeah, those are good.
If you
Oh,
can get
my
them.
Lord,
Other
I
ones
love
that
'em.
people mentioned, people love grilled shrimp wrapped in bacon. Okay, you got it.
Eh,
I haven't tried that.
You know,
Amateur hour.
2000 called. They want their dish back. Okay, we're done wrapping everything in bacon. I mean, grilled shrimp is great. I don't need
Scallops are
everything.
better if you can get some scallops wrapped in some bacon. That's where it's
Sure.
at. Ooh.
And you know what's even better than bacon wrapped scallops are just scallops, so that I can taste the goddamn scallop. Just
Well,
another idea.
sure, but you got a little flavor of bacon in those bad boys. Why not? Then bacon wraps around the scallops really nicely too, especially on that
It
outer edge. You get it
does.
all crispy.
It does. I just want to taste my scallop. I don't want to taste the bacon.
You can
That's
have
all. It's
both,
fine.
Rob. You can have bacon and scallops. The scallop doesn't lose its flavor with the bacon wrapped in there. It just enhances it a little bit, makes it a little greasier.
Bacon's a little overpowering of a flavor for a scallop. This delicate. I'm not saying I don't eat bacon wrapped scallops, but I would never order them. Like if they came on a platter or whatever, I would have one.
Okay.
I've made them. Fine. I'd rather just have perfectly soft.
Yeah, you know what? Now that you're talking about it, I think I'm the same way. Because last time I had bacon wrapped scallops, it was the only option with scallops. I'm sure I could have ordered it without the bacon. But when I saw it on the menu, I'm like, ooh, that sounds pretty good. But when I had it, I was like, you know what? It probably would be good just having a big, fat, juicy scallop all by itself, too.
Perfect. All right. So when you're actually talking dishes, tempura is the number one thing.
Oh, yeah.
Grilled and wrapped in bacon. Shrimp cocktail was third for the overall specific way you'd eat shrimp. And then seafood gumbo finished fourth on the list.
See, I don't like
Ways-
shrimp in gumbo and in soups and stuff because it gets overcooked. Like, especially also in like shrimp fried rice. They come up and they're all shriveled and they're almost like rubbery when you eat it. And it's a caca. And it makes, I don't like it that much, especially when it's in
Those are-
soups and
those-
stuff. Especially because it gets overcooked way
unfortunately-
too often.
Those are places taking shortcuts. Because, yeah, and you're right. That is the predominant way. It doesn't have to be that way. You can blanch the shrimp, throw it in at the very end. It takes a lot of care, but you're right. It does. It comes out mushy or gross in a lot of places. Because great gumbo with great shrimp, where the shrimp is biting back at you, is wonderful, but most people don't know how to do it. We prefer to eat our shrimp fried, number one, garlic butter or sauteed, so any form of scampi, basically. The peel and eat kind that would cover cocktail and just grilled in general also came up. One last note for National Shrimp Day: you can eat too much shrimp. It can lead to health issues like elevated cholesterol, high sodium intake, gout, or thyroid issues due to high iodine, and it's high in dietary cholesterol. So experts suggest limiting intake to 8 ounces. Oh, this is not good. Experts suggest limiting intake to 8 ounces of fish/seafood per week.
No,
What?
oh, I'm eating way more than that. Oh, that's I'm eating way more than that in one setting. Are you kidding
When
me?
I thought,
Half
yeah,
a
when I
pound?
first,
No, that's bull crap.
when I first saw this story, I thought they were saying half a pound of shrimp a week because of these things. No, they're saying seafood or fish a
Seafood?
week.
I'm
I'm
into
eating
that.
32 ounces of shrimp a week. I'm eating a whole bag of those shrimp cocktails every week.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I can go to sushi and do that. Half a pound. That's like one dish. I'm at least getting 3 or 4. Oh, and some
Jeff,
oyster shooters too.
This is a good little insight into what goes on at Williams Manor when you're not visiting, Jeff. If I am not walking around with my Tupperware of shrimp cocktail that I've made, my boiled shrimp and my homemade sauce, then I'm walking around with handfuls of M&Ms. This is my diet these days. Like, which do I want? Or do I want 10 shrimp cocktail, or do I want 2 handfuls of
I
M&Ms?
wouldn't change a damn thing, except for maybe those M&Ms become peanut butter M&Ms. That sounds good.
I can't do peanut butter. I can do the peanuts, but not the peanut butter.
Okay.
All right, so 8 ounces of seafood per week. Go to hell, experts. They do suggest, this is common, wild-caught shrimp over farm-raised. You do the farm-raised, you're going to get high levels of something called sodium bisulfate, whatever it is.
Does it cause
in shrimp.
cancer?
Everything does. Everything does.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's right. The
it's a
sun causes
chemical.
it.
By the way, they get chemicals when they're wild caught
Okay,
too.
that's what I'm
It's in the
thinking. Yeah,
ocean.
wild caught where? Where are we catching it? We catching it next to a sewer runoff? Because then I don't want to eat the wild caught. I'd rather have the farm raised.
Yeah, and it's personal preference. I like wild caught because I like the taste of the sea. I think this is why I do think there's a seafood difference on the East Coast.
Oh, there
I think
is.
that the Atlantic Ocean gives it a different taste.
It's
I do
saltier.
think that New Zealand shrimp are amazing as well.
New Zealand, huh?
And I want them wild caught. Look, it's a personal preference. It's like beef. I don't want grass-fed beef. There's all sorts of things wrong with grass. I want good corn-fed beef. But if you like grass-fed, eat it. I don't care. I'm just saying.
I don't even know if I've tried the difference yet. Now I'm curious because you see grass-fed at the grocery store and you think it's the healthier alternative. I've never seen one that said corn-raised beef. You have to go to the fancier ones. You have to go like a Whole Foods and find that crap because at the other like Safeway and Rayleigh's, I haven't seen that. I don't know if I'm looking hard enough now.
Well, grass-fed is really in for all of those reasons. It is healthier. It makes the cows a little leaner, which means their ribeyes aren't that good. There is one particular cow called a Piedemontes that's grass-fed. It's pretty good. But almost all your good prime grade beef, almost all is going to be corn-fed. But then you're getting cows that eat too much sugar and there's all these things. That's why it's delicious. So shut up.
So does it go select, choice, and then prime?
Those are grades. Yeah. Those
Okay.
are
So
grades.
I can't even. Where would you find prime? I was looking at the grocery store the other day, and I'm like, oh, these are all like choice. I was like, choice is the best
So,
option we can get here.
No. Prime grade beef is at all Costco's and all Sam's Clubs.
Oh, it's
And
at a Costco. Okay, good.
It's showing up at a lot of the upper end grocery stores in Northern California. There's a chain called the Nugget. They always have prime grade beef.
Nugget. Okay.
At least when I'm there. And there's other stores like that are expanding more. And any good, if you ever find a butcher, any good
Butcher,
meat
yeah.
place,
Yeah. Ooh.
will have it as well.
Okay.
It's just not as convenient for a lot of people. All right, next up, Food Pile. Inspired by the success of other Jimmy Dean breakfast products, their new one is pre-sliced. It is ready for cooking in a pan, in an oven, in a microwave, or an air fryer. It is Jimmy Dean Premium Hot Bacon. A bold, spicy kick in every slice of bacon. Rolling out at select retailers nationwide, and it features Jimmy Dean's signature hot spice blend.
A hot spice blend. Would we know what's in that hot spice blend? Is it like
why
it's
it's
seasoned like powdered seasoning? It's not marinade.
I'm picturing, like, how have you seen black pepper bacon?
Yeah,
where
it's
it's covered.
delicious.
So
Correct.
They just have a seasoning that I'm guessing that they put on it.
Okay, well I haven't had a bad product from Jimmy Dean, so I bet you it's delicious.
It looks just like normal bacon. I guess it's just the flavoring on there.
I don't see any flavoring on this picture. It looks like plain ass bacon.
Yeah, does.
Right. It's just going to be hot. And see, the thing for me is if I want hot bacon, I'm just going to make regular, good quality bacon and then have some hot honey to dip it in because then you get the spicy sweet.
Oh, there you go. Oh,
good.
sprinkle of brown sugar maybe too. Ooh, just right on
Sure.
top. Yes, sir.
Speaking of breakfast, Thomas's is debuting its first ever apple cinnamon English muffin. Bleh.
I'd eat it.
Yeah.
Maybe. You know what? Apple cinnamon. It can go too far. Like the Apple Jacks flavoring, not my favorite.
No, just this fruit and bread and fruit. And
There are chunks of
dessert,
apple in
which
it.
isn't just not an apple. I love apples. Period. I don't like apple pie. I don't like your stupid apple muffin. Apple cinnamon English muffins feature real apple pieces and cinnamon spice in the nooks and crannies. Described as slightly sweet, slightly spicy. How much cinnamon did you put in this?
Yeah. This would be better on a bagel. I
and-
don't know if English muffin needs this done to it.
Nobody does.
No,
but
English
you're
muffins
right.
aren't made to be flavored like that. I don't think I've seen a flavored English muffin before. There's never like a blueberry version of one or the cinnamon raisin. If they're out there, I haven't touched them, or even they've never come across me. No, that
haven't
sounds like a bagel flavoring. Why are you touching the English muffins like that, Thomas?
That's why, because they're like, well, bagels can do it, and we need to sell more muffins. Can we pull it off?
But like
I don't
they're
know.
struggling with their muffins. They're everywhere and they're delicious. Like people aren't buying them. What, Signature Select's kicking their ass? They got to get this flavor involved in it.
First of all, I'm not on the board. I don't get the actual profit margins and loss, even if they are kicking butt. Maybe they want to make more money. There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, until no one buys their product and it sits on the shelf.
That would be a bad choice. Yes, I would hope that a company as big as Thomas's has done some market research and found out that a bunch of you weirdos really do want
They're probably
Thomas's
delicious.
apple cinnamon English muffins, which are hitting store shelves now and they'll be out until October. Oh, right, when they come out with pumpkin spice English muffins. Wonderful.
Well, I wonder if just butter on them is good though, because I don't
No.
mind the apple cinnamon spice. That's not my favorite, but I'll eat it. Like
No, just
you
butter
just
is
can't
good
add
on a
honey
Thomas's.
to it.
Thomas's English muffin and butter is good. Thomas's apple cinnamon and butter muffin, that belongs in the garbage. It's just no. There's no place for that. We don't need that. Speaking of, kind of, you might not think there's a hack for making toast. There is. You think it's just
Listening.
toast it, butter it, eat it. No,
This is new to
that's
me.
not.
A hack, huh?
Well, this is why we have TikTok, so that we can learn hacks. A foodie online claims that you can... Now, first of all, I didn't know this was a problem. I eat toast every morning. For right now, I'm on a toast every morning kick. Have been for many months. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Is soggy toast an issue?
Yeah, hell yeah. Whoa. It depends if it's soggy because the butter, I don't mind it. Because, okay, so I'm thinking when I go out to breakfast and I get a side of toast and they put a good amount of butter on there and it's like one of the last things I'm touching. Like I usually get steak and eggs, a side of hash browns. If I eat the steak and eggs first and then there's a little bit of egg residue and a little bit of hash browns and that toast's been sitting there and that butter's leaked through and made the center soggy a little bit, that's really good. And then you put some hash browns and leftover egg juices on it. That's how I like it, soggy.
So that description would be that soggy toast is a thing, but B, it's not a problem for you.
Just if it's butter in the middle. I still want crunchy on the outside. Like if it gets soggy because it's just wet and it's gross, like if I'm eating it and it's mushy like bread pudding and it's cold, that's bad. Like it's got to have a little bit of crunch on the outside. It can only be a little soggy in the middle due to the butter consumption.
Okay.
I do sourdough toast, so mine's usually pretty crunchy, toasty, and just some butter, a little butter on top.
Do you ever experience soggy toast syndrome?
No, not that I know of. Yeah, but
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's a very
Like I
vague
said-
term. It can mean lots of things.
I just didn't. First of all, they're solving a problem I didn't know existed, but so I just wanted to throw that out there. But it does, fine. This foodie online claims that you can keep your toast from getting soggy by standing it up after it's been toasted.
Well, then all
So,
the butter comes off. It goes on
When
the
you're
bottom
plating
of the
it,
plate.
you stand the two pieces up against each other like it's a tent. The guy said it looks weird, but the idea is it lets the toast breathe so it maintains the crunch.
So you got to have this balancing act with your toast. That's not going to work every time. That's going to be a pain in the ass.
And-
Wait, this isn't building a house of cards. I don't like it.
I didn't watch the video because I thought it was so stupid, and now I wish I had. Because Kyle, you bring up a good point. When is the butter applied? Before the standing?
Yeah, no, it's
And
got to be
then
applied
before.
right after it comes out of the toaster. If not, If you have a toaster oven, you put that butter on while it's toasting. That way it soaks into the bread.
And then you stand them up so that it doesn't get soggy, which isn't a problem for me in the first place. But I guess the only way I can equate it is what you're talking about, Kyle. Like if you go to certain restaurants, they don't cook the bread enough too sometimes, and that can make it more prone to getting soggy.
I think that's what they have to be referring to because, especially if you do get like the thinner white bread, and then you put butter on it, it could get a little soggy. So maybe standing it up stops that, I guess.
I don't know. I like it like that. I like a little soft sogginess in the middle with the butter and then going to the outer rims and it being crunchier. It's my preferred way to eat the toast. I like it like that.
No, I like what you're describing. I just didn't know that was an element of like soggy toast syndrome, and that it was because see what you're describing isn't a problem for you. It's a problem for so many that this jerk on TikTok got his million views with his soggy toast hack.
There's a million people out there worried about soggy toast.
Guess so.
That's the beauty
of
everything else going on in our world. There are at least 1 million people whose biggest problem today is soggy toast. So congratulations to them for living a hell of a life, I guess.
America's RAD Cast, only on the radnetwork.com.
Longtime advertiser Sue Berry, that's Berry with an A, is more important now than ever. Sue and her team have been serving Northern Nevada and the outlying areas for 30 years, and her experience in both commercial and residential lending is vital as every day we're bombarded with news of interest rates, the market, the economy, and a bunch of other stuff that Sue can actually make sense of while everyone else's eyes glaze over. Now remember, it's Sue Berry with an A, B-A-R-R-Y, SueBerry.com. Most people think berry is spelled like a fruit or Halle Berry, but no, it's Sue Berry with an A, like soul singer Barry White's first name.
I've heard people say.
Stop that. Sue is a broker versus a retail lender, which means she can shop over 150 different lenders to get you the very best rate possible. And on average, someone who uses a broker like Sue saves over $10,000 per loan, which includes refinancing. And if you have a rate at 6.5% or higher, call Sue for a free quote now on a refinance. Sue Berry and her incredible team from Barrett Financial can be found at SueBerry.com. That's Berry with an A. I've been working with Sue and recommending her to you for years. All you need to do is call her now so she can get you pre-approved. Just call your residential and commercial lending expert, Sue Berry, at 775-843-9983. Oh, Rob, stop. You're going too fast. What was the number again? 775-843-9983. Or just head to SueBerry.com. The number's right there. Berry is B-A-R-R-Y. Sue Berry with an A.com. That's Sue Berry, B-A-R-R-Y.com. SueBerry.com.
Disclaimer, Sue Berry, NMLS number 366040, Barrett Financial Group, LLC, NMLS number 181106, Nevada 5091, Equal Housing Opportunity.
Longtime maggots will remember Greg from MAP. MAP, as in Maximum Athletic Performance, which guides you to better output through better ingredients, also known as nutrition. Greg has been on the RAD show many times and will be again, as he simplifies nutrition and helps us all understand what actually works when it comes to fueling our bodies, almost all of which can be found at maptrition.com. Every product is formulated with clinical precision and backed by science and purpose, and maptrition.com has something for every fitness level, even those of us who barely have a fitness level. With nearly 20 years as a nutritionist and a specialization in sports nutrition, Greg works with athletes and everyday individuals to optimize performance, energy, and overall health through smarter fueling strategies, all of which starts at maptrition.com. At the very least, we should all be taking daily multivitamins, and Greg has his formulated for exactly what a man or woman's body needs. Protein is in, but maybe instead of getting yours from mac and cheese with extra protein, you get it from maptrition.com. And of course, all things workout, training, and exercise are available as well. From pre-workout to creatine and other muscle builders to recovery supplements and more, all at maptrition.com. From morning breakfast essentials to post-workout recovery and everything in between, MapNutrition.com's full range of supplements, proteins, and wellness products are built to power your journey from start to finish. Check out all the products and find what's right for you and order it shipped to you all at MapNutrition.com. That's MapNutrition.com.
Welcome back to America's RAD Cast. It's Rob, Kyle, sometimes this guy named Jeff, and whoever is desperate enough to join them. Call the show at 888-587-5355. And remember, you can watch or listen to everything anytime at theradnetwork.com.
Got a few emails to radcast at theradnetwork.com. We were doing food news, couple items that came up. This new hack, this new viral trick that if you have a soggy toast problem, there's a hack to keep your toast from getting soggy, which is you stand it up like it's a tent. First of all, I wasn't aware that soggy toast is a thing, which Kyle told me it is, but it's not a problem for Kyle.
No, not at all. It's a minor. It's not even an inconvenience. It's more flavor when it's a little soggy from butter. It's fantastic.
Tara wrote in. She changed everything, and she went off the board. Typical woman, not following a train of thought. Says, I think soggy toast is delicious when it's cinnamon toast. That's cinnamon toast.
Ooh,
that's not soggy
with
toast.
Butter, cinnamon, sugar.
Yes.
Oh, she knows what's up. Yeah. Ooh, the soggy part of that is really good. Oh, especially when the cinnamon sugar gets a little soaked into that butter and it doesn't have little granules to it. Oh, it's good. Oh man, it comes in almost like a sauce.
Listen, I agree entirely. It's not what we're discussing, Tara. This is like saying, well, that carpaccio, I'd rather just have my meat prepared rare. Okay, you're talking about two completely different things. Just because they're both beef, one is raw, the other one is a way that you prepare it when you cook it. Soggy toast is what Kyle was describing. There's just too much butter, period. And it's a problem for people. It falls apart. It's gross. Cinnamon toast is its own dish. It's supposed to be soggy. It's the whole point. It's the butter and the cinnamon on top, and it's so delicious. And,
Wow.
you use cinnamon sugar?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mix it. I do cinnamon ground up with the sugar, mix it together, and then you add butter to the bread, and you sprinkle it on top, throw it in that toaster oven, let it caramelize just a tad, and pull it out. Oh, God. You know what? This little stupid little standard toast up hack this guy's talking about is kind of retarded. You just got to cook it longer. That's all you got to do. You just put it in a toaster oven for just a little longer. You don't have to stand it up. It's not going to get soggy if you cook it long enough. There's no amount of butter that's going to make it soggy.
Sorry, I hope. As you were talking about soggy toast, Kyle, I hoped, okay, maybe he's talking about your example of when you can't control how long the toast is cooked. Like you go to a diner and they undercook. Now, you can ask when you say, I would like my toast, but I like it more cooked. A lot of times, unfortunately, they'll burn it. But you're right. That's all it is. Just cooking the toast longer will solve his entire problem. All of you who have soggy toast syndrome, cook it longer.
Yeah, otherwise you look like a window licker trying to stand up your toast at breakfast when you're out to dinner with people.
Hey, can you imagine looking over?
We gotta get it right.
A whole family doing it too.
No.
Now, Jeff, you and I, we lean towards sourdough. However, not for cinnamon toast. Cinnamon toast has to be
on
white bread.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
I have my own container of cinnamon sugar already mixed together. So
Yeah, nice.
yeah.
My grandma had that too. we used to make the cinnamon sugar tortillas. Go to her house and get it in the frying pan, a little butter, tortilla, and she already had one. It was actually like in a pizza Parmesan cheese shaker, but it was cinnamon sugar. Oh,
yeah, that's what I have.
Oh, and it had a cool little crystal design on it. I wonder if she passes, she'll give that to me. I wonder if she still has it.
Can't be that hard to duplicate.
Yeah.
No, Jeff, is yours a provincial homemade blend? Because they just sell cinnamon sugar now.
Yeah, no, I bought it. It's a cinnamon sugar. I bought it off the the spice.
Oh,
yeah, I didn't make it my own. No.
Yeah, you
You're
don't
making
grind
it
up your own
sound like
cinnamon sticks.
I've got my own private barbecue seasoning here, and then you pull it out, and it's a bottle of Lowry's seasoned sauce.
Right.
This is you lying. Cinnamon toast.
Yeah, I'm not too proud. I get this stuff store bought.
Okay. No, there's nothing wrong with that. I was just clarifying whether or not you were making it on your own. Okay, a couple other emails. Radcast at theradnetwork.com. It's also National Coconut Day, right?
Coconut cream pie day.
Right. Damn it. See, I'm getting it mixed up with coconut shrimp. It's coconut cream pie
Yeah,
day.
you said you wanted
It's also
coconut shrimp
day.
in your pie.
Right. And so, but two, yes, it is Coconut Cream Pie Day. So we started talking about coconut cream, and where else might you put coconut? as well. So Kim wrote in and said, I was on a cruise a few weeks ago. They had several different creme brulees. Kyle had said,
Oh, yeah.
Kim said they had chocolate, banana, I believe coconut, and strawberry.
I believe.
And the original, of course, the ones I had were delish.
So you didn't have the coconut one because you would know for a fact. You said, quote, I believe, I think, maybe. Damn it, Kim, I want
It's gotta be
confirmation.
What's the other? Yeah, no, you're right. It's an incomplete email. Kim should be ashamed of herself.
Yeah, hopefully she is.
But, I mean, the other white one, you could probably deduce it's probably coconut.
Or
We'll just
vanilla.
go make yourself. Well, she said they had vanilla. She said that. She said original and vanilla.
Oh, she
And I
mentioned
think
chocolate,
coconut.
strawberry, and coconut, I think.
Right. Something like that. And then Penny wrote in and said, I can confirm that coconut creme brulee is definitely doable. I used to make the desserts at a French bistro. I got really creative with creme brulees. The orange blossom cardamom was my personal favorite, but the coconut was second. There's also a famous Puerto Rican dish that's called flan de coco, which is similar. It's flan made with coconut milk instead of regular cream. 10 out of 10. I highly recommend it, especially with a little toasted coconut flakes sprinkled on top after it's plated.
Jesus Christ, that sounds so good.
How about,
I'm getting diabetes just thinking about this.
why don't we just have Penny come over to the studio and prepare us all of these fine dishes than us doing the work? That just seems ridiculous.
Yeah.
We're going to screw it up, Penny.
Hell
We have
yeah.
some entertainment news here.
Overture, curtain and lights. It's time for entertainment news.
All right, we'll work our way backwards. This Sunday night is the roast of Kevin Hart on Netflix. This is the first one since the Tom Brady one. Same idea, live. What's his name? Ross is going to be there.
Jeff Ross.
And Jeff Ross, the Ultimate Roaster, and they're going to roast Kevin Hart. That's live on Netflix. It's at 5 o'clock Pacific time on Sunday, and then you can watch it anytime.
Oh, it's on Sunday? Oh,
It's
hell
on
yeah.
Sunday.
That fits my schedule perfect. Excellent. Okay.
That's why they did it. That's why they did the Tom Brady roast on a Sunday at 5. They said, we know in the future that doing them Sundays at 5 is going to work best for that Kyle guy's schedule.
Yep. Or maybe they were copying the NFL. Since the NFL is not in effect right now, they're like, 5 p.m., that's perfect time for Sunday Night Football. Maybe we should just take that slot and make it the best time for the roast of Kevin Hart.
No,
you don't think so?
thinking of
None
you.
at all? Oh, okay.
They were thinking of you. There was
They were?
no planning or strategizing at all. Somebody just said, "Does anybody know that Kyle guy?" And the guy in the background, wearing the shirt that says "I love sauces," held up his hand and said, "Yes, I'm a Kyle guy."
I love that guy. You know what? Yeah, if they could send me a gift basket so I could watch the Kevin Hart roast with some Netflix goodies, maybe some popcorn and some candy, that'd be fantastic.
And sauces, Netflix sauces. It's
Yeah,
very good
maybe
choice.
chocolate sauce.
Kevin Hart's the roast is Sunday. Tomorrow night, Saturday Night Live. They're down to their last 2 episodes of the year, and they're stumbling their way out. I get it. He's in the Odysseus movie, right? Odysseus movie.
Yeah.
Matt Damon is hosting.
I saw
Saturday
that
Night
last
Live.
night, and I was like, "Oh, Rob's gonna love that."
The only thing I dislike more than Matt Damon is when I like Matt Damon because he has done a few things. He was. I don't care. Oh, it was an ensemble film, or it was the subject matter of the film. He does some things that I really enjoy, but I hate him so much that then I hate myself for he does Extraordinary in Air, the Michael Jordan movie. He's fantastic at it. He has this great speech at the end, which he nails. I'm told through rumors he did it in one take, which is even more impressive. You jerk. Departed. He was great in The Departed. Oh, anybody would have been great. That's not the point. He was great in it. He'll probably be great tomorrow night on Saturday Night. I probably laugh more than I have the whole year. I'll hate myself.
Yeah.
Tonight is the new season of Deadliest Catch on Discovery. Soap opera for men, dudes out catching crab, etc. This is the season where the dude dies. That doesn't happen until like the 7th episode. We're told they're not going to show it or show much of it or maybe any of it. They're still deciding. But tonight's just the season premiere of Deadliest Catch. It is summer movie season. I got a little bit of a woohoo from Kyle, but I don't know that you're going to go see. Mortal Kombat 2 is out today.
Oh, it's out today. Yeah, no, I'm busy today, but I mean, eventually, if I get a free day or something and I want to go to the movies, sure. Actually, I'll probably just wait for it to come out on Netflix, and you have to remind me again and be like, did you watch this? We need to talk about it again. You need to watch it, Kyle. And then maybe I'll get my ass together and get it and watch it.
So it's not even big enough because I think this is the stage now for movies. Big enough to go to the theater. That's very rare for adults without kids. It's got to be a huge, like Star Wars on the 22nd. Okay, got it. And then and you can't count the kids because the kids make you go to theater. So for adults, it's big enough. I'm going to the theaters. The second category is the one you left out. The third one is, well, whenever it gets to streaming or whatever. The second one is that pay-per-view in your home. It's big enough. Well, as soon as I can get it for whatever, $19.99 at home, I'll watch it then. This one isn't big enough for that.
No, I liked Mortal Kombat, but I'm not like a dork about it. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, new Mortal Kombat came out. I got to go watch that. No, if it's on, I'm going to watch it. But I don't know if I really want to go to the theaters. I'm so busy lately, man. Sometimes just not a priority. There's other things I'd rather do and take care of than go watch the Mortal Kombat movie. What's the other movie that's coming out that I really wanted to see? God damn it. There was a few we listed a few weeks ago.
Well, I'll get you to what's coming out today. But so
no, not that one.
Jesus. Did you see the first Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, and I saw it in my dad's house on his 80-inch TV with surround sound. But it was during COVID times. Like, theaters I don't even think were open at that time.
Right. No, it's 2021. You're right. They're barely. This is the sequel. Carl Urban is martial arts movie star Johnny Cage, and he reluctantly joins the Champions of Earth realm in the tournament, despite the fact he doesn't have any supernatural powers. I have no idea what any of that means, but that's the plot of Mortal Kombat 2. All right. Two more that are coming out today. The Sheep Detectives opens up today.
What?
This is a mystery starring Hugh Jackman. Now, if Hugh Jackman wasn't the star, I would predict that this movie would be getting clowned left and right because the plot to me sounds absurd.
Well,
but it's Hugh Jackman.
The title sounds interesting. What was it? A sheep detective? What was it called again?
The Sheep Detective.
That sounds like somebody's going around looking for cases of people doing bad things to sheep in the middle of the night. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. That's what the detective's about. Like, who's going to farms and impregnating sheep?
Usually, of course, though, when you call a movie The Sheep Detectives, the movie has nothing to do with sheep or detectives, right? It's like it's like a perfume commercial. It's an ethereal name for something that has nothing to do with the plot. Actually, this one does.
Okay.
Hugh Jackman is a shepherd who reads detective novels to his sheep every night.
Creepy.
Even though he doesn't believe that they understand them. After he ends up dead, spoiler alert, the sheep decide to solve his murder and follow the clues as best they can while investigating their human suspects.
He went from being Wolverine and X-Men to this crap. This is what he's doing now?
Is this the kind of movie you do just so like your kids can watch your movies? Like, like if he's in like adult movies?
This is stupid.
I want to know if it's a PG rated movie.
Okay, so it's a kid
movie.
Is it
a comedy? Is it what is this?
It looks stupid, Rob. It sounds dumb as hell.
It seems like
it sounds
Babe,
dumb as
right?
It sounds dumb as hell.
Yeah, but Babe was
like Babe.
The movie Babe. It sounds like where animals go and talk, right? Babe goes and talks to other cows. Is that what it's going to be like? Animals going and solving.
Yeah, but at least Babe is like somewhat believable. Like, it takes on the characteristics of a sheepdog and is able to herd the sheep. Like, I guess he's talking to the sheep. Yeah. Okay, you're right. It's probably stupid like Babe.
I can't tell if the animals talk or not because when they list the cast and then I look at the movie poster, they're showing the actual actors, and usually they wouldn't if they were just voicing. And it's got some big names in it: Emma Thompson, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Bryan Cranston. I know. What are these people doing in this? What is this movie?
What was the budget for this film? How much are they paying them? Who was it directed by?
There you go. Really, that's going to be what decides it for you? Is who it's directed by?
Patrick Stewart?
No, he's in it. He didn't star.
I'm just saying, like, who got the budget for this film and thought this through? Ugh. Okay.
They got the names. The other one we did talk about that's coming out today is the Iron Maiden Burning Ambition documentary. This is about how Iron Maiden challenged conventional views of rock music and heavy metal's broader impact on society and culture. Look, if you're an Iron Maiden head, you're gonna...
Really? Did they really have that much of an impact? I think Metallica did more than they did.
Well, that doesn't mean we won't get a Metallica one.
Well, I'd rather see that. It sounds like they're stealing history away from Metallica. Metallica's the one who was edgy and got themselves on the radio back in the late 80s. Like, did Iron Maiden ever have a problem with that? Did they change social norms? They did? Okay.
Yes.
I think Eddie's
many would argue there would be no Metallica without Iron Maiden. No, I'm not saying that's right, but some would argue that. And just because Iron Maiden did have a heavy, broad impact on society and culture, that's not a diss at Metallica. It's just, hey, here's what Iron Maiden contributed. If you do a documentary on Scottie Pippen, you're not saying that he's better than Michael Jordan. You're saying here's what Scottie Pippen contributed.
You're right. It just doesn't live up to the Michael Jordan one. That's all. It's just not as good. Metallica is going to be better.
Yeah, you're very.
Yeah, I'm judgy
defensive to
today.
that whole thing. Okay. One more entertainment note. We talked about American Pie star Shannon Elizabeth, Nadia, who moved to OnlyFans, calling her move to the platform a chance to be closer to my fans. Now, we have not gotten any reports from anybody that she's showing like OnlyFans stuff, the stuff you would expect in OnlyFans.
Yeah, she's
like
teasing everybody.
There's other stuff on OnlyFans, but most of us think porn. You can talk to the person naked, that kind of
Full
stuff.
nudity. That's what you expect when you go there. You go to a profile, you want to click on it. I'm expecting to see everything full nude.
And she made in her first week, it's like $1.5 million just by existing on OnlyFans, with no reports of what you're actually seeing. You see a little older, an off the shoulder top, and if you'll pay $14, you'll get to see more. Which I don't. Then it's like what, off her arm? I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's not $14 worthy. No.
This is the hot new thing. Remember the show My Name Is Earl? on
Yes.
NBC?
Oh, it was a good series. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, I watched that when I was early teen. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
And everyone had a thing at the time for Jamie Presley, who is the latest to join OnlyFans as of yesterday. She says it gives followers a chance to connect with creativity and intention. OnlyFans gives me a space to create what I want, how I want, and share it directly with the people who've supported me for years, end quote. Right, the years of the Jamie Presley career, which included what after My Name Is Earl?
Yeah, I don't know. And she's not even that cute. That's fine. That's not my thing. Maybe it's for somebody else. Whatever. I
think she's a kind of similar celebrity as Shannon Elizabeth, so I think she just saw that money grab. Was like, I could do that. Yeah.
As for what fans can expect from Jamie Presley, it's that same pablum, that same blobbity blobbity. Doesn't sound like we're getting anything. The actress's account promises a, quote, more personal, playful, and completely unfiltered side of her. Right, like Shannon Elizabeth in The Porch Swing. Remember that one? Ooh, wow, that's provocative. The creative venture will include exclusive photos and videos. Or cleaning the dishes, maybe. Behind-the-scenes moments, late-night thoughts. Oh, good.
About what's in the fridge.
That's
what
like
late night thoughts do you have?
Jesus. She does promise direct chats with fans. That's a big OnlyFans thing, I guess. And she says it will deliver, quote, the side of me that Hollywood doesn't always get to see, end quote. Hollywood never gets to see you. You're not a star, Jamie Presley. Nobody's seen you in years.
Is she the one that kind of looks like Margot Robbie?
Yeah.
Yes. That's the only girl in there. Okay, gotcha. Blonde, little white, trashy looking. Yep. Oh, and she didn't age that well. Oh, I don't like that picture. Oh, why?
Kyle,
why are you going to short hair? Woof.
She's not rough on. She's 48. She's not rough on the eyes there.
Bro, God, I'm not liking the face and the hair. No,
I wouldn't date her. She's in my demo. Gosh. I already told, but still, I mean, I could say she looks good.
Okay.
You know, for
she's not terrible. It's not like I'm a no. I don't know. She doesn't look nearly as pretty as I thought she did. Well, that was a letdown. A huge letdown.
Jamie Presley says, if you've ever wondered what I'm really like when the script ends, come closer. Okay. Jamie Presley now on OnlyFans.
America's RAD Cast, only on the radnetwork.com.
Longtime advertiser Sue Berry, that's Berry with an A, is more important now than ever. Sue and her team have been serving Northern Nevada and the outlying areas for 30 years, and her experience in both commercial and residential lending is vital, as every day we're bombarded with news of interest rates, the market, the economy, and a bunch of other stuff that Sue can actually make sense of while everyone else's eyes glaze over. Now remember, it's Sue Berry with an A, B-A-R-R-Y, SueBerry.com. Most people think berry is spelled like a fruit or Halle Berry, but no, it's Sue Berry with an A, like soul singer Barry White's first name.
I've heard people say
Stop that. Sue is a broker versus a retail lender, which means she can shop over 150 different lenders to get you the very best rate possible. And on average, someone who uses a broker like Sue saves over $10,000 per loan, which includes refinancing. And if you have a rate at 6.5% or higher, call Sue for a free quote now on a refinance. Sue Berry and her incredible team from Barrett Financial can be found at SueBerry.com. That's Barry with an A. I've been working with Sue and recommending her to you for years. All you need to do is call her now so she can get you pre-approved. Just call your residential and commercial lending expert, Sue Berry, at 775-843-9983. Oh, Rob, stop. You're going too fast. What was the number again? 775-843-9983. Or just head to SueBerry.com. The number's right there. Berry is B-A-R-R-Y. Sue Berry with an A.com. That's Sue Berry, B-A-R-R-Y.com. SueBerry.com.
Disclaimer, Sue Berry, NMLS number 366040, Barrett Financial Group, LLC, NMLS number 181106, Nevada 5091, Equal Housing Opportunity.
If you go to AdvantageSteam.com, which you should, at the top of the page, you'll see the Services tab. Click on it, and you'll see that Advantage Steam does carpet and upholstery cleaning. They protect fabric and fiber. They clean and seal tile and grout. They polish natural stone. They clean rugs, especially those really nice ones from foreign countries. And they treat urine damage. And not just urine, but vomit and feces. No. Yuck. I assume if you need that service, you either have children or pets or you live in a frat house. But either way, they'll take care of you. Of course, Advantage Steam also applies MicroSeal. And if you don't know what that is by now, then you just suck. Joel is the local small business owner of AdvantageSteam.com. He's a lifelong maggot, and he's treated, cleaned, protected, polished, and microsealed the homes of countless members of the RAD team over the years, various RAD studios, and of course, Williams Manor. And I hate admitting this, but he is a genuinely really great, nice guy. In fact, if you tell him I said that, you'll get 0% off all services. So go to AdvantageSteam.com. Click on Make an Appointment, enter in your available dates and any comments, like maybe type, Rob said you're a really great, nice guy. Please give me 0% off. And they will get you all set up. Just go to AdvantageSteam.com. That's AdvantageSteam.com.
Welcome back to America's RAD Cast. It's Rob, Kyle, and sometimes this guy named Jeff. 3 straight white guys offering their deeply intellectual experiences on being discriminated against and having their asses slapped at work. Join in at 888-587-5355.
So I know there's a new soapbox today. I just don't remember what it is. So I'm double checking my notes here. You would think you had an entire commercial break to do that, Rob. Why didn't you? Because today on the that's right. Today's soapbox. It's actually one of these topics we could have talked about on this show, but I decided to do it as a soapbox as well because of the nature of it. It was called adult cheat codes that make your life better, and a lot of them are like really obvious things, like that we talk about already, getting better sleep and recognizing that not everything's about you and other things. But there are some things in there that people, they never learn, and they go decades, and others that you learn really young. So it's just little cheat codes to help you, like, hopefully live a better life kind of thing, have some more fun. It's a funny little thing, kind of a riff on how people are and what we all worry about. Soapbox, we do it every morning, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. at theradnetwork.com. Right now, we got a holiday pile.
I can't wait till Christmas. Christmas fly, Christmas fly. I can't wait till Christmas.
231 days until Christmas morning, 176 days until Halloween, and this Sunday is Mother's Day. A new survey of moms asked about their favorite ways to spend their free time. Now, keep in mind, this is not specifically, we'll get to this in a moment, but not specifically, what do you want to do on Mother's Day? However, they did give moms a list of 7 things and said, of these 7, so they couldn't just freeform it and say, this is my favorite thing. You had to pick, of these 7 things, what activity do you most enjoy, mom, when you have free time? That rare time when you have free time. Last on the list, eating with the family. 16%. The last thing I want to do with my free time as mom is eat with these people that I live with and I clean for and I take care of the set. It could relate to Mother's Day because a lot of people think, oh, we'll just take mom out for right. That's the last thing she wants to do. And then there's the people that attempt to, we'll cook for mom, right? And then she has to clean it up because you're terrible at it, or you clean it up and then she has to re-clean it.
Right? It's not like dad's gonna do the dishes. Hey, Dad, it's Mother's Day. You gonna clean up the dishes for mom? Hell no, that's woman's work. I ain't doing that. Nope. She should have made breakfast. Your breakfast sucks, children.
Sounds like he sucks as a husband.
Yeah, he probably does. Yeah.
There are some men who could pull it off, but I mean, a lot of this is what's tough for a lot of guys. A lot of guys would try, and they think they did a great job cleaning up, and she comes in the next morning or that night and goes, "Oh, well, it was really sweet, but he didn't wash this off right." It's you don't know. Last on the list, eating with family. All right, what do moms want to do with their free time? Second to last is go shopping.
Really?
Now they didn't say what kind of shopping.
Oh, yeah, probably grocery shopping. They don't want to make the Costco run on their Sunday off.
That's on them. That's on them if that's what they're, because it's just shopping was the category.
Yeah.
So if that's what they're envisioning, that's their life, I guess. Third to the bottom, exercise. Yeah, they don't really want to go on a hike. They don't.
Oh,
Just let them be.
Oh, I would be mad too if my sister or somebody organized a Mother's Day hike. Oh, you know for sure I'm calling out on that one.
Well, also, I don't know how many people, men or women, would view that as free time. Most people that care enough about hiking or exercising, that's part of their routine. That's part of their free time is free time. It's I have nothing to do. I have a chance to do whatever I want to do. It seems like most people that prioritize, there aren't a lot of people that are just like, hey, I got nothing to do and I never hike, but I want to go on a hike.
right. Yeah.
And you're right, Kyle. No one's gonna. That's like a wedding. No one wants to be there. A Mother's Day hike. Literally, no one wants to be there.
Yeah,
no one.
No. No, it's going to get hot this weekend, too. It's not going to be fun. No, it's going to be unpleasant. It's going to be the first hot weather. No one's used to it. Everybody's going to get hot and sweaty and want to be over with it quick and go to the bar and drink. Maybe that's just me.
I don't care. I don't care what the weather is. It's going to suck no matter what. It's hiking. And you see, it's your scenario. All right? I'm not, like, hiking romantically with somebody who I genuinely enjoy, and I know we're going to all, we're both going to take in nature the same way. That's not hiking. That's spending time with your person.
Yeah.
You've made it you're hiking with your family.
No.
It's forced on Mother's Day.
For real. Do you think about it, too? You're like, man, it's Sunday. I have a day off, too. And you're going to have me go hike with mom and the rest of the family? That's fine. I've hiked with my mom before. We've had a good time doing it. Do we want to do it on Mother's Day? No. I don't even think she wants to do it on Mother's Day either. I think she'd rather just have a cocktail and sit by the bonfire in the backyard.
Yes. News from the future. This is all the studies every year, and I'll get to this one. They all want to be left alone. They just want to be allowed to have a day to be normal. And they definitely don't want to hike with their family. Oh. Sounds terrible. All right, here's the top 3. You can spend your free time however you want. Number 1 list on mom's list. Number 1 thing, rather. They just want to watch TV or movies alone. That's the real key part. That's it. That's their number 1 thing when they have free time. Mother's Day or not. Just want to watch a show or alone. Not with you. Alone.
Right.
Second, they want to sleep. They just want to sleep with their free
I want
time.
to sleep, too. That sounds lovely.
And third is personal care. So all of that, okay, I got free time. I want to look nice, smell nice, feel nice, very girl stuff. And then came spending time with their significant other. That's what women say they want to do with their free time.
I think, definitely more common in mothers with, like, young kids, too, that just need the time to be left alone.
Yeah.
I think once you get older, like, mothers probably want to spend a little bit more time with their family.
That's true. Like, okay, I can't make it because I do have work at 9 a.m. on Mother's Day. However, my grandma set up for brunch to be happening on Mother's Day. Mm-hmm. And first off, I was like, Grandma, it's my mom's. I get it. Like, if you can have it, but My mom comes too. I can't pick grandma over mom on Mother's Day.
Wait, is your mom not
But then
invited?
she wants to eat. What's that?
Is your mom not invited?
No, so I have a divorced family.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so different grandma.
So
then.
dad's
Got
mom
it.
wants brunch.
Got it.
She wants to take that morning for herself and have family over there, which is fine. But the grandkids have mothers too. And I'm like, that time should be dedicated to my mom, right? Doesn't that seem logical?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you're doing those multi-day things.
Yeah,
those are the worst.
and then I'm upsetting grandma again. That's fine. I'll apologize or whatever I need to do, but I'll make it up. I'll go have breakfast with her another day. But I feel bad because I'm not making that. I'm gonna go work. I'm giving my mom a card and flowers in the morning, and then I'm going to work.
Look, enough. This is with you. Oh God, this has been going on forever. It is so ridiculous how we celebrate every woman in our life who is a mother, as opposed to, okay, let's just sit down and see in my stratosphere, who should I be celebrating Mother's Day with? My mom. Okay, I'm fortunate enough my mom's still alive. Okay, check. I understand if you're married and you have kids, and especially kids that are young, and as the husband, you've got to help them, pay homage to mom. Okay, do whatever you want in your relationship. I think it's a little weird that the husband gets something for the wife for Mother's Day. I personally find it a little infantile, but whatever. Do whatever you want. It's your thing. I don't get it. If you want to be cute, that's fine. Like you have dogs and the dogs give her a card or whatever.
Yeah.
But this idea that my sister-in-law is a mom, so I'm supposed to give my sister-in-law something for Mother's Day because she's a mom to my nephew. No.
No. Like my sister's a mom too, and I still don't get her anything for Mother's Day because she's my sister. It'd be Sister's Day, maybe I'd get her something. But I remember catching some crap from some family members being like, your sister's a mom. How come you didn't get her a card? I'm like, shut your mouth right now. I'm like, oh, I got stuff from my mom. My mom's the only one getting stuff on Mother's Day. I'm not a baller right now, and if I was, she can wait till her damn birthday to get something.
Right. Hey, you know what? Not my fault that they're old and they're bad at marketing. There's a Grandparents' Day.
Oh yeah,
That's when they can.
everybody forgets about it.
Yes, I know. But see, this alternative, this is it. It's American laziness. This is where we've come up with this. This is where now it's just like Christmas. Kyle has 18 different Mother's Day events he has to choose from because we got to go see everyone. The sister, the sister-in-law, the grandmother, the grandmother-in-law, the ex-mother-in-law. It's like everybody's got to it's just your mom who you view as mothers. By the way, here's another fun tip in case you didn't know, in case you didn't get the memo. If you don't have a mom, if your mom died, if your mom was absent, your biological mom might be around or whatever, but you don't have a relationship with her, it's okay for you to celebrate the person in your life who is your mother figure on Mother's Day. Did you know that? It's
did.
actually allowed. it is. People don't know that. Jesus Christ.
Makes sense.
I'm sorry, people. least we're here to
54%
tell
of us say they plan to get something for their mother or their stepmother. Fine. And by the way, it's only 54%. Maybe they're dead. Maybe they don't have a stepmom. Okay, that's just highest on the list. So 54% say they plan to get something for their mother or their stepmother. That works.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, something.
22% are going to get something for their wife. No context. Like, are you getting something for your wife?
Yeah.
Thanks for giving birth to my rat kids. Or is it, this is from the kids?
No, my household growing up, I had divorced parents, but both of them, like my stepdad would always get my mom something. And then my dad would get my stepmom something. It was always a smaller gift. I don't think it was everything extravagant, but they would get stuff, at least flowers for sure.
I know it's common. I just think it's weird. That's all. It's a me thing. Just don't date me. There you go. There's your reason. And then 13% of people say they're going to, on Mother's Day, on Sunday, get a gift for their daughter, who I presume is a mother.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that happens in my household too. I know my dad gets cards for my sister.
But it's not Daughter's Day.
I know. But she's a mom. So that's the loophole there.
Yeah, I'm in a household where I don't have children, but my wife buys gifts for like every mother she can see sometimes, I feel like. That's how I feel anyways.
It's not
That's how I feel
you know
anyways.
what? It's kind of hypocritical because I don't get anything on Father's Day. I'm a cat dad. Doesn't that count?
Yeah, I'll get you something.
Yes.
Yeah. See?
Oh yeah, no. If you're doing the couple thing, it's got to be two ways. And if you're doing the couple thing, especially with something silly like animals, because you're basically admitting to the free world we're ridiculous. It's getting gifts on Mother's Day for your aunt. You don't admit you're ridiculous. You should. When you're having your dog or your cat give you presents or your person presents on Mother's Day, then they have to do it on Father's Day too. It has to be given back.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just fair.
Very fair.
Most popular gift: flowers for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easy go-to.
Also very lazy. Very, very easy and lazy. Yeah,
See, here's the thing. Like, I don't know what the hell my mom. She has everything. Every time I ask her like what she wants, it's always like a little piece of jewelry. Last time she wanted some pure silver necklaces. That was all she wanted. She didn't want like any emblems. She just wanted like a replacement for them, and that was it. There was nothing else on the list she wanted, and like I had to get it out of her. I was like, what do you want for Christmas? She's like, oh, you don't have to give me anything. I don't want anything. I'm like, Mom, I'm not showing up empty-handed. Tell me what the hell you need. And she told me. I was like, thank you.
And that's why flowers are the most popular, because you don't have to ask.
Right.
You just go get them and say,
Yeah, and
"Here
they sit nice on the dining room table,
Yeah.
and they look pretty. And then she wakes up for a few days, and then she looks at them. She's happy.
And the problem too is that sometimes when you do like Kyle's doing, you berate them into tell me what you want, and then the answer, it involves so much work. That's why flowers are the number one most popular gift. Like, that's what you really want? No, I don't think so. Dad can get you.
Well, she told me, she's like, oh, it'd be really nice if you come over here and clean up the yard.
Yeah, right.
The 10 acres I live on. And be like, oh, no, just kidding. I'm just showing up late with flowers.
Yeah, I wasn't offering servitude as a gift. It's just I was wondering if you wanted something. Would you like me to pay a company to come by and do that for you?
Right.
You know, if you're in that
There
kind
you
of
go. That's
position.
an idea.
Jeez. All right, flowers number one. Second most popular gift. This is same thing, by the way. Same reason as flowers. You wind up in this position because they won't tell you or you don't understand. Gift cards. The go-to. When in doubt, there you go.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that is an easy one, especially if you know where your mom likes to go. Mine likes the Bed Bath and Beyond, or not, sorry. What's the other one? The soapy place, the Bath and Body Works. Oh yeah, she loves those. And with that makeup store, Ulta, I get her some of those, and she's over the moon. Like, she loves it.
Beautiful. And that's a step better when you know specific places like that they love to go. However, I believe you began the sentence with a gift card where everybody likes to go or where she likes to go.
Yeah, you got to know
like
what
that.
she likes personally.
Or yes, that's ideal. However, one place that almost everyone likes personally is Amazon.
Yeah, but that's
Another
lazy
place-
too. That's like getting flowers. I appreciate an Amazon gift card. Don't get me wrong, but when I get them for Christmas, I look at them and go, "You shopped last minute. I was in that pile. You didn't think personally about me. You said, oh, we're getting this stock for everybody."
As the recipient, I'm like, I can use this on anything. That's great.
That's
I don't
true.
care how late and lazy. The other place that everybody loves is called Visa. They also make some really cool gift cards.
They do. Those
And then
are
you can
great.
just and that, yes, they are the epitome of laziness. In fact, who knows? They may have been purchased on Mother's Day as the gift giver was in line splurging on themselves at Target. And then they went, oh, it's Mother's Day. I'll just pull this $50 gift card for Buca de Beppa off the stand here
Perfect.
and give this to Mom
Yep.
for Mother's Day later.
Or 7-Eleven. They have gift cards too. Sometimes you're
Whatever. Everybody does now. All right, most popular gifts for Mom this Sunday: flowers, greeting cards second, special outings. This is what they don't want, like dinner or brunch. That's the number one thing moms don't want, but we're going to put it together and we're going to make you go. And you're going to go because you're a good mom.
Yeah.
And then clothing or accessories rounded out the list. That's you got to have specific. You got to know, because otherwise you're back in the gift card.
I miss Mother's Day as a kid because we used to go to Clear Lake, and we go to what was that? That what's the Canocti Harbor? They had a casino and they had a Mother's Day brunch. Oh, it was good too. I remember loving going and doing that as a kid. So I look
doesn't
forward to
bother
Mother's Day 'cause
you
we go to Mother's Day brunch up there.
now to know that's the last thing they want to do.
I don't know. I don't know. My mom probably doesn't mind. My mom's cool about it. She doesn't have any young kids in her life now. She's a grandma. We're all grown up, and she loves the time spent with us no matter what. She just wants us over.
Well, and this is the thing about moms is there are some that are like that, and that's great. And then most of them, they wouldn't tell you if they did hate it because they're like, well, that's so sweet. They're thinking of me, that kind of.
Yeah, I'd like to
And
think
it's
my
all
mom's
that matters.
honest about it.
Yeah, let's hope. Let's see what else. Also, Americans were asked about their parents' roles in the house growing up. 3/4 of all people said their mother did more housework. Okay. that sounds about right. Even still, as people that are old enough to participate in surveys.
What do you mean housework?
would
Like
probably-
dishes, or is she mowing the lawn and fixing the roof?
No, that's yard work.
Oh, okay.
It's not housework. Housework is housework. Vacuuming, dishwasher, floors, clothes, laundry. That's housework.
She passed that on to us. We had a chore list. She did the laundry,
Oh,
but at the age of 12, I had to do my own laundry. She'd be on my case if I didn't do it too. But man, there was a lot of chores done by us kids. There's 3 of us. We got put to work.
When they say in the survey that 3 out of 4 people said their mother did more housework, they're comparing it to dad, not themselves. Because, we did all the work. The kids do the work. It's the only reason you have kids, slave labor.
Yep.
53% said that mom was more involved in their daily activities than dad was.
Yes.
All right. Well,
100%.
how pro-magnon do we want to go here? It's because he's working and you're not.
My parents worked.
Yeah, I think it depends on hours. Too.
Yeah, it depends if you have
Yeah,
a divorced family too. Like your dad gets you on weekends and your mom gets you the rest of the time.
There's too many variables for these stupid surveys to know what are you really saying. 47% said mom was more affectionate. Well, she's supposed to be. That's why she's mom.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. My dad never spanked me actually. My mom, quite a bit. I don't know. My dad was
that's different. That's disciplinary. Discipline. But
Right.
was she more like caring and loving when?
It depends. Like
when
I remember,
you were sad?
I remember one time I fell on my scooter in the street and it was like hard enough. I was probably 8 or 9 and I cried a little bit. And she was basically like, "Get the hell up off the street, you little crybaby." Wasn't very loving and nurturing. I think once I hit a certain age limit, she saw through that. She's like, "No, you're gonna have to toughen up, little man."
Yeah, that's all. That's good though.
I'm not saying
Mom's
it's
more
bad.
affectionate, so she's just going to be more effusive with her kisses or her hugs. That's all affection is.
Oh.
Affection isn't necessarily treating you like a China doll when you fall off your bike. That's another thing. This is just being affectionate, and you get to that creepy age. It's different for every kid, especially if you're a boy. 6, 8, 12, whatever. Mom still wants to hold your hand or kiss you goodnight. And you're like, stop it.
Yeah, no, I'm glad she knew when to stop on those. The grandmas didn't. Grandmas are still creepy with that stuff.
God, even now. Come on. And then there's a Mother's Day. A mom is going viral because of a hot take in which she said that dads will get something wrong on Mother's Day. That's just the way it is. End quote. Her point is that dads don't stand a chance on Mother's Day because decisions still need to be made, and they're, the dad, going to do something that isn't the way she would do it, and that causes her added stress.
Oh, like making breakfast.
Is she being self-aware when she says this? Is she saying this is how women are built? Women are going to be upset because he's trying to do something nice and it's not the way she would do it, so it causes her added stress. This is what she said. Is she saying that in a way of we accept and acknowledge this, or is she saying that that's how it should be because all men are stupid?
No, I think it's the first one. I
Yeah,
think
me
it's
too.
like dad's gonna go clean the kitchen and everything's not put in its place, and she's already kind of irritated. She's like, dude, if the kitchen's gonna get clean, might as well get clean my way because that's the way it needs to be.
I think that it's all about the dynamic. Because I mean, in my family, especially growing up, my father was more the disciplinarian when it comes to cleaning and cooking. My mom did it more. My dad was had his own restaurant for a little bit, so he was an actual chef. So he would cook more on family events and special events, and probably did a lot better job than my mother. So I think it's the dynamic in each household.
What about cleaning? She do like all the vacuuming and toilet and bathroom cleaning and stuff like that.
It was the kids. We did. My dad when my mom was out of town. My dad had a list that was longer than normal. So I'm pretty sure it was something that
What was she doing out of town?
Work stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, but see, this survey though, this is about mom saying your husband's gonna screw up on Mother's Day, and I'm trying to figure out how she means it. Does she mean it because we're so high maintenance as bitches, or because all men are stupid? Because that's
Or
really what
lazy.
it comes down to.
Yeah, men are
The way
lazy.
she's saying. She offered advice. She said to husbands, dads, they should make sure that your wife feels the love on Mother's Day, and throw in a disclaimer. See, this is how I had a negative connotation. Say to your wife, I'm probably not going to get this right, but I do want you to know that I appreciate everything you do.
oh yeah, that's saying men are stupid. Oh, she's a bitch.
Okay.
All right,
look,
you gotta give a disclaimer because all men are dumb. You're gonna mess everything up. I wish I had a man. That's
see,
what
there's
I'm
nothing
hearing.
wrong with a man occasionally saying that. as a self-deprecating way of saying, look, I really did try, but I'm a little out of my element here. But she's saying it. See, that's the dude making the decision. It's a little endearing. Hopefully he's a confident guy in other areas, because if you're always like that, I don't know what woman wants you. But what she's saying is exactly that, Kyle. Men are all stupid, so men should just apologize ahead of time, because he's not going to do it right. Whatever he chooses to do for you, he won't do it. Oh, he made you breakfast in bed. You wanted poached eggs. He made scrambled because he's an idiot.
She wonders why she doesn't have a man. Maybe she does, but he's probably one of those little sissy la men that she just runs all over him.
One of my favorite parts of the show is the way Kyle leaps. He leaps to conclusions.
That's the only way I can see it. You know they sneak out. You know she's a bitch.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I just, unlike you, I don't know. And I love that you know. I do love it. I love it.
I would be very shocked if it wasn't. You know, we don't know for sure, but goddamn, there's probably a 99% chance she's a bitch.
Wow, you really went high there on the DraftKings list. 99%. All right. Last one. They do it every year. New poll. America's favorite mom. No, not the best mom. Okay, not like the I don't know, June Cleaver, for those of you that can remember that far away, like the best mom. Oh, but our favorite mom, real or fictional, dead or alive, mom who is favorite in this year's survey, as it has been for almost every year of the last 10 years. The answer was
Lois Griffin.
Mother Teresa.
Lois Griffin. What a dichotomy in personality. First of all, Kyle nails it. Second of all, Lois Griffin, depraved, whore, puts up with Peter's crap on Family Guy. And there's Jeff in the corner. Mother Teresa. Okay. Mother Teresa did not make the top 20. Yeah, did not make the list.
I couldn't even tell you what Mother Teresa did. Is she nursery rhymes, or was she like a historic mother? I can't even remember.
Mother Goose was the nursery rhyme mother.
So Mother Goose and Mother Teresa are two different mothers. Okay. I didn't know if that was Teresa's nickname, was Mother Goose. No,
one geese, one lepers, or something like that. We'll finish the
What
list.
did Mother Teresa do?
America's RAD Cast, only on the radnetwork.com.
Longtime advertiser Sue Berry, that's Berry with an A, is more important now than ever. Sue and her team have been serving Northern Nevada and the outlying areas for 30 years. And her experience in both commercial and residential lending is vital, as every day we're bombarded with news of interest rates, the market, the economy, and a bunch of other stuff that Sue can actually make sense of, while everyone else's eyes glaze over. Now remember, it's Sue Berry with an A, B-A-R-R-Y, SueBerry.com. Most people think berry is spelled like a fruit or Halle Berry, but no, it's Sue Berry with an A, like soul singer Barry White's first name.
I've heard people say.
Stop that. Sue is a broker versus a retail lender, which means she can shop over 150 different lenders to get you the very best rate possible. And on average, someone who uses a broker like Sue saves over $10,000 per loan, which includes refinancing. And if you have a rate at 6.5% or higher, call Sue for a free quote now on a refinance. Sue Berry and her incredible team from Barrett Financial can be found at SueBerry.com. That's Berry with an A. I've been working with Sue and recommending her to you for years. All you need to do is call her now so she can get you pre-approved. Just call your residential and commercial lending expert, Sue Berry, at 775-843-9983. Oh, Rob, stop. You're going too fast. What was the number again? 775-843-9983. Or just head to SueBerry.com. The number's right there. Berry is B-A-R-R-Y. Sue Berry with an A.com. That's Sue Berry, B-A-R-R-Y.com. SueBerry.com.
Disclaimer. Sue Berry, NMLS number 366040. Barrett Financial Group, LLC. NMLS number 181106. Nevada 5091. Equal housing opportunity.
If you go to AdvantageSteam.com, which you should, at the top of the page, you'll see the Services tab. Click on it, and you'll see that Advantage Steam does carpet and upholstery cleaning. They protect fabric and fiber. They clean and seal tile and grout. They polish natural stone. They clean rugs, especially those really nice ones from foreign countries. And they treat urine damage. And not just urine. but vomit and feces. No. Yuck. I assume if you need that service, you either have children or pets or you live in a frat house. But either way, they'll take care of you. Of course, Advantage Steam also applies microseal. And if you don't know what that is by now, then you just suck. Joel is the local small business owner of AdvantageSteam.com. He's a lifelong maggot, and he's treated, cleaned, protected, polished, and microsealed the homes of countless members of the RAD team over the years, various RAD studios, and of course, Williams Manor. And I hate admitting this, but he is a genuinely really great, nice guy. In fact, if you tell him I said that, you'll get 0% off all services. So go to AdvantageSteam.com. Click on Make an Appointment, enter in your available dates and any comments, like maybe type, Rob said you're a really great, nice guy. Please give me 0% off. And they will get you all set up. Just go to AdvantageSteam.com. That's AdvantageSteam.com.
Welcome back to America's Hi, and sometimes this guy named Jeff. Three straight white guys offering their deeply intellectual experiences on being discriminated against and having their asses slapped at work. Join in at 888-587-5355.
Mother's Day is Sunday. We were going over the list of things moms want or don't want. They don't want to be with you. They want time alone. They want to watch a movie. They don't want to go out to eat. Things like that. Eventually, we got to the annual survey, annual poll of America's favorite mom. So not the best mom, but our favorite mom. And a great moment where Kyle said, because I said it's been the same, almost the same for the last 10 years, he said Lois Griffin, Family Guy, you know, slutty, puts up with Peter's crap, funny, but also funny just to laugh at. And then our little boy Jeff said Mother Teresa.
Little boy Jeff. Him and
Now,
his spoon jumped over the moon.
That did lead to the very disturbing question as we went to commercial from Kyle. What did Mother Teresa do? Now,
oh no.
Yes, no. So Mother Teresa, amongst other things, she was a saint, obviously, a Roman Catholic nun. She founded something called the Missions of Charity in India and dedicated her life to serving the poorest of the poor, established hospices, clinics, orphanages, schools for the dying, the lepers, the homeless. She won the Nobel Prize in 1979 for humanitarianism.
Oh, yeah, they passed over that. We learned about Gandhi instead.
Well, right. You always got to focus on the man.
Apparently, yeah.
But as great as she was, she's not America's favorite mom because we're looking for fun, like Lois Griffin, right?
She's not even a real mom.
Maybe. Yeah, right. I mean, Mother Teresa wouldn't even make the list of the best mothers because she was never a mom.
Yeah, she's a
but
nun.
she'd be like most respected woman. She'd be on that list. But for favorite mom, Lois Griffin, number one on the list. All right, second on the. I'll just read some of these till you maybe some will come to you. Michelle Obama still second on the list. Favorite mom. It's hard to find like women that are cool, that are moms, that are celebrities. They just want to go, yeah, okay.
Yeah, Kim Kardashian's not making that list.
Wait, no. You're right. You're right. She did not make the list. Now remember, they can be bad mom. Lois Griffin isn't a good mom. No. It's just got to be our favorite mom. Kardashian, very polarizing. So that makes sense. Okay. Lois Griffin, Michelle Obama, Serena Williams, third.
I didn't even know she was a mom.
Honestly, me too. Tennis player. Like the Williams sisters. I didn't know she was a mom. Beyonce, our fourth favorite mom. Again, having nothing to do with her being a mom.
Yeah,
it's
right?
Beyonce.
I was about to say.
Right.
I've never seen any mother stuff. I mean, I don't really follow her very closely.
Beyonce has children?
None of these are about them being mom. And back to Lois Griffin. She's not a good mom. Nobody cares about any of these moms. These are just women who happen to be moms that are our favorites. That's the list, right? Beyonce. Yeah, she has. Don't they have like 3 kids now? And she's bringing.
I have no idea.
Oh God, the daughter. She brings her out on stage with her, and she's really talented. Yes, yeah. When we saw her in Vegas a couple summers ago,
She named her kid Blue Ivy.
Blue Ivy. They're all over the place.
Oh
with
my
their
God.
names. J-Lo 5th. Really, I thought her stock had really dropped. Like with everybody, it's like enough J-Lo. Anyway.
Yeah.
Rihanna is our 6th favorite mom.
Oh yeah, she's a new mom, isn't she? Yeah, she probably just popped that thing out not too long ago.
That's her second or third? Second.
Oh, really?
She's been
Okay.
a mother for a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, I know she's already been a mom.
Because I remember she was pregnant at the Super Bowl halftime show a few years ago. I didn't know. I thought that was
Right.
her first kid.
It was.
Oh, she's already gotten more? Jesus.
Well,
where'd
yeah,
time
like you
go?
said, she
Holy
just popped
crap.
out another one. Yeah.
Whoa. Time flies fast. I thought she just popped one out like talking a few years ago. I thought maybe she had a 3 or 4 year old. I didn't know she moved on quickly.
Yes. You got it all right. Yeah, it's something like that. I don't know that we have the numbers exactly right, but it's like a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old,
They have
4-year-old and
3
1-year-old.
children.
Oh, boy.
Oh, there is. See, I did say 2 or 3. All right.
22, 23,
We have
25
Whoa, she went quick.
with
Damn.
ASAP Rocky.
Wait, what?
They wasted no
How old?
time.
How old?
How old are the kids?
No,
Yeah, I
they
thought
were
that's what you
born-
listed.
Yeah, 25.
Oh,
Yeah, so
they were born in 25.
yeah, sorry. One was born in 22, one was born in 23, one was born in 25.
They wasted
So
no time.
yeah, she's on the fast track plan. She's on
she
the,
is.
the heavy hitter plan. Drew Barrymore, 7th favorite mom. See, that
I
bothers
didn't know
me.
she was a mom either.
That, and also I don't like Drew Barrymore. She's annoying.
When did
her
she get
talk show's
pregnant?
stupid? She's stupid as a guest.
She's old.
Yeah.
She's old. I don't like her. I just don't like Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, she was my least favorite of the Charlie's Angels.
Never
What
saw
were my
it.
other choices? Cameron Diaz
And Lucy Liu.
That it?
Kyle
Yeah,
Special.
there's only 3 of them.
Yeah. Okay. No, I was just double checking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cameron
no, yeah,
Diaz
definitely.
was so goddamn hot in that movie. Holy crap, lucky Tom Cruise. I think I got to kiss her on that scene.
You talking about Vanilla Sky?
No, oh, that too was she in that? No. But then
Yeah,
I think he
he
was
wasn't
in
in Tom-
Charlie's Angels. I thought he was like one of the waiters or something. Or
Tom
was,
Cruise was in Charlie's Angels?
no, it's the other
I don't
guy
think
who was
so.
in Road Trip. What was his name? Oh, he's a different guy. He
Patrick
looks similar.
Swayze?
No, it's not Patrick Swayze. Is it Patrick Swayze?
Everybody's different than Tom Cruise. It's like Tom Cruise. Who can
Oh, wait, what did you say? Road
confuse-
Trip?
Yeah, Road Trip.
Oh, I
Who's
think
that-
meant
who's that?
Roadhouse. I
Hold
think
on,
meant
I
Roadhouse.
gotta look this up really quick. Now it's
Sorry.
bothering me. Charlie's Angels. Dates.
Tom Cruise
Natalie.
was in Charlie's Angels.
There we go. Who's this guy? That's not even helping me. Never mind.
Okay,
I'm so
that's-
sorry. I'm destroying the show. My bad.
No. Oh no, this is fascinating. I mean, somebody will email eventually. I can't wait to. I'm trying to figure out who in the world.
Luke Wilson. It's Luke Wilson. Jesus Christ.
He was not in Road
Luke
Trip
Wilson
either.
with.
They
With
meet up
Tom
while she's
Cruise?
undercover and continue their relationship and live together and start a sequel. Okay. Yes, Luke Wilson. His name was Kimsky or something. Pete Kimsky in the movie. Okay, I thought he was Tom Cruise at first. I am way off. It's
No.
been a minute.
That's not okay. America's favorite moms. Drew Barrymore 7th, Goldie Hawn 8th. All right, she's like the new Betty White, like the dirty Betty White, right? Goldie Hawn's old now. She's been with Kurt Russell forever. She got a little side to her.
I don't even know who
But,
Goldie Hawn is.
Kate
Kate Hudson's mom.
She's Kate Hudson's mom. Yeah.
Oh, oof. Rough. Okay.
Well, she's old.
Yeah, she's like
Well, they
70
can
something
look
now.
good and be old. She looks like a Shih Tzu.
Gotta take Kyle's computer away from him. He's getting too distracted.
Kate Middleton. There's another one. I don't even know she is a mom. I can't keep all these Kates to
Kate Middleton.
split up anyways. Which one's Middleton?
She's not a model. No, is she the sister of the queen or the
Oh yeah.
Of,
yeah.
what's her name?
Yeah.
Princess
Right,
of
she's the good
Wales.
one. She's the good Markle. Right.
Yeah.
She's that one.
Yeah,
She's 44.
that's a good.
What is with you and age all of a sudden?
Just says she's 44, June 9th of 1982.
So it starts with a fictional mom. Lois Griffin is our favorite mom. And the top 10 ends with a fictional mom, Carol Brady from the Brady
Oh,
Bunch.
yeah,
So
she
not,
was great.
not Florence Henderson, but the actual character of Carol Brady.
America's RAD Cast, only on the radnetwork.com.
Well, she had.
If you go to AdvantageSteam.com, which you should, at the top of the page, you'll see the Services tab. Click on it, and you'll see that Advantage Steam does carpet and upholstery cleaning. They protect fabric and fiber. They clean and seal tile and grout. They polish natural stone. They clean rugs, especially those really nice ones from foreign countries. And they treat urine damage. And not just urine, but vomit and feces. No. Yuck. I assume if you need that service, you either have children or pets or you live in a frat house. But either way, they'll take care of you. Of course, Advantage Steam also applies microseal. And if you don't know what that is by now, then you just suck. Joel is the local small business owner of AdvantageSteam.com. He's a lifelong maggot, and he's treated, cleaned, protected, polished, and microsealed the homes of countless members of the RAD team over the years, various RAD studios, and of course, Williams Manor. And I hate admitting this, but he is a genuinely really great, nice guy. In fact, if you tell him I said that, you'll get 0% off all services. So go to AdvantageSteam.com. Click on Make an Appointment, enter in your available dates and any comments, like maybe type, Rob said you're a really great, nice guy. Please give me 0% off. And they will get you all set up. Just go to AdvantageSteam.com. That's AdvantageSteam.com. It's that time of the year again, spring cleaning time. Much like New Year's resolutions, spring cleaning is something we swear we're going to get to and then we never follow through on. And one of the reasons is how overwhelming it can be. You start to clean up, and then pretty soon you realize you have way more trash than you can just throw into your bins and put at the curb for the garbage company. You have enough junk that you need to make a half dozen trips to the dump, and then you go, oh, we don't even own a truck. Nor do you have the time or the energy, so you just say screw it again and no spring cleaning. So this year, call my man Corey from QuickDumpsters.com. Quick is spelled wrong on purpose. It makes him stand out. Plus, it makes you think of chocolate milk. QUIK Dumpsters.com. Quick Dumpsters, QUIK Dumpsters.com is their website. Corey and his team came to my house recently, hauled away dozens of boxes filled with just stone-cold trash, unusable and worthless old vacuum cleaners, appliances that couldn't be fixed, and just random crap from around the house. QuickDumpsters.com. Quick is QUIK. We're in and out of my place in less than 30 minutes. They checked in with me multiple times to make sure they were taking the right stuff. They were friendly, kind, professional, and finished off the job by making the house cleaner than when they started. And this may be the best part. Quotes are free, and you don't even have to have them over to your house where you get the little sales pitch and all that. Just send them some pics or videos. You get your price, schedule your day and time, and you watch someone else get that junk out of your house. Basically, you have no excuses other than your own laziness. Go to QuickDumpsters.com. That's QUIK Dumpsters. QuickDumpsters.com. Quick, QUIK Dumpsters.com.
Remember that today will be yesterday tomorrow. Think about it, maggots. You can't argue with logic. Call America's RAD Cast at 888-587-5355.
Only because the topic that you overhear so much when you're out from people that don't really care, but they pay just enough attention is, so, are we at war? Is the strait open? And whatever. Just your quick update. So you remember the strait was open, and then the Hoary Moose Strait, remember? Mm-hmm, and then we bombed Iran, and then they closed it, and then we told them to open it, and then we closed it, and then they opened it, and then we closed it. So the Hoary Moose is back and forth. It was kind of open yesterday, but Trump said there's still a ceasefire. Well, now there's no ceasefire. President Trump is about to speak. Not about to, but sometime within the hour, about strikes on Iranian targets. So now the ceasefire, which as of yesterday was still on, is now off, and we're back to blowing each other up. So there's your update on something that I can't
have guessed that. All right.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm just here to report. Okay, so health news. Maxing's a big trend now. Maxing, the trend has been corrupted to the like the health maxing. And the man maxing thing. So maxing in general is just supposed to be optimizing something.
Like maxing out.
Right, exactly. It's another word we didn't need. We already had, that was big in gyms for a while. What's your max? Can you max out? And then it kind of died down. It never went away. We kind of died down. But then now it's back like in everything. Everything you do, you should be maxing. So you're maxing. I'm maxing at work. I'm maxing when I work out. I'm maxing in the garden. Fine, whatever. But now it's been corrupted to where when people hear the term max, they think of this man maxing, this guy that we've talked about, the smacking yourself in the face with a hammer. That's looks maxing, right? To make your chin look different.
It's stupid too.
Wow.
Yes, it is stupid. And so now a lot of times what you do is you try to take language over. And bravo to Robert F. Kennedy Jr. They have now created, yesterday, they're trying to go viral, something called Maha maxing. Okay. Now, Maha, make America healthy again. Do it to the max. That's Maha maxing. See what they did there?
That's clever.
It blends maxing, meaning to maximize something, with the Make America Healthy Again campaign. Yesterday, a meme was put up by RFK Jr. on Twitter X about Maha maxing, and I don't know that it went viral other than RFK Jr. did it, and so everybody saw it and started making fun of it, basically. It refers to optimizing health, eating food that comes from the earth, not a lab. That's one of their slogans.
Oh, sorry, Bill Gates. Your meat's not going to make it.
Yeah, and sorry, what, a fourth of the planet that is literally living in famine, but we could feed all of them if we would just, ship a few computers over there with a lab. Ah.
Yeah, no, why would we do that? It's not important to us.
We send them nets instead to stop the malaria. There you go.
Yeah.
Eat the dead mosquitoes. You'll be fine. So it optimizes health by eating food that comes from the earth, not a lab. It leans into, getting tired of that phrase. I thought that was a cool phrase for a while. Lean into it, right? Look for. I'm paying attention. Now I'm kind of over it. Lean into viral maxing trends like look maxing and sleep maxing, but rather than that, this is good for you. It's Maha maxing. See, look maxing, you're mutilating yourself. Sleep maxing, you're overdoing it. You're paying too much. But Maha maxing, you're just right. You're like Goldilocks. And they say it's more than a slogan; it's a lifestyle. Great. So there you go. Maha maxing.
When they say maxing, are they saying just do it as much as possible, or is it like trying to be efficient?
Take it to the max.
Yeah.
Do everything. Yeah. Eat everything that's free range, organic. Basically, just be a healthy hippie, I guess, maybe.
And it's both, Jeff. To be specific, you optimize and maximize. So it's efficiency, right?
Yeah,
is optimization. Right. So you're doing it to every possible level, and you're doing it as efficiently as possible. So you're eating only the foods that don't have the artificial dyes and they aren't made in labs and whatever else is on his Maha list. Don't just. I think the thinking behind it, because it's always so hard with politicians in general, and particularly this White House, is that it's like everything else in society. We will all say we're doing something, but we're not really doing it, or we're doing this much of it, right? Yeah. Oh, do you recycle? Oh, of course I recycle. Right. And what you do is like you separate out the cans, and you don't separate anything else out, and you don't live in an area where they separate it at the transfer station. Well, technically you're recycling. You don't really recycle for a living.
I don't
fit into the conversation.
RFK Jr. saying, don't just say you're a Maha person. You Maha max it.
Okay. I see T-shirts coming.
Oh, they're out. They're part of this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah. You can link over to the Department of Health or whatever, Health and Human Services.
I can't wait till the lady who is, or the person who is going into the grocery store saying they need to Maha max and asking the employees where all the Maha maxing food items are.
Yeah.
Is this while she's wearing her 4X large Maha Max shirt and using one of those scooters because she's too fat to walk around the store?
That's how I'm picturing it. Yeah.
Oh, I don't think they even be a part of that. They probably want nothing of this Maha movement.
No, this is it. This is their trick. It's like everything else. It's gonna work for them.
I think cutting out butter.
No
exercise.
See, that's why they love the Maha thing. So I can still eat, but oh, good, it's natural. I can eat butter. Okay, good.
Natural.
So this isn't about exercise. Okay, good. Oh, I just can't eat dyes. Okay, good. I like that. Where's the Maha Max section? Do you have Twinkies without red dye number 5? Good. I'll take 8 cases, please. Next up in the health pile, sitting is bad for you. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard about this for a while.
Yeah, get to the punchline. It's like everything else, in moderation. Right. All right. But there's a new phrase. Sitting is the new smoking, even if you exercise. Wow. So sitting is as bad for you as smoking, and even exercise won't make it better for you.
So you're just standing all the time?
Well, Jeff, if sitting is the new smoking, even if you exercise, you're certainly never sitting. So
Right. You can't sit
standing
anymore.
and laying. I guess you can
get a
lay.
standing desk. I don't think that will
That's
work.
cool. What happens if you sit and smoke? Ooh, what now?
You live to be 140.
Yeah.
Right? I had a grandma who had emphysema. She made it into her 90s. Like,
They cancel each other out.
and she sat a lot with her oxygen tank.
While smoking.
She did. She was a badass.
I know.
And she was the coolest grandma.
There's a cadence of research coming out to suggest that anyone with a sedentary lifestyle or occupation is doomed. Okay, that's different than sitting. Okay, sedentary and sitting are not the same thing.
And what's sedentary?
Sedentary is you're a sloth. All you do is still. You're still all the time. That's sedentary. You're
Sounds like
barely
being
moving.
handicapped.
Or depressed, miserably depressed.
Oh, yeah. And there's some
No,
days you stay
like-
in bed, cry. Yeah, that's sedentary.
Right, almost no movement. That's sedentary. Sitting is okay. I'm sitting right now, but I'm not sedentary. You're not sedentary.
No, I'm getting up
We're-
every commercial break and stretching a little bit and eating pizza.
Even while sitting, we're not sedentary. We're animated. We're active. I'm not suggesting that we're like burning calories to the nth degree, but this is not sedentary. So right away, this whole study is already misleading on a number of levels. So how bad is sitting really, it says? Well, if you combine the effects, considering that you may not feel like you have much of an alternative if your job requires you to sit most days, over years, various studies have linked too much sitting with shorter lifespans, higher rates of death from heart disease, or any cause. Well, then why say that? If it's any cause, why single out heart disease?
No, I think it's because, no, there's a lot of things that go into it. Okay, more people that are lazy sit more. It doesn't mean sitting's the problem. It means everything else they do is the problem, and sitting's just there.
Right.
Of course. That's always the answer to all of this crap. But that's why I get equally annoyed as people who pick it apart as the people who go, oh, now I'm going to live that way because they say it's how I should, because they're wrong too. You know, protein and prebiotics and probiotics aren't right for everybody all the time. Oh, of course, yes, being sedentary and sitting and lazy is probably not good for you. Don't need science to tell you there's joints involved. They need to be lubricated, things like that. How much sitting is too much according to the new study? Well, it varies. Duh. Generally, it looks like more than 8 to 10 hours per day of sitting is too much. That's idiotic.
Yeah, what about
How
when you
long
sleep?
how long is this person awake? Okay, first of all, sitting for 8 to 10 hours a day is too much. How long are they awake? What are they doing with the other hours that they're awake? What are they doing while they're sitting? Sitting 8 to 10 hours, and is that 8 to 10 hours in a row? Because that's going to pretty much make you comatose.
You know,
If you're getting up every hour, if you're getting up every 30 minutes, but you sit 8 to 10 hours in a day, where's the correlation? Come on.
okay, what did you say? This is a study, or is this an article? What is this exactly?
This is the compendium of multiple studies led by Columbia, a real school that does real medicine.
Maybe they just want everybody to get those standing desks and those little walking treadmills that go under it, so you can live a healthy work-life balance.
Yep. It's a conspiracy for the standing desk community.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah,
they're getting endorsed by them.
Yeah, big standing desk. Or it's also, this fear porn thing. We get off on everything. What haven't we made people afraid of today? Oh, sitting. Let's write that study. Sitting for 10 hours a day once in a while, they say, is not the end of the world. Rather, researchers look at sedentary behavior over the course of years. They keep using these things, like you can just use sedentary and sitting to reference each other. You can't. They're just changing the language. They say when sitting all day becomes a regular habit, it's also tied to, this is kind of what Kyle was alluding to, higher risk of cancer, type 2 diabetes, osteoporosis, depression, and cognitive impairment. Yes, if you're just sitting around for 10 hours a day, I'm going to give you that. You're not working, you're not stimulating your brain, you're not getting up and moving, you're not walking around, you're not stretching. Where's that in the study? Why don't they mention that?
And what's the difference between sitting and laying? That's kind of what I was wondering.
Right, they don't even bring up laying.
You're
Yeah.
sedentary in
all
bed,
us.
mostly, unless you're tossing and turning all night.
If I just lay down and do the show, is that better? I could do it this way.
Stephen Wynn is an assistant professor at the Longevity Science Department of the University of California, San Diego. Says, quote, when we sit, our muscles are not working and are not taking up glucose, and that can negatively affect our metabolism. What we're learning is that our muscles are really important for regulating blood sugar and triglycerides, or fats in our blood. And for muscles to do that, they need regular contraction. When they don't, and they don't get that when you're sedentary, end quote. I'm going to scream.
Well, sedentary,
No,
but
they
you can
don't.
sit and still do bench
Right.
curls.
Right.
Like
He's
you can move
absolutely
your
right
arms
from
and
what
do
we know.
stuff.
Our limited availability to our intelligence, he's right. What we think we know is that, yes, your muscles, they do regulate your blood sugar, your triglycerides, which can be really horrible for you, your blood sugar, and they do need to contract in order to do that. And you can't have any of that happening when you're
Oh,
sedentary.
look, I can do it right now. Look, oh, they're contracting.
You can when you're sitting.
Gonna get one of
This
those.
is driving me nuts.
And
Because
he's a
the
doctor?
headline is about sitting. The entire article is about sedentary. And no, Kyle, the doctors don't use the word sedentary. The journalists do. They stopped his quote and they added in sedentary. Here's how they wrote it. This is Dr. Diaz, quote, for muscles to do that, burning the blood sugar, etc. For muscles to do that well, they need regular contraction, end quote. And then the journalist finishes off by saying, which they don't get when they're sedentary. Doctor didn't say that. Journalist did. What about sitting, doctor? If I'm sitting and doing what Kyle is just doing, pretending I'm in a roller chair, a roller coaster, or whatever, if I've got a pedal thing below me and I'm moving my feet around, if I'm about to get up and we go to commercial break here in a couple minutes and walk around my house for 3 minutes, am I sedentary? No!
Right.
Damn,
Second
journalist.
reason is that when we sit, the bend in our legs is like a kink in a hose that can affect blood flow over time. That can contribute to blood vessels becoming stiffer, a risk factor for heart disease and stroke.
And it's
True.
not hard to lift your feet up and stretch them. Look, you can
No.
right hear it. Look, they're on the floor. Now they're not. Ooh, and then I'm stretching,
and
put your
it's-
heels out. Boom.
It's also not hard to just pay attention to your body and realize I've been sitting for 20 to 30 minutes. I should probably just get up and move. Just move a little bit. Even if you're out to dinner. Hey, I'm going to use the restroom real quick. You don't really need to use the restroom, but you walk a little bit. That's not sedentary.
Yeah.
And that's also making sure, because I mean, I'm sure we've all done that. You get lost in a moment. I think the most recent one I remember years ago at the cigar bar that my wife and I belonged to, we were just sitting there. People were bringing us drinks and bringing us cigars. Like, it was probably 3 hours because you're talking, you're socializing, and then I finally had to stand up, and I was like, oh my God. And at first I thought, am I hammered? Am I buzzed? It wasn't. It was the blood. My legs were like, thank you. You haven't used us in 3 hours, you ass.
Oh, get that on long car drives. It feels so nice to get out of the car and stretch around for a minute.
Exactly. All things we can control and not being sedentary. Some sitting, they say, is unavoidable, especially if your work requires it. So they suggest you look for opportunities to move more when you're not at your job. Oh, by the way, I'm on the last 2 paragraphs of the story. They finally get to the common sense part. And if you are sedentary at work and you just can't do anything about it, like maybe you're a telemarketer and you don't get any breaks other than that 10-minute break and that lunch break. So other than that, you're just sitting. Okay, well, then you can't be sedentary on your weekend. You don't get to use your weekend to lie on the sofa and watch your favorite shows. You got to do some activity, they say.
Oh.
All right, fine. I mean, to me, this again is way beyond sitting. A normal body, a body that functions, you would want to move a little bit. You would want, if you're literally stuck sitting 10 hours a day with barely any movement, you would want to move. I don't know what you have to do. You have to go kayaking, but yeah, you're going to want a little bit of exercise. The fix for sitting isn't necessary. Oh, finally to Kyle or to Jeff's question. Mr. Deductive Reasoning. Oh, so what do we do? Stand all day? Smart ass. They finally get to it. Last paragraph, Jeff. The fix for sitting all day is not standing all day.
Okay.
Then what is
Standing
it?
too long can lead to back pain and still cause blood to pool in your legs, although it's a helpful way to interrupt long periods of sitting.
Okay.
The goal, says Dr. Diaz, you ready?
Ready.
Don't sit all day. Don't stand all day. Don't move all day. It's about moderation, end quote.
Oh, okay. So what was the point of that goddamn paper?
Yeah, they could have just did that one paragraph.
They wasted all of our time.
5 years, who knows how many millions of dollars, 8 printed pages, and an entire segment on our show. That's what that was for. Yes, it was a waste of our goddamn time.
America's RAD Cast, only on the radnetwork.com.
Longtime advertiser Sue Berry, that's Berry with an A, is more important now than ever. Sue and her team have been serving Northern Nevada and the outlying areas for 30 years, and her experience in both commercial and residential lending is vital, as every day we're bombarded with news of interest rates, the market, the economy, and a bunch of other stuff that Sue can actually make sense of while everyone else's eyes glaze over. Now remember, it's Sue Berry with an A, B-A-R-R-Y, SueBerry.com. Most people think berry is spelled like a fruit or Halle Berry, but no, it's Sue Berry with an A, like soul singer Barry White's first name.
I've heard people say,
Stop that. Sue is a broker versus a retail lender, which means she can shop over 150 different lenders to get you the very best rate possible. And on average, someone who uses a broker like Sue saves over $10,000 per loan, which includes refinancing. And if you have a rate at 6.5% or higher, call Sue for a free quote now on a refinance. Sue Berry and her incredible team from Barrett Financial can be found at SueBerry.com. That's Berry with an A. I've been working with Sue and recommending her to you for years. All you need to do is call her now so she can get you pre-approved. Just call your residential and commercial lending expert, Sue Berry, at 775-843-9983. Oh, Rob, stop. You're going too fast. What was the number again? 775-843-9983. Or just head to SueBerry.com. The number's right there. Berry is B-A-R-R-Y. Sue Berry with an A.com. That's Sue Berry, B-A-R-R-Y.com. SueBerry.com.
Disclaimer, Sue Berry, NMLS number 366040, Barrett Financial Group, LLC, NMLS number 181106, Nevada 5091, Equal Housing Opportunity.
Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right after America's RAD Cast, Rob pulls out his soapbox, stands on it, which is the only way he can be a member of the 6 Foot Club, and passionately, forcefully, and in Rob's case, self-importantly, expresses his opinions about subjects that truly matter, like how all people who live a plant-based lifestyle should be rounded up and used as mulch, or why people with no upper lip can't be trusted, and that anyone who thinks the series finale of The Sopranos was anything better than having your own genitals removed, fed to a goat, and then force-fed to you should be immediately institutionalized. Ah, yes, the stuff that really matters. Rob's Soapbox. It's for people who know that RFK Jr. is nuts, but need someone to tell them why. Listen or watch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning right after America's RAD Cast, only at the radnetwork.com.
If it's Wednesday, and I have no idea if it is because I'm recording these on a Thursday in February, and I don't control what Rob does with them. And speaking of control, have I ever mentioned I worked with Rob in Reno for a decade, and he is the ultimate control freak? Talk about a psychological need to constantly be in charge of things and people around them. Anyway, if it is Wednesday, Kyle's Corner airs at 1 p.m., only on the radnetwork.com.
Have you asked yourself, if a turtle has no shell, is he naked, homeless, or both? No? Good. Then other than enjoying this show, you're not completely insane. Back to America's RADcast.
Wow, so we had a little commercial break there. You know what I did? I got up. I got out of my chair.
Oh, you
I
did?
didn't
Wow.
sit. I know it was the weirdest thing. Because we just did this study on sitting and how bad it is for you. So I got up and I walked. I just walked around for like minutes on end.
Oh, that's cool.
Suddenly I'm
Wow.
Crampy.
How crazy is that? Oh, I didn't get up, but I ate food, so my mouth muscles were working.
Good enough. You'll be all right.
Okay.
AI update. more and more we keep getting our AI updates. It's just coming fast and furious. The big one yesterday, it does lend itself to people that want to be paranoid about AI perfectly. And I'm not saying you shouldn't be. I just, for me, my position is it's here. There's nothing I can do about it. Let's just watch the chaos. Someday, soon, AI will be able to build a better version of itself, predicts one of Anthropic co-founders. If you follow the AI deal, Anthropic's one of the big names that is out there. They say already, this is Anthropic's co-founder Jack Clark in a new interview with Axios today, says that AI is smart enough to fully understand itself, see its strengths and weaknesses, and then write new code, a copy of itself, but with adjustments to improve on every weakness and in some form features it had recently started wishing that it had. So it can improve some features, but also it's starting to form features that it wishes that it had. This is where the sentience part of AI is creeping some people out, while others are going, well, that's great. Isn't this what we wish all humans could do? You learn from your mistakes, you build a better you, maybe you find things that you want to be interested in, and other people go, yeah, but not with AI, not with something artificial, not with something that can be controlled by other governments, etc. A lot of people are having trouble understanding how a system built by humans can create a better version of itself. All of this from a new paper that was just published yesterday for the called Focused Areas for the Anthropic Institute. It's all about Anthropic, and there's another follow-up study. But Jeff, that's a lot of what I saw yesterday. This story actually went pretty viral. A lot of people out there, right, for following AI. And one of the things that people are focusing on is two things. One, how can AI, a system we built, figure out a way to be better than what we built, because we are the ones that built it? And so it can't figure out a way to be better, and so it's only going to get worse. It's going to get more evil. It's going to take on the negative aspects of the human, because what do you mean that it took on some features that it started wishing it had? Like, does it wish it had anger? Does it wish it have sadness? So when you hear those type of paranoias, which seems somewhat legitimate to me to ask, what do you say?
I think, one, that's how we've gotten this AI as it is today already. So, the fact that this isn't like a new thing. This is something that they've been able to pretty much take copies of itself and make it better and better every time with its own AI, giving them suggestions on their code, giving them suggestions on logic. You take these LLMs, these language models, and they've kind of put them together to learn. That's what they do. They repetitively try to get better and better. So if I was to go and say, it's the same thing as if you're going to your resume and say, give me 5 ways to make this resume better. You can easily go into, if you are the administrator of this AI model, say, make me a copy of yourself and give me suggestions of how it could be better. Now, is it going to be right? I don't know, right? It's going to give its opinions. It could give, from 20 opinions, it might only have 1 or 2 or 3 things that you're going to say, oh, this is something that we should expand on. We should try to build this out too. But this is how we got AI where it is already. They take copies of itself and they try to make it better. Good.
So the fear that I hear from people is that their version of making it better will be that thing where everybody says the AI will advance to where they recognize humans aren't necessary, right, that we're flawed. This is right out of sci-fi stuff, right? Eventually, the bad sci-fi guys, that's what they always turn out to be, is humans are flawed, we're the Borg, we're the collective, we're going to assimilate you because you're worthless and we're more important. That's the negative direction people go with this.
Yeah, I guess that's it's always going to be a possibility. That's always going to be right. The end result or the end fear result is how smart can it get, and when does it start making decisions outside of the scope that it's trained to do? And then if those warning signs start popping up, I'm hoping that it will be dealt with. Do I have a lot of confidence in that? Not a lot. I'm going to be honest with you, not a lot. But hopefully, this is something that's, again, like you said, it's going to happen. We're going to make this as good as possible for a lot of the right reasons. So we have to monitor what's going on if anyone's doing anything in the wrong way.
And that's the part of it for me. Of course, there's going to be things that go wrong, and of course, there's going to be maluses for it because humans are involved, and it's not going away. And that's why I just kind of try to keep up on this because it's here. We're not gonna ban it. again, there's more to the world than America, etc. So the big thing that started trending yesterday as a part of this report is this thing called RSI, recursive self-improvement. Ooh, most of us have no idea what RSI is. Well, boy, you will if you were on the internet at all yesterday. They go back to the field of artificial intelligence that was built on the premise that machines can improve themselves. We go all the way back to 1966 when English mathematician, I believe Jeff has a portrait of this guy behind him. It's I.J. Good. He wrote that an ultra-intelligent machine could design even better machines. Therefore, it would unquestionably be an intelligence explosion, and the intelligence of man would be left far behind. So there you go.
Yeah.
See? It's going to get so smart. We're stupid. And this is way back in the late 60s.
Yeah, but I mean, I think anyone that didn't already know that happened, whatever you want to call it, 50 years ago. I mean, computers are a lot smarter than us. I mean, it's very, very common. That's why they do a lot of the big tests and do a lot of the mathematics that we can't do. So this is something we've already relied on. NASA relies on it a lot for computers to fix their problems. So, I mean, these type of models have always existed. I think that we're going to start seeing a little bit more appear in AI, which is a little scarier. But, you know, again, this is something we have to monitor.
It sounds like we're going to be cyborgs. I mean, if it's going to surpass our intelligence by quite a bit, why don't we just put that in? Why can't we just, we already have, just put it in like a brain chip? Why can't we have it built into us?
That's, you're getting into biology there a little bit.
I know,
Yeah,
but
so-
we're doing it with Neuralink. Why can't we just put in this super artificial intelligence into our brain and it do all the heavy lifting for us? And then we can still have what makes us human, like our desire to make art and love each other. And I don't know, what else do we do?
I mean,
we want to have sex.
I mean, I get that, like having something attached to your brain make you ultra smart and answer questions, but like immediately, maybe is that what you're kind of saying? Is like maybe.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't like have to like pull out a cell phone and Google something.
Well,
like if I was able to just do it in my head really quick, or fix them, like do a math problem and be like, oh, how do I write out this problem, and it just does it for me. Boom.
Like I said, I feel like that's kind of how we're doing it already. But yes, you do have to prompt it with a question. You do have to ask it a question. But yeah, I feel like that's kind of in my head. That's where we're already there. The fact that we have that very easy connection to be able to ask a question and give it the answer you want, and then that's going to obviously affect how you think.
It'd be nicer if I didn't have to read it. If it could just, have it be in my head, and it just knowledge known right there, like a normal thought.
Like
that
the
would be
Matrix thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Kyle's talked about the Matrix thing a couple of times. He wants it. We're gonna have to start working on.
It would be
how to
fun.
we got to put a chip in your head.
I don't want one of those scary little plugs. Though. I just want a small microchip.
All right. We'll work on that. We'll start beta testing that, me and you.
All right.
See, skepticism is good. It really is. Skepticism's good, but complete pessimism is bad, because when Kyle starts talking about this, what about the happy version of this? I always use the same reference, the Star Trek version. What if AI figures out, hey, here's how, not we're going to destroy humans. Here's how we can give that Kyle guy exactly what he's asking for. We can actually make humans better,
Yeah, we can
perform
coexist.
better, feel better, be smarter. And yes, we're all going to be able to coexist on a different level, and we can do it, this is the positive spin, without taking away what makes you human. We're not going to diminish your sex drive, your pursuit of love, your need for other humans, but here's a way to make you more, what was the word you used before, Jeff? Efficient. But the minute you even try to sell that to people, they're like, you're insane, you're just a robot lover, you weirdo.
We could get everybody intelligent and thinking smarter, and then guess what? Then we don't have any stupid people on this planet. And guess what? I bet the homeless problem will be fixed if everybody's smart enough to figure things out.
See, and this is kind of the bridge that I feel like as long as we don't have this bridge, because again, you're saying you're fearful of some of this.
Why is Rob putting his face in the desk?
I would just like to take a moment just to point out that homelessness in and of itself is not a sign of stupidity.
No, I know, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying, like, if you were homeless and you had one of these chips in your head, you'd be able to figure out how to get a home really quick.
I know that's what you meant. That's what makes it funny. I'm sorry, Jeff. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just saying that's the bridge that I don't really want to see too much of, because right now I feel, and I'm sure that there's a lot of people who will feel slightly different. We don't have that bridge that will really destroy us yet. You put a chip in people's head, then now the AI has the ability to control you in a sense, right? So you put a chip in a physical bot that we put into our houses to clean our houses and stuff like that. It gets a little bit more dangerous. It gets a little bit more to that scope of, oh man, they can really just decide what they want to do, and
Well,
we
yeah,
can't really
especially
control it.
was that episode of
But-
that one movie? No, it was the film, the knockoff Star Trek with the Family Guy. Was it the
I forget what it's
Orville?
called. Yeah.
Orville. They had an episode where they flash back to the early days of the robot being mistreated in the household. Like they got, and that showed like how angry he got and he was hurting the humans. That's why I don't like the idea of having like an in-house robot. Whether we
Right.
just incorporate it into our bodies, that way it mingles with humans and it gets a better understanding for us. Where we're going to mistreat it when it's another physical object like a lesser person.
Yeah, no, I mean, so I'm a little bit more on the optimistic side where I kind of want to see that. I want to see bots in the house. I want to see it, but it's purely I want to see the tech, how it works and how it can be really efficient and how it can really save a lot of people a lot of time and money. But we're now closing that bridge, right? We're now getting closer to autonomous robots that have we can't really control. We can with the commands and stuff, but I mean, obviously, having AI control.
We're already messing up. We're already making them sex slaves. They're already making like sex robots already.
That's how it starts.
We're gonna. This
where the
is
money's
when
at.
they're gonna take over. They see us. They're like, oh, you only use this for sex and doing your chores. We're gonna eliminate you.
Right.
Instead of, how about you be part of us and come join the fun?
Right. Well, I think so I think that's, again, I mean, sex robots is different, but like right now we worry. The biggest worry that I have is AI model, a bot, whatever you want to call it, a system that can take over some of our ships or get involved into our IT, where it can take over our military stuff. That's my biggest concern, because that's the only bridge that they have right now to be able to destroy people. Right now we haven't really done that too much. So the more that we bring it into our household, then it's a little scary.
I'll do them in order. So the first one first. If you never saw The Orville, which is still on Hulu, it's a Seth MacFarlane show. Guy who did the Family Guy, but huge Star Trek fan. It's Orville was a spectacular show if you can stand the Star Trek type premise, and it's more noteworthy now than it was 3 years ago when it was out, because they really delve into this AI stuff, the behavior control stuff, the mind reading stuff. There's so many great episodes on it that might get you to think. But Jeff, when you keep talking about this bridge to like destroy humanity, what about we don't know that? They would know it right away. Why? Well, what would stop, if AI wanted to go that direction, what would stop AI from going, these things are a waste, why don't we just release this much fentanyl into the air, because it doesn't take that much to kill a whole bunch of people, and just start wiping them out that quickly?
Are you talking about like right now? Or yeah, so I mean, well, I don't. So technically, and again, I'm not in the government or anything like that, so I don't have any insight. But I don't know if there's a thing that exists right now connected to AI that would allow that to happen, right? To release X amount of drugs into the air or in a specific community.
What about in China?
Yeah.
What about in India?
Yeah.
What about in Russia?
So we're dealing with military combat all the time. I mean, even without AI, we're still dealing with that. So that's what I'm saying. That's what makes me concerned, is being able to, or see that other people are connecting their AI or even their computer programs. I mean, it doesn't really make too much of a difference, to things that can, effectively eliminate people in a big scale.
But could it also flip a switch to make us all nice?
Right. And this is why I don't get people to get so worked up over it, because we have no control over which one of these outcomes it's going to be.
That's true.
And of course humans are going to try to screw it up and destroy us or each other. And so all we can do is actually like talk about it and try to figure it out and be aware of, okay, you're probably right, Jeff. We don't know of any of those things existing in America, but do they elsewhere? Or are they working on those things? And if they are, what am I going to do about it? Or you, or Kyle?
I don't know. I'm just going to embrace it. I'll ride the wave. Whatever happens, happens.
Exactly. Researchers use this RSI term, recursive self-improvement, to describe systems that can improve not just their outputs, but the process by which they, AI, improve, generating ideas, evaluating results, modifying their own methods. The concern is that human direction either isn't involved or sometimes doesn't understand. In other words, AI is like, I'm saying what's going to make me better, and you don't understand it because you're a dumb human. And a lot of times the humans are like, yeah, he's right. We're just going to let AI do their thing. Jeff Clune, a computer scientist at the University of British Columbia, who's an AI scientist, says that human scientists may be edged out of AI research sooner than we think. Human scientists will spend less time on lower level tasks and become more like professors or team leaders. And then they'll be more like CEOs. Then they'll conduct oversight. a role that he hopes humans will never forfeit. But if you play it out in your brain, if he's right at all, the smarter AI gets, the better AI gets, the more competent it gets, the more as humans we're naturally going to step away. You do all the work, I'll supervise. You do all the work, I'll just conduct oversight. Eventually, you're conducting oversight in Maui 5 days a week. You're like, check in, yep, okay. That's the concern, is that do we phase out human oversight entirely because AI comes along and kind of Bigfoots us, and then AI can, we don't even have any input anymore or any safeguards. There's another one that went out there yesterday.
Yeah, no, I think that's all a real concern. I think, again, you mentioned safeguards. We have to put things in place. Again, I mean, when it gets a little bit more where people are putting it into, well, we'll say bots, but it could be anything. It could be if the government comes out and says our newest nuclear ship is controlled purely on AI now. You know, we don't let this happen. We don't let this happen. We don't let human interaction get involved. That's something that would be a lot more concerning. You know, I think that right now, right now the military is literally bargaining or negotiating, whatever you want to call it, with these AI companies to give them root access, meaning I want the intelligence, we don't want the product. We want to build this in a way that we built our safeguards, we build all that kind of things, and it's not really going very well for them right now, I don't think.
No, I've heard. I don't know. Isn't there a prototype already for like that? Like they've admitted, because whatever they admit to, you know, there's more.
Right.
Aren't there already prototypes for like AI run submarines? Like they're small,
Right.
but the government's already testing the
I'm
idea
sure.
of.
Yeah. No, I'm sure the research out there. Again, whoever controls a lot of this technology is going to control the next 100,000 years, whatever you want to, however long this wave lasts. Same thing with the internet. The best thing the U.S. did was they were able to control the internet. They gave it to people pretty much. That was a big negotiating tactic when dealing with a lot of the stuff that we do with other countries. So these countries that are going to be able to have more AI advanced tools are going to be the ones that at least control the technology for the most part.
Can we just go back to Kyle's sex bot thing and just do it that way? Come on.
America's RAD Cast, only on the radnetwork.com.
Longtime maggots will remember Greg from MAP. MAP, as in Maximum Athletic Performance, which guides you to better output through better ingredients, also known as nutrition. Greg has been on the RAD show many times and will be again, as he simplifies nutrition and helps us all understand what actually works when it comes to fueling our bodies, almost all of which can be found at maptrition.com. Every product is formulated with clinical precision and backed by science and purpose, and maptrition.com has something for every fitness level, even those of us who barely have a fitness level. With nearly 20 years as a nutritionist and a specialization in sports nutrition, Greg works with athletes and everyday individuals to optimize performance, energy, and overall health through smarter fueling strategies, all of which starts at maptrition.com. At the very least, we should all be taking daily multivitamins, and Greg has his formulated for exactly what a man or woman's body needs. Protein is in, but maybe instead of getting yours from mac and cheese with extra protein, you get it from maptrition.com. And of course, all things workout, training, and exercise are available as well. From pre-workout to creatine and other muscle builders to recovery supplements and more, all at maptrition.com. From morning breakfast essentials to post-workout recovery and everything in between, maptrition.com's full range of supplements, proteins, and wellness products are built to power your journey from start to finish. Check out all the products and find what's right for you and order it shipped to you all at maptrition.com. That's maptrition.com. If you've never heard of microseal, let me tell you what it isn't. It is not a really small marine mammal. Get it? A micro seal? Oh, fine. Just ask AI. AI describes MicroSeal this way with a bunch of AI words. MicroSeal is a premium, eco-friendly, and biodegradable fabric protection spray that penetrates deep into fibers to provide permanent stain, soil, and sun fade resistance for rugs, furniture, and delicate fabrics. It uses nanotechno blah 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 and blue 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 blue. What AI is trying to say is that MicroSeal is non-toxic, non-allergenic, safe for pets and children, and although AI doesn't say this, it should, you need to contact longtime maggot Joel from AdvantageSteam.com right now to get him to apply MicroSeal for you. You can even make appointments online at AdvantageSteam.com. We've had MicroSeal for years at Williams Manor, and it treats a lot more than carpets. MicroSeal protects virtually all fibrous materials, including wool, cotton, silk, suede, leather, and synthetic fabrics. It protects upholstery, carpets, rugs, draperies, and clothing, including wedding dresses. And ladies, you're going to need what? 3 or 4 of those in your lifetime. And it protects against stains, moisture, and UV degradation without changing the texture. Also, if you're an interior designer, Joel has a special program just for you, and all you have to do is say the password, which is what? What? There's no password, I guess. Never mind. Whoever you are, contact Joel at AdvantageSteam.com. And if you're an interior designer, tell him, I guess. I don't know. That's AdvantageSteam.com, where you'll learn more about MicroSeal and everything else that Joel offers at AdvantageSteam.com. That's AdvantageSteam.com. AdvantageSteam.com.
This is the RAD Network, home to America's RAD Cast. Why is it still called RAD? Because, shut up. Email the show, radcast@theradnetwork.com.
All right, a couple of follow-ups when we were talking about the new movies that are coming out this weekend. The Sheep Detectives, this Hugh Jackman film, which sounds ridiculous. He reads to his sheep. He is a sheep herder. And he reads movie mysteries, and then he winds up dead, and then the sheep solve the mystery. Okay, well, it is described as a mystery comedy, so it's not like it's a serious movie.
It doesn't sound funny.
No, and I'm not getting the gist that it's a kids movie necessarily from what I'm seeing. And like I said, there are voices in it, so it is that mixed live animation thing. Where let's see, Patrick Stewart is the voice of one of the sheep.
Okay.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus, she played Elaine on Seinfeld. She plays another sheep, Lily the sheep. Then there's actual actors in it, like Hugh Jackman is playing the shepherd who's found dead, and then there's other human parts, and then there's Emma Thompson is a lawyer for. Okay, so whatever. Somebody go see the sheep movie and tell us what it is. Other thing, Sunday's Mother's Day. We've talked about it a few times. Moms, they don't want to go out. That's the last thing they want to do. They want to be alone. They want to watch TV. They want you to leave them alone. You won't. We went over some of the dishes. We know that Krispy Kreme, they're bringing back their mini donuts. We talked about that.
Those were sad looking.
Yeah, they didn't.
They weren't very Mother's Day happy.
And here's some other things for Mother's Day that are available today.
Ooh.
Pizza Hut is offering its fan favorite heart-shaped pizza to celebrate Mother's Day this year. Okay.
Not Valentine's Day?
Is that almost more last minute than flowers? Like you quickly DoorDash a Pizza Hut and look, it's shaped like a heart.
Mom, here's cholesterol. Fat.
Every mom. Jeff, do you still have your Wiener Schnitzel thing going on? Because they have a deal. They are celebrating Mother's Day with a free chili dog meal for moms, complete with a chili dog, small fries, and a small soda. So just show up and say your wife's at home taking care of the kids.
I did get my Wiener Schnitzel fix out. I did go twice, though, in like a 1 week period. So that did it.
Okay.
But mom gets
Is that
small.
a big one for moms?
They're not giving
moms
her a large?
A chili dog meal?
You only want the small, Mom.
Yeah, it's the small. I would hope you can upgrade it. Although it is you're right, it's a free chili dog meal for mom. How do you prove you're a mom? Just because you have tits? Do you have to have your kid with you?
Yeah, bring the kids in. I mean, it's today's age. I mean, are they assuming my gender? Can I go up and say I'm a mom?
Wiener Schnitzel, they're getting in Red Lobster trouble here. It's bad. Outback Steakhouse is celebrating Mother's Day with its Mum's Day menu. Mums, because they're Australian mums.
Hello, Mum.
It features favorites such as filet mignon and lobster, The chain signature Down Under Trio, the Gold Coast Coconut Shrimp. The menu is available for dine-in or to go. What is it? A deal?
Yeah, that sounds like their normal menu.
Yeah, I guess they're giving you a deal on it, which they didn't choose to put in their press release. Thanks.
Good job,
IHOP is celebrating Mother's Day. Ooh, a chocolate-covered strawberry pancake stack featuring 4 chocolate chip cookie pancakes, topped with creamy cheesecake mousse, chocolate sauce, fresh strawberries with topping and chocolate
good,
chips.
Though I just don't see
Sunday.
taking my mom to IHOP for Mother's Day. That's where you
That's
go
for Dad.
after you have a night of drinking and partying, and you feel bad about yourself, and you need to eat something greasy and fill yourself up with pancakes. That's not where you take mothers.
Okay, how about Arby's? Is that where you take mothers?
No, unless you're on a road
Arby's.
trip and you have to swing through Arby's. That's not a bad idea.
They're celebrating with its latest meat and $3. That's a choice of entree, curly fries, mozzarella sticks, a peach cobbler, and a drink. Somehow that says mom. Okay.
That says hello with my tummy right now.
At
sounds
Popeyes, you can get a free gallon beverage with the purchase of a family meal.
A gallon for Mother's Day?
A liter of cola.
Do they have milk so she doesn't have to go shopping for her gallon of milk?
Making things up here. BJ's, all moms and mother figures. Oh, that's nice. All moms and mother figures dining in on Mother's Day at BJ's get a free limited edition stemless wine glass. Oh, thank you for the empty wine glass that says BJ's on it, because I identify as a mother figure.
That's a good one.
There's a lot of things wrong with that.
What if you're not old enough to drink? Can they still give it to you?
That's right. What if you are a 19-year-old mom? They exist. I mean, if there's no wine in it, why shouldn't they give you the wine glass?
Maybe there's apple cider.
They give it to you empty.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it doesn't come with it.
Why
Yeah,
doesn't it come with wine? Oh, that's some bull crap.
It's like a little gift.
Oh, I thought you came with wine. You got to keep the cup like the kids do at the restaurant.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do enough research.
son of a
What's the last holiday where BJ's was giving away limited edition stemless wine glasses? Because they're the same ones. It's just going to be a stemless wine glass with BJ's on it.
Right.
They just hold them over. Do this on Mother's Day. That'll be fine. No, don't put any wine in it, you ass. Just give it to them empty. At Denny's, you can get a free dessert with any $5 minimum purchase for Mother's Day, but you got to be a rewards member.
Oh, that's a thing at Denny's now? Okay. I guess they are everywhere.
Everywhere.
I'd just be embarrassed
The
to say I'm a
Cheesecake
rewards
Factory.
member at Denny's.
Customers can get a complimentary $10 bonus card from the Cheesecake Factory for every $50 in Cheesecake Factory gift purchases. Huh? So you spend $50 in Cheesecake Factory gift cards, and they'll give you $10 more on a gift card.
I got you. Yeah. So if you a lot of places do promotions like that nowadays.
5% back. Okay.
Okay.
So if you buy 100,
Again,
you get
they're not
20.
really pushing in on the Mother's Day theme with a lot of this stuff.
No.
This is just like, here's crap. Here's something we could do any other time.
Everybody forgot Mother's Day was coming up. Last minute ideas.
Which does not bode well for Father's Day, since that is always the one that is most forgotten. Have a great weekend. Mother's Day is Sunday. We're back Monday.
Okay, that does it. Screw you guys, I'm going home. Talking poo is where I draw the line. Go on and go home, you fat chicken.
Bye, diddly eye. So long.
God bless you.
See ya.
Goodbye. Bye-bye, Homer.
Take care.
Adios. So long.
Very well.
Dar, bon voyage. Toodle-oo. So long.
Bye-bye.
Ta-ta. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Sayonara, dude.
So long. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye.
See ya. Bye. Bye-bye. Come on, stink town.
Well, goodbye. And don't think it hasn't been a little slice of heaven, because it hasn't.
God bless the United States.
America's RAD Cast, only on the RAD